Oh! Oh, he's not well to see the bounce. Oh, he's put it down. Oh, bowling!
Hello guys, welcome to another Watchalong. RCB CSK, the big game, the Southern Derby, the Kaveri Derby, call it what you want.
I read somewhere today this is also the 13-degree derby.
latitude
का भी पंगा है भाई. बहुत सारे derby है. Derby में derby है.
Yep, Dhoni v Kohli. I don't think it gets bigger than this in IPL. Although the rivalry is very, sort of overblown. Because
I think these two will play eliminator.
आपके मुंह में घी शक्कर दही जो भी सब कुछ जो भी जाता है सब कुछ
देखो
I
think my fourth team was Delhi, but I think Delhi का तो कुछ होता दिख नहीं रहा मुझे.
सेम यार मेरी भी फोर्थ टीम दिल्ली थी. कुछ होता दिख नहीं रहा
यार अब तो कुछ उम्मीद भी नहीं है. So yeah, but yeah, big game. Advantage RCB because they are chasing. They have the chase master. Both teams have a chase master each.
Exactly. Yeah.
धोनी ने already टॉस में बोल दिया ड्यू रहेगा. ये वो तो ज्यादा उम्मीद मत रखना.
चलो अच्छा है. मैंने ज्यादा टॉस का मैं देख नहीं पाया. But then yeah, RCB have made no changes. They are unchanged, and CSK have come up with 2 changes. Producers are if the playing 11s are ready, if we could sort of show them. By the way, what did you think of Vaishak like before the playing 11s come up? Like last game जो
सही है यार. मतलब कोई bold to his strengths. Proper short back of level करके.
Correct.
Slower ones भी बढ़िया mix कर रहा था तो.
Yep. Yeah, the playing 11s are here. So yeah, like we mentioned before, RCB have gone with the same 11. So subs में Anuj Rawat अभी भी है. Just hope कि बंदा नहीं दिखे. Going to CSK, they made a couple of changes. Ambati Rayudu walks into the playing 11. I'm guessing because they're batting first इसकी वजह से. And Matisha Patirana, he's the one to look up for. सारे newcomers RCB के against अच्छा करते हैं. ये मैं पहले बोल चुका हूँ, अभी भी फिर से बोलता हूँ. I'm foreseeing a 3-4 or a 4-4 from Patirana, including like a first ball, second ball duck of Kohli. And yeah, Pretoria is surprising.
Kohli's recording in Malinga is good. तो ये तो Malinga light है.
यार ये Malinga की बात नहीं. It's not because of the slinging action. It's about Kohli versus.
Can we just have the playing 11 on the screen? Just want to talk about the potential impact subs. So I think since CSK will be bowling later, I think Akash Singh is an option. Hungerkicker, I'm pretty surprised Hungerkicker क्यों नहीं है यार. Well, he's done so well.
True.
I mean, in my opinion, he should have been ahead of Tushar Deshpande, but
easily.
Our producer will be very disappointed after me making that statement. Tushar Deshpande उसका favorite cricketer है.
Favorite cricketer, दोस्त
यार,
everything.
And for Bangalore, I think, sorry to say, Anuj Rawat ही आएगा.
Suyash नहीं है ना? Sorry, I forgot.
Suyash
है. तो yeah, we can always hope. Yeah, done. Sorry, producers साहब. So yeah, there's Anuj is one and Suyash is the other. I don't. But हम तो bowling first है, so we'll go for a batter. Yeah, let's hope how this goes.
Yeah, I mean, so essentially we are seeing the side which has been the best side in power play with the ball against the most stable side in the power play.
Yeah.
CSK have not lost many wickets in power play.
Correct.
But the only thing is Conway has been troubled by pace this season. So वो मुझे देखना है. This is a matchup that I want to see Siraj versus Conway.
True. And not just have they not lost a lot of wickets, they've also scored heavily.
Yeah, I think the second best economy.
Run rate. Exactly. And RCB have been by far the best bowling.
Yeah, I mean, you are seeing the power play legend.
Exactly. Like we've sort of taken a wicket every 12 balls, which is ridiculous. And we've conceded only 6 runs per over.
And I mean, talking about good starts, so far this season, before this game, Gaikwad has already hit. So Faf and Gaikwad, basically we are watching the two most. Yeah. And I think Faf का तो समझ में आता है. He's played so many games and batted है. Ruturaj का, I mean, worth mentioning.
Correct.
No, it's very difficult for anyone to predict why Ruturaj would be right up there as the most number of sixes in the season.
Yeah,
it's
that was
your traditional 6 hitter.
Exactly, and that was actually one sort of issue, so to say, in his gameplay last season, that he started off very slow.
Yeah,
he seemed to have worked on it. Like the intent he's shown right from ball 1, that's great to see. Bhai was aaj mat dikhana. Siraj ko wicket deke. Right on the money, Siraj run out ka chance nahi hai.
Now, how aega contest?
Yeah,
Siraj v Conway. Yep. Let's see who wins this battle.
Also, Hazelwood, despite being in Bangalore, I don't think he's still available. Naito, I would imagine he would have been a shoe-in for Panil. But given that they are sort of persisting with him, I'm guessing Hazelwood's still not fit. आपको खेती-बाड़ी सब करना पड़ेगा
वही,
उसके लिए सब
थोड़ा
जनरल
डाउन
का
टाइम
नहीं।
लेके
हाँ
सबैटिकल लेना पड़ेगा।
एग्जैक्टली, पूरा दूध वो सब निकालना, बाइक्स धोना, ये सब करना पड़ेगा। अरे यार मतलब making the cows look. Siraj, come on boy, expecting a lot today.
So basically धोनी ने ये सब बॉडी जिम में नहीं बनाई है, खेती
Nah,
बाड़ी
nah,
करके
yeah.
proper.
I mean, I don't think it's just made
This is
solely
a
out of
physical.
gym.
This is a product of physical labor.
Yeah. And at the age of 42, I mean, we see, you know, Bollywood stars and all of them do this at 40, 50.
वो तो
भाई यार मिडिल के से बस हल्का
वो तो सब VFX है भाई।
हाँ
बॉलीवुड स्टार
exactly.
पे तो कोई भरोसा नहीं है।
मतलब VFX नहीं तो पूरा स्टेरॉइड्स वगैरह ये सब करते हैं यहाँ पे तो वो
As long as वो लोग लाइव टीवी पे शर्ट उतार के नहीं दिखाएंगे, मैं तो विश्वास नहीं करूँगा।
सलो भाई तो नहीं करते देखो बाकी
शाहरुख
तो
भी नहीं कर रहा।
नहीं, बाकी सबसे कम से कम उम्मीद रख सकते हो। सल्लू भाई तो मतलब भाई है, वो कुछ नहीं करेंगे। So yeah, like we were talking before, the rivalry is more in people's heads and not on the field because it's clearly been CSK winning this. They won 19 games as opposed to 10 for RCB, and this has been even more pronounced in the last, like ever since CSK returned. Like since 2018, it's been 8-3 in CSK's favor. So yeah, like a long way to go for RCB in terms of, you know, sort of making it equal and equaling those numbers. And yeah,
But what are your thoughts on this game being on a Monday? This is the high after Mumbai CSK. I think this is the highest profile game, if not equally
true.
high
I'm guessing BCCI को तो पता ही था कि बस ये हम Tuesday, Wednesday को भी रख ले, हाँ तो views तो मिलेंगे, तो why waste the weekend on this? That's I'm guessing their thinking. And anyway, just coming back to the stat. In this IPL, RCB bowlers have the best economy 6 and the most wickets 12. On the other hand, CSK batters have scored at a run rate of 10.1, which is also the best, something we spoke about before. And one primary reason why RCB bowlers have done so well is the guy in frame, Mohammad Siraj. Ooh, that was a ball.
But I think these are not overall numbers, these are just in power play.
Yeah, these are just power play numbers. Yep. Power play numbers. So Siraj's economy in the power play is at 4, which is ridiculous because power play is just 2 fielders outside the circle. More often than not, you see teams going berserk, just like how Conway tried to do. Almost clipped the leg stump there. So what do you see? What are your predictions? Oh, by the way, just before I get to that, please predict what CSK would end up with.
Yeah.
A lot
you
of
can,
goodies
you
to be
can win
marked.
something like this.
True. You can
Cool
see that
teas.
Yes.
Like this, if you get your score accurately correct.
And yeah, so where do you think CSK will be at the end of the power play to begin with?
Power play थोड़ा difficult है. It's too early to predict actually.
But
I'll try to go the distance. I think they'll score 189.
189, okay. You know, I'd actually take that. If they actually end up with 189,
you should take that. Given their bowling attack.
Exactly. But नहीं यार, मुझे पति से डर लग रहा है. सच्ची बता रहा हूँ आपको, ठीक से मैं ये सबको मैनेज कर सकते हैं. ये नए बंदे जाते हैं, ये विकेट लेके जाते हैं हर बार.
क्या खौफ है भाई, किसी का भी खौफ है, सबका खौफ है तुम्हें.
सबका मतलब
top
सबका.
over from Siraj, 3 in the first over.
4 consecutive dots, and yeah, like we spoke before, Conway again being very circumspect, and Siraj being on the money throughout. I'm guessing Parnell will start from the other end. So in terms of Parnell, actually, like have you liked what you've seen so far? Like I wasn't too keen, and I wasn't completely sold on the idea of Parnell coming in as a replacement for Topley. I wanted someone else with a bit more pace and who could hit the deck harder.
But it was a makeshift arrangement because we know that Hazelwood आके ये spot ले ही लेगा.
Correct.
So
in that sense, he's actually done a fantastic job in the meantime before Hazelwood comes in. He's been taking, in the 2 games he's played so far, he's taken wickets in both of them.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's actually good for RCB. And the fact that he's been able to keep David Willey at bay, who himself had done.
I think the only off game he had was against LSG when Puran and all went bad. वो भी उतना off नहीं था.
Correct.
Others,
he was one of the
for
better.
RCB, what has happened is spinners have been not having a great time, especially when they're playing in Chennai.
And that's one of the primary reasons why our middle overs bowling has been pathetic. And sorry, मैं R करके बोलता रहूँगा for RCB. R मतलब RCB as an RCB fan, or I don't know any other way of sort of referring to them. But just coming back to the stats, most wickets in the power play, like we mentioned before, they've taken 12 wickets. That's like 3 wickets in every game. So yeah, strike rate of 12. And SRH not too far behind, which is also, you know, very interesting to see. But yeah, 12 wickets in the power play, that's ridiculous, man. I know the sample size is small, but 4 match हुए हैं. But
And look at the average. I mean, and look at the economy. Because
Exactly.
obviously economy
Yeah,
इतना अच्छा है, तो
yeah.
average भी इतना अच्छा है.
Yep. Because it's not like batters are going after them and losing wickets. Runs भी नहीं बन रहे, ऊपर से wickets भी दे रहे, so that's adding a lot of pressure. अरे
Oh,
यार.
cut away.
Oh wow. Right.
Deep
I mean,
point.
yeah. Excellent field placing. I mean, I'm bowling to your fields. Yep.
So I think this is a bowling type which Gaikwad doesn't like, at least on
Correct,
paper. जितना
correct.
sample हमको पता है उसका.
Yeah.
But देखते हैं.
And just going back to that middle overs point, I was saying RCB's bowling in the middle overs has been atrocious. Like we've been conceding runs at like 11.5 right now, and
I think they're bowling after the power play. पूरा end तक ही वैसा है.
Exactly.
We did discuss this in the last RCB game as well.
Hasranga was supposed to be the antidote to that, but last match में वो भी मतलब उसने भी runs खाए, मार खाई. 37 runs in 3 overs is what he went for in the last game. Hopefully, we can expect something better from him tonight. And full था भाई 4 है.
ये तो clipped away.
Yeah. I don't think they would have had a deep point and a deep mid wicket. ये तो
Yeah,
मतलब
but बड़ा ही विचित्र सा shot
Yeah,
है.
yeah.
ऐसा करके एकदम bat वापस.
I don't think he timed it. It was one of those edges that मतलब not inner half of the bat वाला shot था. बाप रे, bat मुड़ा भी नहीं यार, लेकिन usually you see the bat turning, ये वो भी नहीं हुआ ये. Gazab. Bats these days, man.
This was sort of whipped.
Call it what you want. Like it was very strange and not typical of Conway. But yeah, interesting field right now. Oh, वो deep point वाला fielder अबे यार
थर्ड फील्डर है.
Sorry, मैं भूल गया. मैं वही fielder के बारे में बात करें.
कि वही फील्डर दोनों के लिए
यही
है.
है खौफ. This is what it means to support RCB. कि जो भी हो, जब पता भी है, जब पता है कि fielder है वहाँ पे,
तो भी डर है.
Yeah, यार, it's always a thing. कैच जब होता है, whenever the ball goes up in the air, the first thing is यार ड्रॉप मत करना बस. It's never हाँ ये तो गया. Never, even if it's Kohli under the ball, you're never too sure. But talking about catches, RCB's fielding has been fantastic so far this season. They have the best catching efficiency. They've caught like 11 out of their 12 catches, just one drop. So that's another good sign. The ground fielding has also been good. Something which will really help, in grounds like these, where there's not a lot of help for the bowlers after the power play. Fielding and ensuring everything, whatever can be saved, being saved goes a long way.
I think the only worrying thing for me is batting, which is a big worry.
And if there's one bowling attack that Mahipal, Lomro would feast on, it is this. The reason I say they've got 12 overs of spin. 16 if Santner had played. Santner is not playing. अबे यार catch है नहीं है फील्डर नहीं है. छक्का है क्या?
6.
Good shot.
About time CSK got going, so
सिरा जाएगा वापस. चलो कोई नहीं. 13 रन ना गए. I mean like क्या करें, पावर प्ले तो रन तो पड़ेंगे.
क्या तो बनता है. 189 तक भी तो जाना है.
And क्या हम लोग we were talking about something before this. वो भी चलो कोई नहीं, जब याद आएगा तब बात करेंगे.
By the way, to answer the question we have, which is your favorite RCB CSK match?
I have a couple of them. One is 2013 where there was this rain-affected match, 12 overs a piece wala match that we won. Gail Kohli went berserk, like they scored 120 odd runs, and Zahir Khan took a 4-4 in 2 overs. This was that game. बहुत सही game था वो तो, and yeah, that's one of my fondest memories. Pranav Anand asking Somesh, add Santner to the most underrated players list in the IPL along with Hetmyer.
Santner उतना खेलता नहीं है. हो सकता है eventually, but अभी के लिए तो यार Hetmyer is in the league.
भाई exactly, Hetmyer के पास कहाँ यार इसको रख रहे हो? मतलब इतना क्या? Like I don't. Apart from that CSK RR game where Dhoni walked in, where he ended up hitting the winning 6, I don't think he's done much of note.
With the ball, he's always consistent, but उसके साथ ऐसा ना कि he plays in games where he'll be useful.
Correct.
ऐसा अगर regularly खेलेगा तो
maybe
things can converge to the mean, but अभी तो नहीं होता ऐसा.
Yeah, he's one of those players who's good without being too good, without being too average. बीच में मतलब consistently देता रहता है. अबे यार छक्का है.
भाई pick up.
Yes! Whoa! What a wicket! Wow, man. The one wicket RCB needed. Siraj again continuing his phenomenal form in the power play. a wicket that I was dreaming, I was hoping for. Wow, man, this is great. I thought that was a 6. I didn't realize that he'd missed time, but so badly.
Yeah. Actually, miss time, yeah, that is a long pocket. Because
अरे यार कोई
like
long pocket नहीं है. Long pocket ही 65 मीटर का है. इसमें इससे ज़्यादा क्या होगा?
Yeah, that's a good point.
So, Panil, शाबाश भाई. Yeah, boy. Avnish back. Yeah. So yeah,
He's happy too.
Yeah, dude. Gaikwad was the danger man, especially in a ground like this. He could have really hurt RCB badly. Great wicket. And who do you think walks in next? Moeen Ali. I guess they are one of those left hand, right hand. मतलब वो सोचने
I think अभी तो राणे आएगा.
Yeah. Oh हाँ भाई. भूल गया.
Yeah.
ये भी मारेगा भाई आज. ये ऐसे वाली प्लेयर्स हैं जो मारते हैं आरसीबी के अगेंस्ट.
अभी तो राणे को प्रूव करना है भाई कि वो WTC जाएगा
यार. Naren Mantuzri Singh, today should be KL talk. You promised on #KL. क्या promise किया था सुमेश?
अच्छा आज खेल के बारे में बात करेंगे क्या? ऐसा है क्या? मैं ऐसा प्रॉमिस नहीं करता भाई.
मैंने तो कुछ क्या नहीं. मैं
दिन में एक आध बार ट्विटर खोल लेता हूँ, जिससे ज्यादा कुछ नहीं करता हूँ मैं ऐसा.
हम ये बात करना तो बात कर सकते हैं. खेल पे बात करना इतना मतलब.
पर खेल पे हम क्या बात करें? I was actually listening to that interview from Shane Watson. Apparently they are very happy with KL now. They're like he did a very good job.
Shane Watson.
Sorry.
And
Jonty Rhodes.
Jonty Rhodes. हाँ, of course.
So they are very happy with KL's knock. And secondly, कि उनको surprising लगा ही नहीं कि रवि बिश्नोई ने bowling नहीं कराई. They were like कि it was good. It was a very aggressive captaincy कि बिश्नोई को आखिरी में over भी दिया. Otherwise that would have been युद्धवीर over had he been on the field. तो हम मतलब मुझे तो बस ये समझ में आया कि हम केएल को जबरदस्ती गाली देते रहते हैं. मतलब उसको क्लियरली बोला है कि भाई तू तो जाके ऐसे ही स्टार्ट पैडिंग ही कर. और यार ये बिश्नोई को बॉलिंग नहीं देने का कॉल इज लाइक हायर अप्स का कॉल है, ये केएल का कॉल नहीं है. वो बेचारा ऐसे ही पिसता है बस. यार बिश्नोई का मे बी आई कैन स्टिल अंडरस्टैंड डेथ बॉलिंग करवानी थी. व्हाई वुड यू बॉल कृष्णप्पा गौतम अहेड ऑफ बिश्नोई? मतलब अगर तुम्हें पॉइंट है कि तुम्हें अगर पेसर से बॉलिंग करानी है तो समझ में आता है. तुम अगर स्पिनर से बॉलिंग करा रहे हो तो व्हाई वोंट यू बॉल योर बेस्ट स्पिनर? Bishnoi ka the only benefit of doubt I can give KL is that maybe he knew Shahrukh struggles against leg spin. So Shahrukh end में आएगा. Maybe like I'm just sort of speculating. इतना दिमाग है. फिर भी no ball बच के रहेगा भाई. Why? Despite that, him not bowling out, that was I don't think the greatest of decisions. And his batting तो यार मतलब क्या ही बोले जो already बोला नहीं गया. 56 balls 74. Most days is a bad knock. Is a match losing knock. Unless your team is 20 for 4, 20 for 5, and then you have to rebuild the innings. Yeah, I don't see how that's a good strategy when you have the likes of Pooran Stoinis, who because of the pressure that Rahul himself built, got out early, got out cheaply. So yeah. Basically, they are just expecting कि Stoinis और Pooran हर मैच में उनको bail out करेंगे, which can't happen. नहीं होगा. And yeah, that I would actually, not mind calling it an upset because Punjab were it is an upset, and plus Dhawan not playing.
Dhawan not there.
Livingston is not there.
तो मतलब अगर पूरा squad देखें,
Sam best तो पूरे सीजन में नहीं है, but at least जो लोग सीजन कंटेंडर्स है वो तो नहीं है. मतलब Sam Curran was never captained in his life, but 24 साल का लड़का है. And he out captained. Yeah. मतलब long boundary का better use किया. Yeah. क्या bowling change करने हैं. So that was good to see. Coming back, सिराज भाई 5 ही रन दिए. Almost second भाई आग लगा रहे हैं आज. मियां भाई अलग फॉर्म में चल रहे हैं. अलग मियां भाई बढ़िया. रन आउट चांस नहीं है. चलो मियां भाई ऐसे ही करते रहो. 3 overs 19 for 1. RCB on top. And as usual, Siraj being ridiculously good. 1 for 6 in 2 overs. Couldn't have asked for more. I'm guessing he'll bowl. I feel they'll stick to their last match template. 3 overs to Siraj, 2 to Panil, and maybe the 6th over by Vaishak. Hits the hard lens, and 6 overs with pace, and maybe beach mein spin ko लाएंगे. Conway actually, I don't mind if they can just bowl out Siraj. Yeah. कल भी था कि they should have bowled out Shami. शुरू में ही करवा लो. यार क्यों रखना है डेथ में? Even if you didn't bowl out Shami, don't give him that over. यार Alzari का. But I think Siraj is still better than Shami at the death. Actually, Siraj के पास दूसरे options हैं. Definitely. And Shami more often than not tends to bowl in the slot. Siraj sticks to his hard lines. Like when he is in form, he's very consistent. Shami ने एक यॉर्कर डाली पूरी उस ओवर में, वो तब डाली जब बोल्ड स्ट्राइक. यार आरआर का वही था. Like had they taken one more wicket earlier ना, फिर क्या बोल्ड चहल संदीप शर्मा. Like the fact that they couldn't get even one more wicket after that, it's incredible. अबे यार इतना फुल है क्या फील्ड? अच्छा ठीक है, इतना फुल है. प्रॉपर bowling to the field अभी यार. सब सही जा रहा है अभी. Panil ka even last over, like that 6 was more
of the batter playing a good shot than him.
Yeah, I think at this point of time, I think you should only be worried about Moeen Ali taking it down RCB spin, because that becomes the number one threat now. Because power play, so as of now, it seems like CSK are not gonna go ahead.
Correct. And I actually won't be surprised if RCB bowl only 4 overs of spin today, just like the other game. They'll go with 16 overs of pace. Parnell, bowling boy. Parnell, Harshal, Vaishak, Siraj, everyone will bowl out.
True.
And just 4 overs of spin. Because Moeen, I mean, I won't say struggle, but Moeen has his weaknesses against pace. Conway is a great spin hitter. Dubey का तो हमें पता ही है. Rayudu का भी पता है.
Actually, they can bowl Maxwell now. Even if they want to bowl spin,
रहा
6th
नहीं
over.
यार. Risky नहीं. Vaishak
कर सकते हैं.
नहीं यार. नहीं.
नहीं, अगर करना भी है तो I'm not saying कि करो, but that's one option.
Why fix something that's not working वाले? उसी वही फंडा मैं भी यूज करूंगा अभी के लिए. कैच है क्या? ओ भाई.
And यार 4 over हजारंगा के भी more or less safe ही है ऐसा.
लेकिन पिछले मैच में रन
विकेट भी लेता है वो.
बट फिर भी वो मतलब आई डोंट नो हाउ इज ही वेदर ही इज इन फॉर्म और नॉट. आरसीबी के मैच वो प्री मैच वीडियोस देखेंगे तो एवरीवन इज लाइक सेइंग कि ही इज इन ग्रेट फॉर्म. यार एक तो परसों दे वर लाइक हसरंगा इज इन ग्रेट बैटिंग फॉर्म वगैरह ऐसा. हां और फिर रावत को ऊपर भेजा भाई. आई रियली होप टुडे आरसीबी लूज अ विकेट. Lomro, Maxwell, Hasranga, Harshal, these 4 are sent up first. Only then eventually catch है please
उधर फील्डर उधर है पीछे साइड.
चल कोई नहीं. डबल है बस. कोई नहीं.
So there's a deep point and a deep square leg.
Deep square leg से भी मतलब deep square leg, deep long leg के बीच में कहीं उन्होंने मतलब रखा है उसको. Not like conventional deep square leg or conventional long leg. कुछ भी नहीं है वो. चलो. So far, so good from RCB. Just 1-6 and 1-4 so far in the innings. That's as good as it can get given that Chinnaswamy है ये. 189 तो सोमेश ने already बोल दिया कि expect कर रहे हैं. तो यार. Oh! Bowling man, bowling boy.
But I think he played the wrong line.
Yeah.
उसको long off की तरफ खेलना चाहिए.
Is this Rahani's reversion to mean कि बॉस हो गया मेरा? ये सीजन का हो गया, अगले 2 साल का हो गया. जो भी था यही तक था.
अगली बार जब वानखेड़े में खेलेंगे तो बुला लेना मुझे.
मुझे राहुल गांधी की न्यूज़ याद आ गई. ओके टाटा. टाइम फॉर रानी टू से दैट. रावत भाई साहब है वहां पे मस्त.
यार रावत से फील्डिंग कराओ यार, क्या बढ़िया फील्डिंग.
वही कैच नहीं यार. और जा रहा पीछे. भाई फील्ड कर. दो भागे क्या. चलो. Sharda, I'm saying I'm an RCB fan, but the opposition's also here to play as well. I agree. I completely agree.
I think अभी RCB fan को ये सब नहीं सोचना चाहिए. Just win it.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if that means crushing an opposition, just do it.
15 साल से यही बोल रहे कि opposition's also here to win. And I understand. ये जो आप सारा रिएक्शन देख रहे हो ये सारा सर मैच के टाइम है. Please ask Somesh. Pre-match and post-match me is a different version. And Narayan 123 saying cool down bro. Sure यार.
And Narayan is basically Bangalore से है but Chennai move हो गया. तो I think he is a
18
CSK
years.
fan.
Yeah. A crossed CSK fan maybe. Narayan just if you could confirm. I remember him saying 18 years in Bangalore. And
यार मेरे को ये मैच इस मैच में मुंबई CSK मुंबई आरसीबी में बहुत मजा आता है क्योंकि मतलब मिक्स जनता मिलती है रोने के लिए. अभी भी यहाँ पर या तो आरसीबी हारेगी तो तुम लोग रोगे, सीएसके हारेगी तो आकाश रोगे. मजा आता है यार यही मैचेस है.
एक तो मुझे समझ नहीं आता. लिटरली एवरी सॉर्ट ऑफ आरसीबी हेटर सो टू से आई नो says the only reason they hate RCB is because they like seeing RCB fans cry after they lose. मतलब ये क्या है यार. एक होता है कि हाँ टीम पसंद नहीं है, मतलब ऑक्शन स्ट्रेटजी बकवास है, ये सब वो सब. ये रोना तुम लोग को रोते हुए देखना अच्छा लगता है. ये क्या सीरियस
कंटेंट है.
क्या मतलब यार
उसमें मजा आता है.
वैसा भी मॉडर्न अर्लियर कैच. ओ
कोई नहीं यहाँ पे
यार. But why did they replace Siraj? He was in good rhythm. I felt maybe they could have given him
Siraj death बोला था.
नहीं यार मतलब चाहिए नहीं. End the game in the power play ना पहले.
End नहीं होगा भाई. CSK have a very long batting lineup.
That's also there. Conway has actually begun aggressively today. 19 of 12, 150 के ऊपर strike rate.
Scoop मार रहा है.
Very. इसका तो I'm guessing they also knew ये Hardlands वाला बंदा 130, 135 range में फेंकता है तो let's just. He's also saying this bowl the same. चलो भाई wicket चाहिए. Come on.
Oh, good slower one.
This is one of those.
Knuckle ball है यार.
Yeah. Varun Aryan भी बोल करता है knuckle ball in swinger. Yeah, it seemed like one of those.
Basically out swinger.
हाँ, in this case, yeah. But Varun Aryan used to bowl that knuckle ball in swinger, if I'm not wrong. He bowled this one ball to Shubman Gill in 2019 or something. I still remember that. Proper knuckle ball that just swung in so sharply. It was a beautiful ball. But yeah, Vaishak bhai थोड़ा ऐसे ही मतलब वो ball
करते रहो, knuckle करते रहो.
Yep. Knuckle. Anyway, yeah, talking about Vaishak, we were able to interview his parents. That will be out soon. So yeah, please stay tuned. You'll get to see a lot of such exclusive content only on cricket.com. And in the meantime, please continue. Oh man, that's a short ball. क्या out of the stadium है क्या? भाई roof को लग के गया. क्या भाई मतलब?
ये तो hit नहीं ball था.
Yeah, it was. Naren 123 saying I'm no one's fan. I want RCB to be consistent. Only then I will support them. चलो इसी उम्मीद पे हम भी खड़े हैं तब से.
15 साल तो निकल गए, अभी और देखते हैं आगे.
जवानी निकलने को आई, बस बुढ़ापा इसी में ना निकल जाए कि
अभी भी 1 game 1 win 2 losses 1 win चल रहा है. देखते हैं आगे क्या होगा. फिर 2 losses फिर 1.
Naren also saying after fixing scandal I didn't want to support CSK, felt ashamed. With respect to RCB, I didn't like holy attitude, but if they learn to be consistent I will think.
सही है भाई. तो basically
यार
Naren is up for grabs.
Yeah. Poach him before someone else.
You just have to be, you have to make him think कि भाई पसंद करना है कि नहीं.
Yep. Abhas Singh bowl one over of Shabash to get Rahane the power play. नहीं यार, I don't think that will be a good plot.
यार उसने सिंगल ले लिया तो कौन पे बहुत मारेगा.
Rahane भाई साहब बोला ना आज ये मारने वाला है ये भाई.
सब मारने वाले हैं भाई. I think my money is on Moeen Ali because he had a very bad last game and Moeen Ali is not a player who will have consecutive.
Correct. But my only sort of the only thing working for RCB is the fact that they probably won't bowl too much spin. So that could be the only.
No, Moeen Ali pace भी मार ही सकता है. ऐसी कोई बात नहीं.
Agreed.
मतलब हर्षल पटेल अभी इन दिनों हर्षल पटेल को कोई भी मार सकता है.
8 ओवर में 100 रन दिया अभी अब तक उसने सीजन में. I'm hoping
8 ओवर में 100 रन दिया.
डेथ में मतलब
कम नहीं दिया. कम नहीं है भाई.
कम नहीं है. कौन वही तो बोल रहा हूँ. And this यार Nokia ends up scoring 22 against us. और क्या बोलूँ मैं. So इसीलिए I really hope, like the only good thing was he seems to be getting that dip that he lost last season. वो dip मिल रहा है उसे. I just hope he continues that. Bowling first तो due भी नहीं रहेगा. So I hope all of this work in his favor. He deserves a good game. Yeah, like I mentioned, I have a soft spot for him. यार बार slow ball मारो. Don't become too predictable, boss. मतलब 4 slower ball फेंके उसने.
8 and 5 overs. I think still RCB's power plays.
Definitely.
Chennai need to score at least 17-18 runs in this over to make it their power play.
I'm guessing Siraj would come in, but yeah, I agree with you. Even to be honest, had they been like 54-55 for one at the end of the power play,
55 भी count किया मैंने. 17 runs.
I would have taken it as an RCB fan. I would have taken it.
But I think that's the minimum they
correct.
Chennai have to reach to make it a power play.
Yeah. 55 for one would have been तेरा नाम है. मतलब बीच में. It's not anyone's game. Anything below, and I would say RCB will be happy.
And with Chennai's batting depth, I think they can afford to take that risk in this over.
Today's probably their मतलब least deep, so to say, batting lineup. मतलब Patirana, Tikshana, 10-11, but still good enough.
Still deeper than most other teams.
Yeah, agreed.
And not to forget Tushar Deshpande bhi hai. So
yeah. वो भी है. Kamal Lajawab, Rahul Singh, seeing yellow all over Chinnaswamy, a rare sight for sure. All over Chinnaswamy, I feel would be a stretch. मुझे तो ऐसा लगा नहीं. जितना देखा रेड है, येलो भी है. ऐसा नहीं येलो.
Oh, not Siraj.
Yeah, that's peg.
Oh. Good option now. Rahane can actually just go for it. Rahane can actually become a Saha right now. कि इस ओवर में मारो आउट भी हुए तो चलेगा. हाँ. क्या फर्क पड़ेगा?
That's interesting.
He anyway doesn't have that 6 game. तो अभी मार के खत्म करो.
Yeah, just keep lofting it over the inner circle and get your boundaries. But what do you make of this Siraj not being given a third over? Like I'm not sure if I like that. I mean, I get that they probably, they trust him at the death more than say Panel or Harshal and they want to save it. But यार फिर भी मतलब or an over, are they going for the 2-1-1 split where one in the middle and one?
Yeah, but death में तो चाहिए ना क्योंकि और कौन है? तो चारों बॉलर तो देख लीजिए.
Panel भी Yorker.
Oh, this will be a 4. कोई नहीं है उधर. Boundary.
चलो अच्छा शॉट तो था ये. भाई साहब राणे वानी
विक्रमादित्य राणे scored a century.
याद है भाई उसने मतलब he also made the record of scoring 6 fours in an over ना to Srinath in the same innings. याद है भाई आरसीबी वाले कभी भी अपने हार नहीं भूलते, जीत तो छोड़ो,
जीत भले भूल
हाँ,
जाए।
नहीं यार, जीत भी नहीं भूलते लेकिन
कुछ
हार
नहीं
भूलते,
भूलते।
यार, कुछ नहीं भूलते। वैसे भी ज्यादा याद रखने की चीजें
इसीलिए
होती
एवरीवन
हैं।
लव्स आरसीबी फैन यार, तुम लोग कितने लॉयल हो, सब याद रखते हो, इतनी अच्छी मेमोरी है, इतने लॉयल हो,
Yeah,
there's so much to love about RCB fans.
I mean, the running jokes, a joke.
Oh,
अरे यार, चलो,
Whippage,
yeah.
but nothing.
I mean, the running joke is that girls should look for RCB fans, ना?
Because they're so loyal.
Yeah, बोलते तो है, पता
इसलिए
नहीं।
तो लड़कियां अवनीश के पीछे भागती रहती हैं।
True.
So at least एक six तो चाहिए, 3 balls 2 sixes
एक
और 3
विकेट भी
fours
चाहिए अपने को।
और एक 6 एक 4 एक 2 कुछ ऐसा कुछ।
यार, विकेट दिला दे बस, एक विकेट दिला दे। कैच,
Oh,
अबे यार कोहली भाई,
now this is well and truly RCB's power play.
अभी 2 बॉल 2 छक्के गए तो 55 हो सकता है। रुको रुको, हुआ नहीं है। एवरीथिंग इज इन द realm of reality, कुछ भी हो
Let's
सकता है
see,
आरसीबी
हाँ।
के साथ, तो
I know. तुम लोग ज्यादा जानते होगे मेरे से।
वही एग्जैक्टली, हमने बहुत कुछ देखा है यार। I'm actually surprised RCB's never lost the game by conceding a 6 of the last ball, so that's very interesting. I hope that also never happens.
Let's see. कभी तो हो ही जाएगा यार ऐसा नहीं।
छक्का
एक तो
बोला
आ गया। एक तो आ गया, एक आ
गंदा,
गया।
लेकिन ये तो यार इतना गंदा बॉल कैसे,
This
मतलब
is like कि भाई ले लो यार, तुम
वही,
तुम भी थोड़ा
मतलब
खुश हो जाओ।
डाउन द लेग फुल फ्लिक कर दे बस।
Yeah, I mean this as our ritual is, Akshay and I will just take a breather.
Yep.
And after this ball, after the power play, and we'll have Akash and Anirudh to join you here, and we'll have Nikhil
And
and Gurkirat also at some point of time joining the panel.
So you'll have a fully packed panel that, if I'm not wrong,
Two
is overwhelming.
CSK fans.
3, Nix, Anirudh, Akash.
No, he's not
Anirudh,
today.
no, Anirudh already told he's supporting CSK for today.
Fake fan.
Yeah, for the night.
Oh, अरे यार ये भी सीन ज्यादा तो सही रहता है।
और ही है बस।
2 है। वो 4 ही है भाई।
आप मतलब कहाँ हो, हम RCB fans से
ठीक है, I'll give it to them. It's a power play in my opinion.
Yeah, not here,
Last
not
2
there.
balls have hurt. RCB for sure.
I'm still shocked that they did not bowl Siraj. Anyways, with the end of the power play 53 for 1, we'll be subbing ourselves out.
Yeah.
Impact player का time है, तो signal आ गया है। चलो।
Signal.
Yes.
So May said it's a power play, but I think it was a Parnell power play,
Oh.
a below Parnell
Below
power
Parnell
play
power
for
play.
Wayne Parnell. But so, guys, I'm just coming back from the Chinnaswamy, outside the Chinnaswamy. Wow, that was just crazy. The atmosphere is crazy. I mean, I was like, man, I don't want to go back to office. I just want to get a black ticket and watch the match.
Black ticket.
It was so crazy. The atmosphere was so good. And please stay tuned. We have like crazy content coming up, and it'll be up on our app, YouTube, Twitter, everywhere, Insta within the next 24 hours, hopefully. But yes, this is just
New drinking game, guys.
Yeah, and
drink
yeah.
every time Anirudh says crazy. You would have already been drunk by now. Said
And,
it 4 times.
is in case someone who saw us outside Chinnaswamy, in case you guys are watching it,
Why would
please stay tuned for the this thing. We're gonna announce the prizes for the prediction contest, by the way. How many runs will Kohli score? And we got some mad engagement on Twitter too for that post, so we are excited to see how much Kohli will score, because we've got about 700-800 predictions which have come in. So
Yeah, and if you
big day ahead,
Yeah.
big 3 hours ahead.
And if you guys want to win the voucher next time, we'll put out just keep an eye. We'll put out a post similar where you have to just down the leg, where you'll have to predict what the the question is. You'll have to just predict the number, and if you do it right, you'll win a 1,000 rupee
1,000 rupee
voucher.
voucher. And
So-
those we asked people in person as well to give their prediction, so it'll be interesting to see if one of them get it right. But surely someone will get it right. 600 predictions, come on. at least one.
Oh, Yeah.
Speaking of which, Glenn Maxwell
Mhm.
is bowling, and he started off really well. Just two balls, 2 runs or 4 balls.
Mhm.
So Maxi
We have
having a sound start.
We have a comment from Tanmay Agarwal. He goes on to ask, "Oh,
Smash for six!
that's the 6."
Straight down the ground, and
Yeah,
what
let's
a clean and neat hit from
whistle.
Devon Conway.
Yeah, I read that BCCI asked Rahane to start practicing with Red Duke ball during IPL because selectors want to pick him as backup. Thoughts, if true? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know if he continues playing like this. Given BCCI's track record, I'm sure Rahane will be the first
Mhm.
name on the team sheet in the WTC final because they love mixing formats. And if you perform well in the IPL, then you're guaranteed a berth in the Test side. Look no further than Surya Kumar Yadav.
Mm.
So,
But Rahane has had enough. I mean, like he's had decent success. At the
exactly, you
domestic
could
level
have
as well.
decent success, but the only way you will break into the Test team is if you perform in T20s and IPL.
Oh yeah, of
So,
course. That's what he's doing.
That's the mantra for
Yeah.
success in India, by the way. Just have
Oh.
a very good or average first class record, perform well in the IPL, and you'll get into the Test team.
Mm.
Simple as that. Yeah, so
Yeah, but again, like if he has to, it makes sense, right? If Shreyas Iyer is not there, they
mhm.
can actually take him as a reserve. I mean, his experience might come to play. He might help somebody. It's all like they can do, but I'm sure they won't do it at the end.
I don't know. I don't know how you can select Rahane. I mean, if he really wanted to be in the Test team, he should have been playing county like Pujara instead of playing IPL. I mean,
But
come on.
it's not like he got picked, right?
No, exactly. He could not have enrolled his name in the auction, and he could have easily struck a deal with any county side because I'm sure every county side would be like delighted to take Rahane. So, see, if Rahane really wanted to be in the Test side, he would have played county cricket. That is my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
He could say that, I wish I could play one more Test, the Wankhede and all that. But if he's sincere about playing Test cricket again, he should have signed up a county deal and proven himself there, like Pujara did last year, like he's doing right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you can't do one thing and then say a completely different thing and hope for something completely different thing.
Mhm.
So yes.
Moving on from Rahane, I think the next comment is from Pranav Anand. He goes on to say, I would still want KL opening and Gill/Kohli at 4 and /5. So
maybe we can cut the WTC chat for now because we get back to the match. So 63 for 1 Chennai, 7.1 overs done.
It's really a dream for the people who are behind Kohli right now. It's a dream.
Yeah, and by the way, it's just fallen short.
Yeah,
but so we did a fun, a rapid fire question sesh kind of a thing outside church, Chinnaswamy and everywhere, and we asked people Dhoni or Kohli to choose between one. So you guys will see the result of the same in a couple of days. Hopefully,
is it close though? That's the question.
It's not close. It's a demolition, but we won't give away the answer. So wait and watch. Speaking of which, we have the first impact sub of the match. It's not come from CSK. It's not come from RCB. It's come from CDC.
So it's an online impact sub.
It's time to bring the man in yellow.
Yes.
Nix is here.
I think, Nikhil will be very satisfied and looking at this t-shirt. He'll want one of this. And if you guys want one of these, please stay tuned. We will be releasing these merch soon.
Yeah, and if you really like this t-shirt and you want one of these t-shirts, which by the way has a cricket.com logo at the back as well, just DM us, get in touch with us. We could probably arrange something in case you really want it. So that's there. Oof. And I mean, look, after that six
we'll get
Rahane hit of Parnell, it's time to hit another 6
and get
Gurkirath in.
Yes. Both of them here.
Oh, it's been a long time since we had this
4 people on screen.
Foursome on screen. Nix, are you on mute? Can you check if your audio?
Yes, it's working fine, I think.
Yeah.
He's deliberately on mute.
Guys, is Harry Duplessis injured himself? Has he done something? He's smiling.
No, I don't think
he's either smiling or is in agony. Like,
I mean, it can be only one of the two. It can't be a third. So
I'm not sure if Duplessis is in agony, but I can clearly see Akshay behind the camera. He's in agony right now. Duplessis in
no.
agony.
Oh,
So,
like that. Yeah.
but we'll get back to the match. So, guys, quickly, what do you think of the start? We start with Nikhil, 58 for 1 after 8 overs. After losing the toss, do you think CSK are like 10-15 short of where they ideally should be, or is it okay?
Yeah, I think they are fine because I don't think the wicket was as good to begin with. It is now starting to get better, and which is you see that with the way that they play their shots as well. And they both tried their best. Conway's been funky. You don't see usually Conway going for a scoop so early in the innings. So there's definite intent. And you again, you have to respect the best players after the power play. I think that's a norm. So they are giving that respect as well and getting going. But this is the phase. You see, last 34 balls they've gone for 44 runs. So now is the time to just kick on and just look to get 10 runs every over if you can, because this is the place to attack.
And do you agree
Yeah.
with Nikhil, or do you think that CSK are probably at least 5 to 10 runs short? Of
See,
where they have to be?
if I can come in, uh, Chennai were 23 for 1 after 4 overs, and in the next 4 overs they have doubled that score. They have scored 46 runs, and I agree with Nikhil. The ball was stopping a little bit in the first 3-4 overs. You just felt that it wasn't stopping as much to say that you couldn't time it, but it was just stopping just a little, just to make batters check their shot at the last moment. It was just that kind of a surface to begin with. I think Chennai are going okay because on this ground you can rarely make up in the last 5 overs. Conway batting through the innings again is key because of his prowess against both spin and pace. How Rahane goes now would be interesting because spin is a negative matchup for him. I think so far he's done quite well. Even if he gets out right now, I think he's more or less done his job because there's plenty of batting to come. Uh, I also feel someone like Dubey will have a important shot.
Smash
That's
for six.
oh
Smash for 6. And
So
they
I think someone like
they've only got 7.
yeah. Sorry, Gurpreet.
Yeah,
Yeah, go on.
go on, sorry.
yeah, so the three left-handers, Dubey, Moin Ali, and Jadeja, are going to be important today because of Hasaranga turning the ball again into them, and then the small boundaries. So uh, I won't be surprised even if from 69 for 1 after 8 overs, if Chennai reach somewhere between 190 to 200. They definitely have the batting depth. The ground isn't the biggest, and let's be honest, death bowling hasn't been something that has been great for Bangalore, barring maybe Siraj doing well. So that there is enough opportunity to score runs, and I now expect even Conway to just go into that third, fourth gear and just take his opportunities.
Yeah, I think last game that's where I think Chennai were lacking with Dhoni had come out and said that in the middle overs they could not rotate strike, and that eventually cost them the game.
Yeah.
Something Conway is trying to do today. He's trying to take the attack to the opposition. Last game he was trying to play the second fiddle, but today they know that they have to get in total of say 180 plus. That's 180 is like below par. Maybe 190, 200 is something that they should target given their bowling unit.
But you never know. I think even in the Delhi match, the last match played here,
But that's
it
a day
was
game.
yeah, it was a day game, but it was holding a
Mhm.
bit even in the first inning, like with dismissal or Duplessis. Maybe it played a hand in even DK and all these guys just skewing long hops. I don't know, but just saying. But we'll have to see if CSK actually have the attack to exploit conditions.
Mhm.
So Kamal, I think, is talking about the WTC discussion we were
Yeah.
having, saying that he'd much rather have Rahane rather than KL.
King legend.
So King legend. But like you said, Kamal, I think for the time being, we'll put the WTC
Yeah.
chatter on hold because we used to do this a lot few months ago where every series they're talking about Water Gavaskar Trophy, Water
Yeah,
Gavaskar
yeah.
Trophy. So we don't want to get into
Let's
WTC
concentrate
chatter
on
right now.
yeah.
We'll concentrate on the lovely match
Yeah.
we have going
Let's
on.
let's
right now.
control the controllable.
Control the controllables. But
Yeah, this is a Gurkirat, if you're wondering, this is just a plug-in for the merch. We had to
Yeah,
do
yeah.
it. Yeah.
I'm waiting for my original quote to be on those t-shirts.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
there
Avnish is wearing it already,
Avnish
is it?
Avnish is wearing it.
Yeah, but you will see. I think he's not on the watch along today because he'll be going.
Oh, that's 4.
Back to the stadium,
4. Rahane is
and it's an expensive
Voted
over. I
one.
think what 6 plus 4 plus
14. 14.
14 of
Yeah,
Harsh's first.
I have a prediction to make. If Harshal doesn't have a good game, he could very well, and if Harshal doesn't have a good game and RCB lose, he could very well not play the next game.
Okay. So in that case, who do you think will start? Is it Akashdeep or Karan Sharma?
I think Karan Sharma might just become a regular, with one of Akashdeep or Rajan Kumar being the impact subs. Uh, because they've already. I think Vyashak is going to get a few games because Harshal is just at this point of time struggling a lot. He was going for runs even in the last game, and I also think the pitches in Bangalore RCB play six of their home games in April itself. Pitches are not going to get slower in April itself. Maybe if they were playing a few games at home in May, you could have played him. I think for a few games Harshal might get dropped, but when the pitches start to slow down and RCB are on the road, Harshal might play all probably when Bangalore play on bigger grounds, but I don't see him playing all games in Chinnaswamy at this moment because he's struggling and he's going for a lot of runs.
Interesting. We'll have to see how that
Pans out
But
from one bowling combination to the another. So we have a question from Pranav Anand. I think I'll start with Nikhil. Will you bowl Jadeja in the power play along with Tikman? Is that too big a gamble or?
I think it's worth it. Definitely worth it. I don't think there's much to lose there. What I'm very interested to see is if they get in Akash Singh as the sub, and then see if Akash Singh can do a Mukesh Chaudhary and take 2 in the first over with left arm seam, because both of them have had issues. It's the line that he has to control. So, and of course, I would not be surprised if they don't go to Spain, but I think Theekshana will definitely bowl at least the second or if not the first. Jadeja, I think it's a worth option, especially if there is dew and they already spotted it. It's better to use him up earlier than to tell him to bowl the wet ball later in the innings.
Because in this encounter last year, I think Moeen Ali bowled in the power play.
Because he's got
Yeah.
both of them out. Yeah, Faf and Virat has got both of them out very cheaply. So
that was on a Mumbai track. It was
No,
DY Patil, if I'm not wrong. I'm not
yeah,
sure.
that is still a good scoring
Yeah.
venue. So
No, but it
be
did
applauded.
turn a lot that particular counter. So
We have to wait and
that
see.
is there. So, but I think now after losing Ruturaj early, CSK will be really delighted with where they are right now, especially having got that 14 run over. It's just
Yeah, sure. Abbas Kunde is not picked him in the team or avoided him, and that's why he's saying Rane bhai out ho jao. Yeah, or is he RCB fan? Yeah, one of the three. I'm sure Nikhil has picked him. He's smiling, beaming. Oh, Trash. It is.
So
Hindu trash ranga.
Conway getting I don't know what move Conway is in. He's like trying to hit a six of every first ball,
yeah.
and it's clicking, it's coming off.
This is like terrible bowling, dude. I mean, like if
Yeah,
you're bowling,
I mean, don't bowl to Dubey like this. He'll create a new record. He hit a 150 meter six. Oh, it's another long hop,
oh, he's missed it.
but he's missed out, and I think he'll be bitterly disappointed because imagine if it gone for 170, 12 runs of 2 balls, CSK could be looking at 100.
And Hasranga would be looking at an early flight back to Sri Lanka.
So like, RCB fans like, come on, give us Khan Sharma. Like, we need Karan Sharma, not
Hasranga. Yeah, who is this?
yeah, but I think he has to just keep it tight. Rahane can bowl or mistime or like LBW kind of. And he's going to bowl. Yeah.
No, but I mean, I think it's a good wicket for CSK. To be honest, as in
Yeah.
the left-handers right now,
And
Rahane did it so perfectly.
Yeah, and Rahane has done his job. I mean, there's nothing that you can ask more of it.
Rahane
Well done.
Well done.
Sorry?
Abbas. Abbas commented.
Rahane's had a very Saha-like dismissal. Just timed it to perfection.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something that Kohli and Faf can never do.
Never time.
No,
Time the
Never
dismissal.
time the dismissal properly.
But to be fair to them, with this Bangalore batting lineup, they anyway can't do that. Patidar's a huge miss.
Yeah. So let's see who comes in, Dubey or Moeen.
I think it's Dubai.
I think Dubey will come in.
Yeah.
And I think Dubey, he scored a 60 or 70, I think.
He scored a
last
80,
year?
87 or something. He scored against. Yeah.
Against CSK.
Against RCB.
Sorry, against RCB.
Yeah, against RCB.
Sorry, yeah.
Uthappa and Dubey just smashed the bowling. I mean, they smashed Hasranga only. So
Maxwell also.
Hasranga came for Dhoni.
Even Maxwell.
okay.
I would love to see Dubey because I don't think
That is
RCB
his
really
goal.
have express space to
Trouble
trouble
Dubey.
Dubey, and even if they use one over of Siraj up, it's great for CSK. It's like if Dubey gets out, he gets out. If he doesn't, then one
Free-
over of
free
Siraj is already used up.
Mm.
So
And
it's,
it is Dubey.
it is. Oh yes, we need to see those long levers in action.
Muscle man Dubey.
Yep.
Yeah, but I think it is interesting to see that he actually bowled a bit more fuller. I mean, one doesn't actually bowl that much full, so that one was actually full, and Rahane probably just jogged himself there.
Yeah, and I think Dubey is always the kind of player who will never go from ball one, right? He'll at least take 4 or 5 balls to just nudge around before out of nowhere he'll just hit a massive 6.
I think he
That
just
is googly.
Yeah, Kugli. I don't think he pegged it actually.
With it, I don't think Faf will do that, and I think if he does it, it's
win for Chennai.
because Dubey. I mean, I think it's better he can try bowling.
Vyashak might come in. Vyashak
Yeah.
might come in, and he may be asked to go short at Dubey.
Or
But the
even
flip,
knuckleballs should do, I guess.
No, knuckleballs.
yeah, this ground is small for knuckleballs,
That is
and especially to a guy like Dubey who has the muscle power. I'm not sure if it's worth the risk. But the downside of bringing Vyashak is that Conway is also batting well, so Conway can take him on and still get a 15-run over.
No, even if you get Vishak, I think his bowling speed is.
That is something that
It's a boundary.
RCB batters do not want to see because
through the legs.
ball just almost kept really, really low. It almost chopped. I mean, Conway almost chopped it off. And
Didn't
if you're-
rise enough.
If you're Jadeja and if you're who's the other spinner in
Krishna.
Tikshana, you're
Or
like
Moeen Ali.
licking your lips looking at this. Yeah.
No, I mean, just to finish off the Dubey matchup,
Oh,
I think
he's got 95 not out.
see, I think if Vaishak even bowls right, his highest pace is 138 or 140, and even 140, I don't think will trouble Dubey. We saw that late 140s or late 150. Early 150s is what troubles him. So maybe it's
I think
more like damage control at this
late
point.
140 and early 150 is stretch because even Shami and Alzari in that match was bowling like around 141, 142. But I don't think RCB have anyone who can bowl in 140s either. So yes.
It is Maxwell. Okay, they've gone with a.
Oh no, I think it's time for Dubey to cut loose. And
Yeah, but I think this is just smartly getting an over in because they know Dubey, like the execution may not happen if he goes for it right away. So it's a win-win situation for RCB even if he gets a wicket or like goes for 10 or 10, 20 also. Not 20, but 10. It's fine.
Or he's getting
This
out.
is 6. This is a 6.
Okay, it's a 6.
This ball is going to be
It's a bold call. Let's see.
No,
Oh,
Oh.
I think Conway may risk it, but not Dubey, not now. Just too early for him to go for it.
Because last time RCB were kind of wooed into bowling the part-timers to Dubey and they paid the price for it. Hopefully they don't make the same mistake twice. But so far so good from Maxwell. He's just conceded 10 runs of 8 balls.
Yeah. Oh,
But again, I mean, look, if the off spinners are going to be tough to put away, then CSK will be delighted, right? They have Moeen Ali.
Is it just me, but Conway is limping, or is it just look like it?
yeah, it looked like.
Oh, he's gone for it next ball.
That's coming here.
Oh, Avnish, catch it.
Like that, Sir.
Oh,
A
That's
ball
one of the
late,
best.
Anirudh. A ball late.
one ball late.
Let's predict how long it went.
Oh my god, I
What,
think it's like
100,
101.
102.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, single,
So
nice.
Perfect.
they have retrieved the ball before we could
Perfect.
even predict.
Perfect. Yeah. Come on. Show us the distance. That's
Oh.
101. Well done.
hell. Oh my god. It's surely over 100 meters, right?
Yeah.
It
It's
was
gone.
101.
Cheeky shot. Is that a
Oh.
No. Good start.
Yeah, man.
I'm just thinking, could they have kept Shahbaz as a impact
Did they bowl?
7, played Karan Sharma in the 11? Because I don't think there are enough right-handers for Shahbaz to bowl anyway.
Mm-hmm. But
And
I'm thinking
and
that
one
they.
of the right-handers to which Shahbaz would have bowled, considering Shahbaz rarely bowls in the power play, would have been Rutu. And Rutu once set, then it doesn't make a difference if he's facing a spin coming into him or spin going away from him. So probably in hindsight, maybe they could have played Karan Sharma instead of Shahbaz today.
But again, Shabazz adds the batting, which is something that they look at.
Yeah, but I mean, is he
I
really?
mean, you're saying in terms of impact player, he could have come on later. Yeah, that makes sense.
Speaking of Shabazz, we have a comment about which is related. PK Shabazz and Bangalore is a very weak batting order. Need one player of Kohli
To
to
bat
bat
to-
till 13th over, says Sharda. And yeah, I mean it's you can look at it, but I also hope that they use Hasaranga better with the bat because they've been wasting Hasaranga like I don't know for like 2 seasons now.
I think no team has found out Hasranga is perfect. Even Sri Lanka don't use
Yeah,
this.
but they use him better than
Yeah.
RCB.
Oh, that's 4.
Oh, brilliant,
Brilliant shot from
brilliant.
Conway. He's found the way here.
Yeah, and
I think what happens with Hasaranga's batting for Sri Lanka is because a lot of Sri Lankan batters tend to sometimes bat with a lot of high intent and they don't really have a lot of high averages. I don't think any one of them is consistently averaging over 30. It so happens that Hasaranga finds himself on the crease with 3 or 4 overs remaining and then he is still able to contribute with the bat somehow.
Okay.
so
Is that
Lal,
official?
yeah, I'm not sure. But
Oh,
yeah, oh,
that's another boundary. That's a brilliant
So Conway,
4.
don't say it. Conway century loading.
Wow. No. Yeah, he said it. If he gets out, I'm sure I know who to blame.
But yeah, I mean,
But yeah,
Trust an Aussie fan to jinx a kiwi. Always trust an Aussie fan to jinx a kiwi.
things are Kiwi.
yeah,
I don't know, but
he is like the bird.
and by the way, when we were outside Chinnaswamy, we not only saw cricket.com merchandise, we also saw Vimal merchandise.
Okay.
So
Oh,
that's a first.
that's would have hit it for another boundary. Is it too greedy or? I mean, that was there to be hit.
yeah, that was that to be hit. But I think at least he got the length and the pace right. Conway had to basically just drag it right. He had no pace to work with. That worked.
Now it'll be interesting to see how.
No confirmation, but
So-
there are elections on that day. So
Okay.
Interesting. So
Apparently, yeah, there are
yeah,
elections.
it's just work for our manager to make the calendar none of our business. So, not really bother. But yeah, I mean, I think Dubey will look to go next over whoever bowls, regardless of whether it's Hasaranga or Maxwell.
That's the thing, right? They're now forced in the situation where they have to bowl their best
yeah,
bowlers.
let Conway take on the Pacers. Let
Yeah.
Dubey take on the.
That's
spinners.
what. So they have to bowl either Siraj or Hasranga. So either way, it is a matchup that is. I mean, if Hasranga bowls, Dubey will be like, I'll take the over. I'll try to hit it. And if it's Siraj, then I think Conway will take the. Yeah, it's intelligent batting from what they did last game. So it's interesting to see what they'll do now. Oh, that's a good comeback.
Beauty.
Brilliant delivery.
So 10 runs of the over. 10 runs to 10 runs of the over. I think They will be more-
Gurkirat is like very sad that CSK are playing well. He's not reacting well.
No.
Where is
What
the-
I was just about to say that I think they may not go to Siraj so early. Next over could be for Harshal, because if Siraj is played out in the next over, then for the next for the next 7 overs, there's only 1 over of Siraj remaining. So they might just give the ball to Harshal.
Oh, that's
16 runs of the over. For the first time in the innings, CSK's run rate has gone
about 10.
10.
Yeah.
And what a comeback this has been from Conway, Rahane.
90 runs. 90 runs have come in the last 8 overs.
Yeah, 100 of the last, how many? We're 23 for 1 after 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
100
sorry,
of the
100 runs in the last 8. 100 runs in the last 8. Yeah.
100 of the last
But
eight.
does it also say it's a good batting surface? So you
Yeah,
have to
probably.
you have to post at least 10 run above par.
But like I said, if that ball Hasaranga bowled which kept low, right? If that would interest the bowlers, that will keep the CSK spinners interested. And we saw
But here,
that the Wankhede
here's,
yeah.
here's the thing. Even if, say, Chennai post a par total of, say, around 200, the point is, I don't think Bangalore have enough quality batting, even if they have, batting till 8-9, as opposed to what Chennai have. Chennai have a lot of players who can come and play impactful cameos.
Oh,
and,
that's a dipping.
Gurkirat is spot on. It's
Yeah.
Harshal who has been introduced. But
Yeah.
it dips and it evades the bat of
So-
Shivam Dubey.
As we see the highlight of the last 6, what do you guys think about Conway's approach this time? Because he's come out aggressively, and I think the first over he kind of struggled, but after that he's decided to take on the attack. Even though he's not meeting the ball with the bat, he doesn't care. He's just going for the shot. So is there a change in approach, or is it just?
Oh! God! Oh my God!
Catch it, it's there.
Oh, yeah.
So it was us.
Proper long levers, this. Proper long levers.
My God.
Yeah.
Shivam Dubey, my God.
I think Dubey will not allow us to talk about Conway. He's like
This
right
is
up.
the guy again.
No, I think Conway wanted to play the same way even in the previous match, but I think the surface was different.
Oh,
111. By the way, please display the.
Is this the biggest 6 so far of the tournament?
Yeah, one
I
of
think,
the biggest.
Yeah, it should be 111. I don't think anybody's crossed.
I think. Oh no, he's
Oh, no,
taking
no.
on the arm of Maxwell, but
Oh,
no problem.
the one which landed in Kavan Park. That one, right?
My Faf.
Yeah, Faf.
Yeah. But 111 meters is mad.
Yeah. Sorry, guys, we have to come back to the Conway chat. Please have your opinions.
Or we could just react to the Dubey masterclass.
No, just in like short this thing.
Yeah, I think Conway wanted to play the same way in the previous match as well, but the deck wasn't allowing him to get those runs going. This is a far better deck for him to take those risks, and they've come up because the deck is so good to bat. So I think this is probably this is just a classic CSK template of the overseas batter taking time and then going after pace at every possible matchup. What actually he's done better today is he's taken on spin as early as possible. And because he's a very good player of spin, it helps the batters at the other end that they can get a few balls in as well. And this is where Rahane didn't have to take the risk because Conway was able to take it very easily.
Gurkirat, you echo the thoughts?
Yeah, pretty much. I don't think in that game versus Rajasthan his intent was an issue. He kept trying, and again the plan is pretty clear. I think from Chennai's point of view that if Rutu is dismissed, then Conway has to try and bat till the 10th over. If Conway is dismissed, then Rutu has to bat till the 10th over, because these two batters are the two most complete batters that they have, being able against both spin and pace. Rutu does struggle against the movement, but after the first 3 overs, if the movement has not got him, then it's actually very difficult to get him out unless he's going to throw his wicket away, or you have to bowl a pitch or build up pressure. So and both these batters, whether it's Conway or Rutu, the template with them and their skill is so good that if they have seen off the first 3 overs, then acceleration for them is not an issue. They can find ways to accelerate. So yeah, Also, Chepauk is one track which is also a little tougher for overseas. For
Not given it. Will they go for a review? No, they are
no, I
not.
don't think they're going for it. Yeah, so as I was saying, Chepauk is also one track which can sometimes be a little difficult for overseas batters to adjust with. And I think Conway is probably playing at Chepauk for the first time. I think what will happen in the next few games in Chepauk is that Conway will realize that the deck slows up. So it is even more important for him to take those risks a little more early on, probably in the power play itself. And we definitely see him do that because I've seen him to be a quick learner and really understand his game well. So uh, the last game I'd just say was a blip for him in terms of not executing. I don't think his planning or intent was a problem.
Right. I think we have given producers enough content for clipping it. So we'll move on to the reaction part. The Sixers, the action that 30 people have tuned in. Or sorry, as I say, 28 people. 28 people have tuned in. It's the Sixers. It's not the technical expertise. It's the
This is a good
Sixers.
question.
Oh, they have brought in.
Yeah. Do you want to take the question?
I think it's Siraj back into the attack.
And
And
that's
okay, that is
okay.
interesting. They have
Could
a
have-
very wide
Hmm.
mid on.
Do they have
I mean,
another fielder in the league? No, they don't.
Do they have a long on as well in place?
That's what I wanted to check. They don't.
Because bowling to Dubey without a long on or long off doesn't seem right.
Even even if a miscue will travel on
Yeah.
this kind of surface.
Yeah.
coming to the Samish's question, Samish's comment, I think it's just Harshal. You can even
Wide. That's wide.
No,
even
It's
if
wide.
there is a person who's shorter than the stumps batting, I think Mitchell will aim to bowl a low full toss and not a length delivery that hits the top of off. I think it's just Harshal.
Hmm.
He feels that low full toss which dips his
See,
go-to ball.
there's only one pacer at this point in this attack who can bowl short or back off length to Dubey and trouble him. It's Siraj. Uh, Harshal,
Oh! That's a 4.
I mean,
Even he's bowling a slower ball.
guys, just imagine how big a disaster for RCB this would be if Siraj ends up bowling 3 overs and getting smashed. But by the way, has Siraj pulled something? Because
no, I just think he's disappointed because the fielder at mid off, the fielder dived before. I don't know what happened with that fielder over there.
I think he slipped from.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I don't think he stood a chance at all. Even if he had not slipped, it was far too strongly hit.
Far too far.
Yeah, and Dubey again has done his job. He's done his job.
Oh. That's
Oh,
a
it's
4.
under the boundary, is it?
No.
It's not. It's a couple anyway, but Dubey has already got 6 runs of Siraj is over, and now these next 3 balls are a free hit for him. If he gets another 6, 12 runs of Siraj.
This whole carnage right now that is happening, it takes me back to the point that we were discussing, I think, during the Bangalore KKR game, where I said that if Topley's ruled out, then the player that they should sign should be a pacer who can hit the deck or is an express pacer. Because I don't see a huge difference between a Willie or a Parnell, to be very honest, in terms of skill sets. If you already have someone like David Willie, I didn't think that signing Parnell made a lot of sense, even though it was on the cards because
Brilliant.
there is Cricket's shot bowl. There is Cricket's associated with Bangalore and Cricket was associated with Pretoria Capitals as well. But they really needed a hit the deck bowler. Even though Hazelwood has arrived, we really don't know when he's going to play. So as long as he's not there, Bangalore will struggle whenever they encounter a batting lineup that does well against spin but struggles against hard lengths.
High pace, yeah. Or
So, what are we going to see here?
oh, 1.
Short.
Six,
Go
4.
for 6.
Oh, take that,
Why
Siraj.
not? Yeah, that is like Dubey just Dubeying Siraj.
Muzzle.
Oh my god, it's gone horribly wrong for Bangalore all of a sudden. They're
And-
145 for 2. Dubey is smashing Siraj, and Siraj has just 1 over left. And they're going to have to bowl spinners.
I think it is another slower ball. Yeah, it is another slow
It was
over.
an off cutter which was short.
Yeah,
slow.
really doesn't make any sense for Siraj to go slow at
Yeah.
Dubai.
If they had to get somebody like that, then they would have bowled anybody else. Siraj is there for bowling that hard length and at a high pace. It's not the slower deliveries that he's.
And then we see 12 runs of the over already, by the way.
Oh,
Oh,
finally.
and he's taking a single, perfect. So I think he gets to face spin surely next over. So 13 runs of the over, and Siraj has only 1 over left. And what CSK can aim at least 75 more runs from next 6 overs.
So wait, who are RCB's death bowlers right now? There is one from Siraj. There's
Prayers.
one from. And then?
Prayers. Their best RCB's best bowler at this point of time is Prayers.
1-1, and they have 4 more overs. They need to get 2 out of. There's Harshal. So
Yeah, I mean that's
from Harshal.
That's what he
from
said, right?
4.
That's what he said. Prayers.
So they need to get either 2 overs from Vishak, or they need to bowl at least 2 overs of spin. Something they have to do.
But they're caught in a very tough.
So they should pray to whichever god that they want to right now. Whosoever they think has higher chances of delivering their wish.
Yeah, we have a question for you, Gurkirat. Pranav goes on to ask, who's the bowler that they should have signed? Milne could have been an option, but he's also injury prone. Maybe Gerald Koedza.
Kodzi was one option I remember we had discussed. I don't remember which were the other options, but yeah, Milne actually was bowling quite well in that first T20. I watched him, and he had beaten both Babar and Rizwan for pace in that T20. So Milne is very injury prone, which is one of the reasons why I think even CSK let him go.
Oh, that's.
I'll throw in a name. I think one option they could have looked at is Spencer Johnson. I think he bowls close to 150 clicks, and he could have been a really good addition to their side, because again he can swing the ball up front, but again he's a very good death bowler, and he can also bowl these hard lengths at a very high pace. So Spencer Johnson could have been the option, but I'm not sure if Spencer Johnson was in the option list. So
I think Luke Wood also was there. He was also unsold, so maybe Luke Wood would have been a good option. He's somebody who can bowl at the death. He's somebody who can bowl.
Yeah, has a good Yorker. Luke Wood has a good Yorker.
So he has the pace. That's gone. No, that's one bonus.
I think this is a interesting phase because Conway has been off strike for a while. I think Dubey has predominantly played the last 13-14 balls.
I think what Rajasthan actually tried to do with Miller yesterday, wherein they were trying to bowl to one side of the ground. Sometimes when you don't have the tools to trouble the batters with pace or with because the ball's not swinging right now anyway, you need to come up with a plan wherein you can at least restrict the options to which you could options in which you could be targeted. So probably Vyashak bowling to one side.
Oh, that is it. Dubey, get out of there.
50 up.
Fucking cunt.
Oh, no. Anish, could we have you just for
Can't-
the t-shirt?
Can't believe they're bowling. They're attempting Yorkers versus Shivam. I don't think it's a fair call. It's very, very high in terms of, even if it's a low full toss, he has such long levers. He's there for 96 meters.
And we didn't even get the measurement of that 60 hit of Maxwell. I think that is like easily over 100. Oh man, it's in the arc and it's out of the park. And another.
It's also, see, again, the problem is the plan's also telegraphed that you are going to try and bowl towards the wide of Dubey with the field settings that you have right now.
Yeah, this is far better.
Take two, surely two here.
Oh,
No,
one
one,
is-
one.
He throws
But this is a far better length to bowl to Shubham, because here he's more likely to miss it than he is to hit. And even in the miss it of the full toss, he's likely to carry, which may not be the case here. So the margin of error is far more on this ground for the kind of bowling that you have.
102 runs have already come in boundaries.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I mean, Sinnaswamy in just short. Yeah. And we have been ignoring Bastap's comments for the longest time, but I guess because he is the producer, we have to take the comment. He goes on to take a day.
Oh, shot.
Yeah.
Oh my God, 160
In
up in the
not even
15th
15
over.
over. not even 15 overs. One
Yeah,
more
even
delivery.
15th over.
Yeah, yeah. So he goes on to say or ask Deepika Padukone used to be RCB's brand ambassador. She should be lobbying for Dubey song to be put on with the DJ. Not sure she's anywhere close to being in the RCB dugout right now.
Yeah,
And-
but you're seeing the better Dubey in action. So who cares? Who cares? Who cares about?
Yeah,
Deepika
I
Padukone?
think answering our question from early on,
Yeah.
Fab hit 115 meter six. Yes, that's the one which went to Cubbon Park.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think Dubey is gonna hit one to level road soon.
Oh, that's a four. That's a four.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
another
my
box.
God.
And
This
CSK
is
are just
absolute carnage. So just in the last 11 overs, CSK have scored 141 runs.
Oh no.
yeah.
Yeah, guys. So with that, we are gonna first bid goodbye to Gurkirat
Gurkirat.
and Nikhil, and then make two in-house substitutions,
Yes.
double sub. Me and Akash out. Somesh and Akshay. I want to see him in front of the screen right now. Please cry in front of the camera. I want to see him cry, man.
Look at this.
Beg for mercy.
Oh what?
Cheers.
Yeah, producer is trying to figure out.
जल्दी करो रे.
अरे सुबह पनवेल निकल.
Why does Dubey get a hard on every time he comes against RCB? क्यों मतलब क्या कैसे होता है लास्ट ईयर में आई रिमेंबर हेमन उत्तपा जस्ट मतलब कि मारो
यार एक
फुल मारो
क्या बोलेंगे ये मतलब हाउ कैन यू बी सो डम हाउ कैन यू बी सो क्लूलेस क्लियरली पता है कि व्हाट हिज वीकनेसेस आर व्हाई ऑन अर्थ डज सिराज कम एंड बोल स्लोअर बॉल्स टू बिगिन विद एंड व्हाई वाज एक तो अगर दुबे को आउट करने का ही ऑब्जेक्टिव था तो व्हाई ऑन अर्थ वाज सिराज नॉट बॉल्ड इन अर्लियर एंड हर्षल यार मतलब सॉफ्ट कॉर्नर है बोलता ये तो मतलब सर पे ही चढ़े जा रहा है यार क्या है ये
अब क्या हार्ड कॉर्नर है
पता नहीं मतलब क्या बोलूं इसको लाइक
So I mean,
फिर से वही
nine overs they scored what 112 runs middle period में losing just one wicket.
53 112 runs yeah,
Yeah.
true like absolute I'm just at loss for words right now. This is really dumb, very poor bowling, very like everyone is slipping, everyone's bowling full tosses. I really want to know how many full tosses have been bowled so far in the innings. I'm pretty sure the number is in double digits. मतलब क्या है यार like, क्या बोलो हसरंगा शॉर्ट बॉल पे शॉर्ट बॉल फेंके जा रहा है क्या मतलब हाँ भाई बढ़िया when you feel like why not once has the third man been deep like every time it's a short third man since then they've been hitting boundaries सबसे slice कर रहे हैं they're doing the uppercut even reverse sweep Devon Conway even tried a reverse sweep against Hasranga
तो थर्ड मैन भी अंदर है
तब
मिड ऑफ भी
से
अंदर ही है
पता नहीं बाहर कौन है
बाहर कौन
यार
है? That's a good question.
यार एक तो यार ये पेस पे हर्षल तुझे क्या लगता है like you really think you're troubling Dubey at 130 Chandrakant Reddy saying, "Yeah, we're all waiting to see what Akshay is going through." Yeah, man, you should have been here. You should have seen how Avnish and I are melting.
Oh.
Karna ye, at least attempt. There's a reason why I did not go to Harshal when it came to full tosses because the guys at least attempting Yorkers. वैसा hard lens फेंकने का तेरा है. तू वो छोड़ के full toss क्या फेंक रहा है भाई?
अरे उसका तो सेकंड ही गेम है यार वो उसकी गलती
यार
नहीं है
ये सेकंड गेम फर्स्ट गेम मत खेलो यार. कल इंटरव्यू जा रहा है बंदे का. थोड़ा सोचो नहीं होगा.
But did you expect a little bit better from RCB spinners?
एक तो 6 ही ओवर डालनी 6 भी नहीं 4 ही ओवर डाले ना if anything they have been the most economical right now और क्या expect करो हसरंगा yeah I expected more from him he was very short he was just lucky that he didn't go for runs but yeah he was very short Sanjay Pappaya Giri Singh after the start RCB had to the tournament against MI no one would have thought they would come below MI in the points table no यार nothing like that RCB fans को आदत है ये मतलब पहला मैच जीत के फिर हगना फिर bottom of the table फिर ऊपर आना
RCB fans are used to everything.
yeah. There's very little RCB fans aren't used to.
कर
ना ये कर
भाई क्या बॉल है
हाँ अभी गुस्सा एक तो मतलब
फाइनली
मतलब इसको क्या बोलूं यार अभी धोनी नहीं Rayudu is also batting up I saw Dhoni also batting up When you can do this, just keep attempting, na.
But I think it's an easy 220 from here.
It should be. Yeah.
क्या लग रहा है 220 है चेस कर सकते हो है बैटिंग है
यार उनके पास बॉलिंग नहीं है ये मैं कह सकता हूँ अपने पास बैटिंग है कि नहीं होता जब आएंगे पता चलेगा उनके पास बॉलिंग कुछ खास नहीं ये पता है मुझे लगता है पति राणा ऐसे एक तो मतलब यॉर्कर पहली ओवर में मार के खोली फाफ मैक्सवेल हैट्रिक बट एब्सोल्यूट मतलब दिस इज एन
एब्सोल्यूट pessimistic RCB fan
or we're all like you know that's the duality of
अच्छा अभी स्ट्रेटजिक टाइम आउट भी बचा है हां
4 ओवर बचा है हर्षल बॉलिंग 1 सिराज बॉलिंग 1 Parnell is bowling 2 yes I'm guessing that's the 4 there so बाकी के 8 ओवर वैशाख is bowled 3 हसरंगा bowled 2 wait okay I want to producer नहीं हम ही देखते हैं ना producers आपको क्यों परेशान करना है इसके लिए let's open our cricket.com app and see who's available if I'm not wrong Parnell has to available he's not
I think Siraj has one more
yeah Siraj is one and Harshal has one more so I'm guessing those 4 will only bowl but spinners है मतलब 5 ओवर की क्या I thought they done only 4 I would be
अरे सबके ओवर्स बाकी हैं भाई अभी
oh नहीं I'm wrong Parnell bowled 3 in the power play how did I forget yeah Parnell का भी एक है सिराज का एक है हर्षल का एक है I don't know if Vijay Vaishak will be given 3 ओवर में मतलब 48 रन दिया बंदे ने क्या लगता है like will they go to a spinner या वैशाख को ही देंगे ओवर
स्पिनर तो आई
दुबे अगर रहा तो भाई मतलब
but they can try Hasaranga to Dhoni if he comes in
काफी टाइम है but yeah maybe last over based on who's come in
वैसे by the way so far this season spinners have been more economical in the death overs than pacers
yeah
although that doesn't apply to Chennai क्योंकि ये ground ही अलग है
यार अपने
and by the way yeah of course MS just loves Chennai
who doesn't please
yeah,
who doesn't tell me I actually was thinking of this yesterday I really want to know the list of batters who've struggled against RCB I don't think that's
actually a good point
Anirudh if you're listening please a minimum maybe 10 games faced or 100 balls faced I want to know the list of worst batters कौन है भाई जो RCB के अगेंस्ट स्ट्रगल करता है
और कौन है जो मतलब जिसको चिन्ना पसंद ही नहीं है irrespective अगर वो RCB का कोई प्लेयर हो सकता है
RCB के भी प्लेयर्स होंगे because हम ही है जो बैटिंग अच्छा नहीं करते Naren 123 says being RCB fan is tough after Virat retires Fafage catching up who is right phase once these go how will they build the brand image during that transition you need performance from leaders भाई ना आगे का भी क्या ही
but Naren I mean yeah this is something that we have discussed in the past as well कि RCB के साथ ये issue तो है कि I think average age of RCB is nearly similar to and if not more than CSK's तो ये issue उनके साथ भी होने वाला है Faf Kohli, DK, Maxwell. So there are a lot of players who will, move on in a couple of years.
And speaking of which, one more reason why, again, this speculation, why I feel they've been trying Anuj Rawat at number 6 is they look at him as a replacement for DK. They want. I know it sounds. I know it makes very little sense, but yeah, this is my theory because DK. Given how he's played in the 2 games so far, I don't see him playing another season. For all you know, he might retire himself. So in that case, they will need someone to fill in that slot.
DK का actually वही मैं सोच रहा हूँ motivation ही चला गया हुआ है. Oh, I'll be back live. Yeah, I'll be back live.
Yeah. Finally, he started bowling full. भाई साहब, and full as in at least कम से कम पैर के पास full toss जा रहा है, not hips के पास. दुबे को आरा के अगेंस्ट अश्विन को आउट होता है और यहाँ अपने पेसर को फुल लेंथ हार्ड लेंथ बैक ऑफ लेंथ कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता इसको यार जब आरसीबी के लिए खेलता था तो क्या कर रहा था बता
उसे इतना लॉन्ग रोप नहीं मिला
क्या लॉन्ग रोप 2 फुल सीजन दिया उसको 2 फुल सीजन नंबर 4 नंबर 5 खेला दुबे को मिला हिटमायर को नहीं मिला दुबे को मिला दुबे गॉट अ लॉन्गर रोप देन हिटमायर मतलब
ठीक है थोड़ा और ट्रस्ट कर सकते थे
अबे क्या ट्रस्ट यार
ट्रस्ट करना चाहिए भाई अभी आई थिंक वी शुड एक्चुअली पुट अ ग्राफिक आउट आरसीबी रिलीज्ड 11 at this point of time RCB's released 11 is much better than DC's released 11 क्योंकि everyone used to talk about कितने players हैं जो दिल्ली में
कैच हो सकता है क्या
नहीं हो सकता भाई कुछ नहीं हो सकता कुछ भी नहीं अब कुछ नहीं हो सकता कुछ भूल जाओ अगले साल ट्राई नेक्स्ट ईयर
finally a decent over 7 run Pranav Anand saying Harshal aims for batters knees or thighs and expects it to dip but my question is why is he never able to adjust his radar and instead aim lower below shin instead when he isn't getting a dip but अभी पता कैसे चलेगा ये बॉल पे डिप मिलेगा कि नहीं even today there have been balls where he's gotten dip and where he hasn't so it's a very fine line between you know trying to account for that dip and not.
Yeah.
I agree with him that maybe he is trying to get that dip and वो dip जब नहीं मिलता तो पैर पे juicy full toss मिलता है तो batters मार रहे हैं. But yeah, maybe he has to then just account for the fact that dip नहीं मिलेगा and just keep going full at the base of the stumps, like the Conway wicket basically. But yeah,
I think actually I'm actually tempted to just add one more CSK fan in the panel right now. I just want to ask the producer, is it possible? Because given CSK is doing so well, maybe we can try.
आओ भाई आज तो RCB fans minority में तो क्या ही
हाँ,
करें. फिर भी
मेरे अंदर से वो emotions नहीं निकल रहे. Oh,
हाँ
shot
यार,
है,
length ball मतलब क्या है ये?
This is 6.
Like, how can you be so stupid? And this guy supposed like, I don't know, man. Lowest strike rate against RCB in IPL 10 plus innings. Partha Patel जो अपने लिए खेलता था. Lowest average Deepak Hooda 12.4 in level. क्या करे इसका मतलब दीपक हुड्डा
क्या करें कुछ नहीं कर सकते
यार ये लेंथ बॉल फेंक
यार. I just really want to just make a take the center stage and sit between one RCB and one CSK fan.
Yeah.
And if you can hear me, I think mic issue होगा.
No, I think wait 1 second.
नहीं we'll share. Okay,
Yeah.
that also works.
Yeah, it'll be heard.
Yeah, man. What do you think?
हक दिया बोल तो दिया बॉल कितना बोलूं मैं लेंथ बॉल दुबे को लेंथ बॉल फेंकते ही है
Oh,
Slower.
मतलब
So what do you think this is down to? Is this RCB's bowlers error like the RCB fan here thinks, or CSK have just batted well?
This is goodness. So is like, how can you not retain me? Take this.
उसके बाद
But last year
yeah.
Kulas निकाल तो दिया था.
But again, no, it's a yearly tradition. It's not
हर साल
Yeah.
I
But
just
my
remember.
question is, आरानी भी तो निकाला था लास्ट गेम आरा के अगेंस्ट 5 और 8 मार के गया ना.
They had able bowlers, no, so he
Okay.
couldn't.
Oh, 6.
Out है क्या ये?
6.
Yes! Oh भाई, वो nice catch यार. मतलब सिराज से expect नहीं किया था.
Oh,
मतलब मुझे लगा था कि सिराज से बड़ा वन डायमेंशनल प्लेयर कोई है नहीं.
यार
इससे bowling कराओ.
I understand what you're saying, but बंदा effort लगाता है हर बार. You'll never, yeah, he's never short of effort.
Effort के पूरे डब्बे.
हाँ, बस
yeah.
चलो यार.
I'm just manifesting Akash Singh to get Virat Kohli and say that. Why is he celebrating for nothing? He didn't do anything, dude.
15 of 27 is
No,
nothing, it seems.
he didn't do anything. He
But
didn't catch.
that's who he is.
Virat Kohli. He
Kohli.
didn't catch. He's
That's-
just like, why is he scolding people for no reason?
विराट कोहली को कितना 15 करोड़ मिलता है.
For that,
उसमें से 10 करोड़ सिर्फ सेलिब्रेट करने का.
See,
पंप अप करने का
see this.
मिलता है कि भाई हाँ.
See, जब
he's giving a send off to who?
He's not. Who said he's giving a send off? He's just. अरे यार, एक तो मेरे को समझ नहीं आता. He's not allowed to celebrate.
No, he's allowed to celebrate.
हाँ,
But
then-
He's pumped. He's pumped.
Yeah, like I don't understand what is the logic. He's not giving a send
but he
off.
just went Ben Stokes for no reason.
I think
अरे गुस्सा आ रहा था, निकाल दिया गुस्सा. शायद अपने bowlers का ही गुस्सा था.
only Virat Kohli is allowed to celebrate.
No, why?
उस दिन अवनीश बोला ना, सुरेश शर्मा लोगो दिखाया. क्यों दिखाया?
Yeah.
विराट दिखा सकता है. तू नहीं दिखा सकता. तू कौन है? सुरेश शर्मा. तेरा अचीवमेंट क्या
No,
है?
I don't
तूने
agree with
सिर्फ
that.
किसको आउट किया?
No, I don't agree with
All-
that.
शहबाज अहमद को आउट किया.
Come on, Moeen Ali, another ex-RCBN. Let's get all the.
या अभी तो अरे I picked Moeen Ali to score runs today. Moeen Ali की बैटिंग अभी आई है.
Yeah.
Narayan saying honestly, Dubey isn't a great player. Him smashing shows how screwed the tactics are.
That's
A
what-
bit of both. I mean, as much as I might not rate Dubey highly, he's not a bad player. I think.
Let's-
Spin के against
okay.
he- Yeah, spin नहीं मारता क्या?
No, let's. Yeah. You have any comments on this?
क्या
See, it's
Shivam
a
Dube
yearly
against RCB
tradition.
in IPL. 52 of 26.
Because we keep
95 of 46. 46 of 32.
Shivam Dubey is the new Sunil Narine. We are dumb enough to keep feeding him spin despite knowing what the obvious weaknesses are.
Siraj पेस भी मारा भाई.
Yeah.
क्या Harshal Patel, Vaishak and Wayne
Siraj.
Patel.
तो पेस है.
सिराज स्लोअर बॉल फेंका भाई वही तो कह रहा हूँ स्लोअर बॉल को मारा उसने
But यार ये तो
That's my
वैसा
point.
बंद हो गए. So actually Hardik in our team really made a very good point that Shivam Dube is a very utility player.
Yeah.
कि भाई उसको जब तुम बैटिंग करने भेजते हो तो ऑपोजिशन आर फोर्स्ड टू यूज वन ओवर ऑफ देयर
Best
बेस्ट
bowler.
पेसर.
Mm.
क्योंकि क्या करूं एंड बेसिकली एक ओवर निकल जाता है उसमें. और आज उन्होंने अपने बेस्ट बॉलर को ओवर दिया. भाई साहब ने
12th or 13th over.
भाई साहब ने स्लोअर
Oh, it's gone! Yes!
ये
Yes!
ये ऑफिस में आ रही है.
Let's go another 100 meter
ये
six.
तो बस यही
इनको
यही
क्या
है।
लगा वे स्लोअर बॉल फेंकने से and that too in the slot. In the slot.
यार मैं प्रेडिक्टर से बस पूछना चाह रहा हूँ कि मेरी आवाज
Come
आ
on!
रही है कि नहीं आ रही?
Sir, let's say
आ
Ben
रही
Stokes.
है।
Virat Kohli will say Ben Stokes. No,
Confirmation.
मेरे को बोलने का मन करे उसको नहीं होता कि आजा
बोल दे
बोल
यार। तू बोल दे।
You can, you can.
I know, but I'm just
See,
trying to.
no youth watches this.
But someone I know might not shouldn't.
Oh, yeah.
I should also account for that. Now who knows?
क्या घर वाले?
घर वाले नहीं. The last thing I need is यहाँ पे. But नहीं, like I don't understand. वहाँ पे कुछ magnet लगा है क्या slot वाले length में कि सारी
मैं
जो भी है.
actually सोच रहा था कि after the 7th or 8th over कि यार मैं अवनीश को बोल रहा था कि यार easy victory for RCB. उसके बाद से तो मतलब ऐसा लग रहा है मेरे को CSK वालों ने सुन लिया कि मैंने सब बोल कैसे दिया. जो कुटाई चालू हुई है उसके बाद तो
Oh, is
आ गया भाई.
yeah, just glimpse of him is enough.
But I think CSK still needs to score at least 40 runs.
Yeah, 220. Yeah, 220 is
I'm expecting that.
220 चाहिए अगर 50 रन से हराना है.
no 220. They need even to beat by
आ गया
10.
भाई 20 रन वाला ओवर आ गया अभी.
Oh, great call.
नसीब
Excellent
पांडु,
call.
सच्ची में जब नसीब हो पांडु तो just fill in the
क्या
blanks.
करेगा?
भाई बस मतलब यार क्या
Oh,
बोले मतलब
क्या करेगा गेंदू?
ज्ञान दो.
ज्ञान दो.
maybe not.
Definitely not. Not
Definitely not.
look at him walk out. He's like, yeah, I know this ground
But I
very
mean,
well.
मस्त है यार. दोनों टीम चार games, 2 win 2 losses. बढ़िया है मतलब.
But this is a very good game if you're a neutral. Just
Yeah.
runs.
इसलिए तो
Yeah,
मुझे
yeah.
बढ़िया मजा आ रहा है. एकदम मतलब फेल हो.
Oh, come on. Yes.
लेंथ यार इसको मतलब इसको
आग लगा दी है हमने राइडिंग में.
इनको लेंथ बॉल मारने से फुर्सत नहीं मिलती क्या क्या है ये लाइक
ये तो स्लॉट में दिया.
भाई हाँ सर अरे लेंथ क्या बोल रहा हूँ स्लॉट में स्लॉट बॉल हाँ स्लॉट मारने से फुर्सत नहीं मिल रही क्या
नहीं मिल रही
क्या
है.
दिनेश कार्तिक.
वो सोच रहा है भाई मेरे को स्लॉट बॉल भी मिल गया मैं आउट होके जाऊंगा
ऐसी बॉलिंग मेरे को दो. मैंने जो पूरी ऐसे वो कौन सी प्रैक्टिस होती है?
Net practice.
नहीं नेट प्रैक्टिस नहीं.
Oh, the zone.
सिचुएशन प्रैक्टिस कौन
Yeah,
सा
yeah,
बोलते हैं उसको
yeah.
यार. अभी मेरे को टर्म याद नहीं आ रहा.
सिमुलेशन
सिमुलेशन. हाँ मैंने सिमुलेशन में ही स्लॉट बॉल को तो हमेशा छक्का मारा है मैंने.
Let's see what. 4. Oh,
क्या
great feeling.
बैकवर्ड पॉइंट.
Still
उसी
2
को
runs.
करना पड़ रहा है क्या अभी
Still 2 runs.
फील्डिंग में मैं ही करूं, भागो भी मैं ही.
Yeah.
सैक हैसन
मुझे
कैंपेन
इतना मजा आता है. अभी वास्तव ऐसा करता है मुझे लगता है कि भरतनाट्यम.
He's Salah will take backseat. Marin 123 says, यार एक जो सैक हैसन कैंपेन अब तक मेरे को समझ नहीं आया जिस बंदे ने
एक काम करो भाई, दिल्ली वालों को ऐसा नहीं तो तुम पॉल्टिंग ले लो.
Oh, yeah.
आज
असलंगा के 2 ओवर का क्या हुआ पता नहीं
अच्छा.
यार. प्रणव वो सेव करके रख रहे हैं धोनी के लिए.
वो आई डोंट थिंक ही इज बॉलिंग 60 रन दे दिया भाई साहब ने इंटरव्यू लेने के बाद बताओ कैच
Oh,
gone.
Gone. Did he drop him? Oh, he's not.
आ गया एमएसडी
एमएस चलेंगे धोनी.
No, no, Jadeja.
भाई
वाह भाई एमएस भी अलग मजे लेता है लेकिन
भाई
अच्छा एमएस चिल्ला रहे मैं जडेजा.
No, Dhoni, no.
यार
जडेजा.
No, at the 14th over, they were chanting, it seems. Dhoni.
ओ
I don't know whose home ground it is, but yeah.
अभी धोनी खोल लिया and all the every ground like again thank god he didn't drop it but I'm feeling for Vaishak
भाई जब
इंटरव्यू के लिए 60 रन दे दिया यार बंदे ने
सोचो जब इंडिया का टेस्ट मैच देखने जाओ जब
हम्म.
4 पे तेंदुलकर होता है,
And he subbed
5 पे
out.
कोहली, 6 पे धोनी, विकेट गिरता है तुमको ऐसा लगता है कि तुम कौन से टीम को सपोर्ट कर रहे हो.
Yeah.
विकेट गिरा लोग चिल्ला रहे हैं सचिन फिर कोहली धोनी
धोनी.
अबे तुम
Yeah.
हो किसकी तरफ.
सही
विकेट गिर रहा है क्राउड खुश हो रहा है.
That day, I was at Chepauk, and third wicket, Moeen Ali just walked out. And they're like, Dhoni. Yeah, Ambati Radu was there. There's still players. And they're like, no, we don't care about Jadeja got out. They're celebrating. Like, why are you celebrating? Then I asked the fan. He's like, no, we only came to see Dhoni. And
सही उनको फर्क नहीं
तरह
पड़ता.
से ही खेल रहा है पता है सिंगल जडेजा पे थोड़ा हल्का इधर उधर
बेस्ट स्ट्राइकर ऑफ द इनिंग्स तो मोइन अली का रहेगा. एक ही तो प्रेडिक्शन किया था मैंने, वो तो सही होगा.
so it is confirmed.
पर
that-
199 तो बहुत दूर तक गलत हो गया है.
Yeah, no, maybe it could be true in the second innings. We'll have to.
पर वो प्रेडिक्शन तो फर्स्ट इनिंग्स का था.
And I think Akash Singh is going to replace Ambati Radu.
दोनों को भी टेंशन हो रही है. रन तो उनका डिपेंड भी करता है.
Patirana.
पतिराना आएगा मैं कह रहा हूँ कोहली फाफ मैक्सवेल तीनों
No, Jadeja is there, no?
जडेजा की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ेगी ना
Okay, let's
उतने ही
see.
पतिराना सेम ओवर
Last ball of his spell. He's gone for what? 70 runs already?
61.
60. Do you want to make it 65 or 67?
doesn't matter. Vijay Kumar getting real taste of IPL must have been high, getting out
Must have
hopeless DC batters says
Oh, it's 4.
Oh, 4.
Oh! What a.
कौन था भाई
Asranga.
भाई, क्या बात है?
Did they run? That's all I care.
Did he almost catch it?
Yeah,
he got
that's
it
why
almost.
that reaction.
He didn't stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't run. Oh,
They ran.
200,
So
yeah.
200 is up.
Sanjay Singh DC will happily give Saurav Ganguly just
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Saurav-
That swap will be interesting. Let's get Ganguly to Bangalore and send Hassan to Delhi.
But apparently, I heard कि Delhi might sort of look beyond Ricky Ponting after this season. And there were actually people saying, no, Ponting ने तो काफी अच्छा किया उसको क्यों
No,
छोड़
but
दो?
point is that they have to look beyond Ricky Ponting, James Hope, Shane Watson, Ajit Agarkar, Saurabh Ganguly और
Ravi
That's a long
Ravi
list.
Namre.
That's a
खत्म
long
ही नहीं हो
list.
रहा मतलब ये सब खेल ले तो ज्यादा कुछ फायदा हो जाएगा.
They could actually open with Watson and still be better.
हाँ,
off.
still be better
Yeah.
for sure.
Watson सच्ची में सोचा
Who
होगा
will win a
यार,
100-meter race? Watson or Prithvi Shaw?
Watson with a
Ponting तो पक्का.
car,
Ponting तो
no,
can
those cars and those
definitely.
biceps भाई मतलब Watson तो fit है भाई अभी भी.
So what? Harshal?
Yeah,
Harshal versus Jadeja. Oh,
I don't know who is it, Harshal or Siraj. कौन मारने आया?
Dhoni is
सर,
practicing
मैंने
against
पूरे नहीं
spinners.
कराया, ये तो गलत है यार. ये तो
कहाँ
गलत
से
है.
करा दिया?
Look at Char.
भाई भाई मैं
है गया.
Oh, Siraj.
Oh, it's gone.
Nonchalant.
Now-
Hit to 6.
Like jackass. Now you know this. जब दुबे को करना था कहाँ था?
Am I allowed to say again? Bowler Dakkan, batting Makkan.
Yeah, of course.
कहाँ आकाश ओका का या खुद?
नहीं खुद अरे
Eh?
क्या
This is
यार
in-house
इसका
Akash.
भी शेर में बन सकता है ना?
बना था क्या?
हाँ, क्यों नहीं? Why not?
Yeah. Oh,
Dhoni is like okay.
Dhoni is like, हाँ,
Tension
काम
तो
हो
मुझे-
जाएगा.
तुम्हें क्या करना है? ये 5 बॉलरों को खिलाना तो मुझे तुषार देशपांडे के 4 ओवर तो मुझे करवाना है.
Right, Jadeja, Siraj.
He's like fuff.
मैं रिटायर आउट हो जाऊँ अभी से.
स्पिन के अगेंस्ट मैं मारूं तू मारेगा. क्या करना है आज?
Oh, man. विराट
अरे बॉस स्पिनर है इनके पास. कौन मारेगा? लोमरोर को भेज दे ओपनिंग.
हर्षल जाएगा.
Pinch hitter, pinch opener. But I saw the numbers. I mean, Harshal is your best bowler, one of your best bowlers. 3 overs, 30 runs. Everyone is getting
Siraj.
No, I'm saying apart from Siraj. Siraj is very obvious. But apart from that, Harshal is your best bowler, not even Asranga. Oh, wide.
कहाँ
That's
भाई?
wide.
भाई आखिरी ओवर तो हर्षल पटेल कराएगा जडेजा को and we know
Review.
we all know how it ends.
We've seen this movie before. We don't
It's a
like how
classic.
it ends.
It's a classic. Thank God CSK don't have an express pace.
एक्सप्रेस पेस है ना भाई एक्सप्रेस पेस नहीं है तो अभी कोहली को थोड़ा टेंशन है कि किसको मारूंगा.
But you know, RCB having chased the 200 plus total in what? Wow,
Oh,
यही बात.
Is that a one?
No,
Stupidity, dude.
क्रिकेट 220 तो अभी भी बन रहा है.
No. This should have been a 6.
Ideally, yeah.
220 बने नहीं बने ये छक्का.
Yeah. This
फिर
is-
भले यॉर्कर पे यॉर्कर आए 6 रन बने अगली 10 बॉल.
कुछ ज्यादा ही होप्स नहीं है आपको यॉर्कर पे
Yorker.
पहले एक आना चाहिए फिर सोचना कि
But I think based on the power play, CSK fans should just take 220. 220 तो दूर तक नहीं
based
दिखेगा.
on nothing they should take 220 like nothing. टॉस के टाइम पे
But
वो
knowing
नहीं
their
चलेगा.
team, knowing their bowlers, they'll be like 220 is very less. Oh, it's wide Yorker and that's 4.
Oh no,
no.
है भाई.
Finally they've put the long leg
Oh.
back. Deep point finally.
I thought that was a 4. Looking at
Sanjay saying, okay, I'm guessing released RCB 11. Yeah, QDK, KLR, Mayank, Watson, DDP. Why DDP at number 5? Bhai, more
yeah, open with him, no?
Yeah, Hitmaya, Avesh, Chahal, Sundar. भाई और भी है, but yeah,
Yeah.
why not? गेल भी तो आ सकता है, technically release दिया है वो भी.
मैं यार ये गेल थोड़ा
वो
Bowling
भी
can
can
be
be
added,
added.
yeah.
यार खेला ही नहीं IPL में वो.
So we are
RCB
now
के.
creating 11 and then impact player as
Why
well.
not? Karan अभी वापस आ गया तो Karan को improve नहीं कर सकते. Ball
Wide.
shot.
And
Shot.
oh,
good ball.
Good over from Siraj.
इतना टाइम लगा इनको ये मतलब
चहल था क्या भाई की लिस्ट में?
नहीं था चहल
Yeah.
नहीं था ना चहल था शायद.
Chahal was there, I think.
If our producers put
Go back. Yeah, Chahal was there. Last over, Harshal versus Jadeja.
Jadeja's on
यही कॉन्टेस्ट तो देखने में आया.
Will he bowl the slower Yorker?
As long as he's attempting that, that's all I'm expecting.
No, that will go for 6.
कितने पड़ रहे हैं आखिरी ओवर में बताओ?
20. Minimum they have to score 20. Otherwise, this game is gone.
You know, I'd be interested to know what's the highest total chase that Chinnaswamy is. It 213 from LSE?
Any chase will be. It's very easy to chase and.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not doable, especially with you, but I really want to know what's the highest score chase that Chinnaswamy. Is it 213 or has there been? I don't remember Champions League में जो RCB ने वो chases.
I think we'll get a reply soon from Anirudh. Yeah, he's
Please.
just watching us. Okay,
ठीक,
final
कितना है?
over.
I think 15 runs at least.
I am predicting 20.
15
At least 20.
You're saying 20 plus.
No, 20 at least. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or 20 plus. God. Yeah.
क्या लग रहा है?
Nothing.
कुछ तो बोल यार.
36 से नीचे हम
36 से नीचे he will be happy.
Okay, first ball. Oh!
क्या
Run to.
चलो, 36.
Run to.
ये क्या तमिल में कुछ?
No,
रन
no,
टू का कुछ और मतलब होता है क्या तमिल में?
No.
वही बोल रहा है भाई तुमसे ना हो पाएगा हम संभालेंगे
Yeah.
तुझे.
Harsh.
Harshal to face Jadeja again. High strike rate against Harshal in the IPL.
Yeah.
Jadeja 57 runs at a strike rate of 228. Wow. That's
By the
something.
time we got it, he's already off strike.
Yeah.
So now it's Moeen
But
Ali.
I know we'll talk a lot about the carnage and how bad RCB's bowling been, but just a couple of words on Jadeja. Like his batting has actually been very
Yeah,
subpar, so to
yeah.
say, this season. Like
Mhm.
even in the last game, it was Dhoni hitting a 6 against
हाँ, but
Zampa.
I think he made a he.
Oh! That's no ball.
अब आएंगे 30.
That's no ball. Yes.
ये हमें आएंगे इस बॉल पे 6 जाना चाहिए तब आते हैं.
मतलब
No ball. He's bowled the mandatory.
ये इसको बोलते हैं गरीबी में आटा गीला. ऑलरेडी बहुत रन बन चुके हैं.
Yeah, we will.
क्या रिव्यू करना है
What?
अरे मैक्सवेल यार मजाक मत कर यार प्लीज बोल मत कर यार.
Maxwell,
तू फोकस कर तू किसको मारेगा.
Wait, isn't-
विराट कोहली ओपनिंग में जाता स्पिन में.
the rule is that the captain should do it, right?
No, is that? No, I don't think so.
I think so.
Or
Yeah,
maybe
many
it's
rules
the
are
staff
ये,
on the
yeah.
field that he was holding his.
So Maxwell is the vice captain.
होल्डिंग इज
Who else could be?
होल्ड कंप्लीट कर
Like-
लिया.
like-
गलत
like-
लगे छोड़ा है तुमने.
Holding
Fair,
his
fair,
holding his
fair.
t-shirt like this.
Yeah, it is Maxi. I'm guessing who's leading right now.
अरे क्यों टाइम वेस्ट कर रहे हो यार.
That's what Fleming is saying. You time is
उसके लिए भी मीम है ना वो अक्षय कुमार हॉस्पिटल में क्यों थक रहे हो.
फ्लेमिंग तो भी खुश हो रहा है. आज हम जीतेंगे तो मुझे प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में जाना पड़ेगा.
वो भाई वो अपनी दुनिया में वो अलग ही सोच रहा है.
वो जब हारते हैं तो वो जाता है बेचारा कि सबको डिफेंड करने. और दूसरे सिटी में जो हारते हैं वो किसी
No. Tell me, how can you ask a
I
review for this?
said, I
This is
already
this length.
told. I already told.
They
मतलब
should
क्या देखना
lose
था.
the
They should
reviews
lose both reviews
for
and the second innings also.
reviews
That's
50 रुपए का डो.
no, that's like on the head. If Parthiv Patel is batting, it is proper beamer.
मुझे पता है this reminds me of a test match between West Indies and England just after the COVID break. जब होल्डर ना डाउन द लेग एलबीडब्ल्यू को भी रिव्यू कर रहा था क्योंकि वेस्ट इंडीज तो प्लेइंग फॉर टाइम.
Yeah.
अरे भाई तो टाइम इसमें टाइम वेस्ट करते हैं कुछ तो करें.
Dhoni is just taking footage now. He's not doing anything.
लाइक हर मैच में बैटिंग करने के पैसे थोड़ी मिलते हैं मेरे को.
करना ये.
बॉलिंग में भाई तुम हर्षल पे गुस्सा नहीं हो सकते भाई. ही इज डन अ वेरी गुड
गुस्सा नहीं भाई मतलब बस यही चिल्ला के बोला कि करना है.
कर रहा है.
हाँ, अभी केजरीवाल को लाना पड़ेगा तो करना कर. एंड में क्या बोल रहा है तब से वेट करे नहीं कुछ तो बोलता है. वही जो भी है
जो भी है.
इंसर्ट मी
समझ लो.
इंसर्ट जब
Sad meme. भावना को समझो. Okay, very good bowling thus far. Just 3 runs in 2 balls.
But guys, do you actually think this
Four
is
is
going to
not-
be a tight game?
Yeah, I think Chinnaswamy is a belter.
But run call.
Oh, yes. Come on, Harshal. Right on point.
नहीं खत्म करना. तो ठीक है चलेगा लाइक
You can review this, right?
you can take
Yeah. I mean, you should review this. Look at it. It just went past the leg stump. How can
why
you?
not review anything. टाइम पास करने के लिए जो करना कर. देख धोनी तक जाम्पा को छक्का मारा है जडेजा से नहीं. जडेजा बोलता है कि धोनी साहब आप लो. But do you think Jadeja
That's
is
also
worth?
CSK's captaincy.
No,
Like
Jadeja.
Jadeja से नहीं हो पाया. He's like Dhoni up. Oh, that's another no ball.
नहीं ये नहीं है.
I
ये
don't
चल।
think this.
I think Chennai should go for the review.
Yeah, they will go for the
घर
review.
में थोड़ी खेल रहा है, घर में तो सारी फुल टॉस नो बॉल होती है.
I
No,
think
they
they
will
should.
go for a review, but I don't think it's a no ball. I don't know. And talking about Jadeja, you think he's worth 17 crores and now? Like,
Let's not
Let's
not bring money
okay.
into the picture.
Yeah.
मुंबई का टॉप ऑर्डर 50 करोड़ है, मतलब
हाँ,
वो
वो तो है.
50 लाख के ऊपर नहीं है वो अभी.
Personally, they're spending on umpires, then they're spending on their top order as well. So
लेकिन
both are not fired this season.
umpire वाला investment. RCB needs Harshal's optimism right now. Says Chandrakant Reddy. भाई सबका optimism चाहिए.
Let's see. I think it's a no ball.
I don't think so. It's
Yeah.
dipping.
Even if it's dipping, it's above the stump. It's like this height.
I
चलो
don't.
देखते हैं.
Yeah, yeah.
देखते हैं.
If two no balls, he can't bowl, right? Or it's only dangerous.
Dangerous,
Yeah.
dangerous.
None of them are dangerous. Slow bowler है.
This
नहीं
is-
है यार.
नहीं भाई वो है no ball देगा ये.
नहीं देगा नहीं.
नहीं रे देगा देगा. देखो देखो देगा. नहीं it is. भाई.
Yes! देखो!
Oh my god. अगर आप इस पे
Finally.
दो नो बॉल आ गए यार ओवर में. ओवर कंप्लीट कौन करेगा? हसारंगा. Not a bad try.
नहीं नहीं क्या over complete ये तो खेल.
Oh, there is dew.
There's a lot of dew. He is slipping. The ball slipping.
भाई धोनी ने तो टॉस
He is also slipping.
धोनी ने टॉस पे बोल दिया था कि भाई
Yeah.
ड्यू बहुत है. अगर हार
Don't
भी
tell
जाए
me he has to change. Oh, he's asking for to change the ball.
No. He's like एक ही over है, डाल दो भाई, please.
Dude,
Time waste
he's
मत
actually
करो.
he's telling Harshal can't bowl. What the hell?
Oh,
That's not dangerous.
that's
Man.
it's dangerous.
एक तो 130 पे slower ball फेंका इसको dangerous ball बोलते हैं क्या?
That's
Dude, this is unfair. No, this is
so you're
ridiculous.
saying if Joe Root bowls at 100 and then bowls at this thing is not
Yeah, it
dangerous.
isn't. That's how they look at it. That's
Okay.
how they deem it. It is very subjective. एक तो it is away from the body. So
But is it not good for RCB?
मैक्सवेल खुद करा रहा है.
Yeah, is it not good for RCB?
मैक्सवेल इज लाइक चल ठीक है मैं ही करा लेता हूं.
क्या चार छक्के ही खाने ना.
चार छक्के मैं खा लूंगा. क्या बोल
No, it's good for RCB. No, they don't.
शिवम दो सोच रहा है यार मैं जल्दी आउट हो गया और मैं मेरे को खेलने मिलता तो क्या.
But यार ये गलत है यार.
So will RCB get an Akashdeep now as an impact player just to bowl this out? They're capable of doing it.
सिराज बोल रहा है भाई मेरे साथ भी हुआ है टेंशन मत ले तो अकेला नहीं है मैं भी हूँ तेरे साथ.
सिराज
Oh, ये like भैया
सेटिंग के सेकंड इनिंग्स में मैं हूं कि नहीं कि मुझे इंपैक्ट सब कर दोगे.
ये like भगवान भरोसे ए, जा बे तू जा.
सिराज बोल रहा है भैया मार लोगे ना जा. सिराज बॉलर्स वर्जन
बोले भाई मैं ओपनिंग करूं क्या?
says प्रणव आनंद क्या रिटायरिंग आउट भाई खुद की मर्जी से तो वो गया.
Suspended.
But I think he.
सस्पेंडेड
Ooh.
बॉलर.
Oh, I think.
गोल मार नहीं देंगे क्या?
Yeah. No, I think he said विराट भैया आप bowling नहीं कर रहे हैं. He's like मैं करूँगा तो जाएगा 115.
हाँ मैक्सवेल आते ही
भाई
धोनी साहब रेडी
सच
हो
में
गए.
यार भाई जडेजा स्टंप आउट हो जाएगा कि धोनी 3 बॉल खेलेगा मैक्सवेल. इमेजिन.
Oh, he's taken the
Helmet.
helmet off. Let's go.
जडेजा
Jadeja.
आउट बॉल.
Oh, to the park! That's gone. Another 100 meter. Is this
What
hitting
a
100
shot.
meters or nothing?
ये तो बियॉन्ड आरसीबी है भाई.
No,
Sorry
no,
to
no.
say.
Still 10 runs.
वो
Still
तुम
10 runs.
सीएसके फैन हो ना
Yeah,
इसलिए
yeah.
तुम्हें डर लग रहा है बट कहां बैटिंग कहां है भाई कौन मारेगा
There.
कौन
Enough.
देर who enough
Kohli will score.
कोहली भाई यार
Today
भाई
we
हसरंगा
asked the
को
question as well.
नजर नडल करेगा हसरंगा नहीं सॉरी तीक्सना को
Arjun Nadal.
ओपनर्स इन फॉर्म.
और प्रोड्यूसर इज इन द भरतनाट्यम मोड अगेन
Yeah.
आरसीबी ओपनर्स इन फॉर्म बट हां आरसीबी ओपनर्स इन फॉर्म वर्सेस स्पिन दिखाओ जरा फिर पता चलेगा
Yeah.
असलियत.
But it's still great, right? 148 and 158. Oh, most runs in a.
Oh,
First
Virat
four
Kohli
games.
in 2016 oh
Oh, better average and strike rate. Wow,
So that's
who would have
true, yeah.
expected?
350.
vintage Virat.
Vintage Virat.
But
That's good.
I feel
Oh, brilliant! Carrying on Harshal's legacy.
लाइक कि 4 ओवर में 24 कम पड़ेंगे 25 खाऊंगा मैं.
No, he's like, अगर Harshal होता, what will he do? He'll bowl a wide. I'll bowl a wide.
अभी नो बॉल भी आया 6 बॉल.
catch
Gone,
भाई.
gone.
पकड़ेगा तो gone. I don't think
No,
he'll
it's
catch
gone.
it.
धोनी
Suresh.
दो छक्के.
दो छक्के पक्का.
No, he's changed. Oh, it's
Change
no
हो गया,
addition
no
was
rule,
fine,
no rule,
हाँ,
right? Yeah.
दीपक सर बोला अभी देख दो छक्के मार
दो
देंगे
छक्के.
मार देंगे जडेजा मास्टर क्लास.
फुल धोनी ने पहले तैयारी कर ली थी कि भाई
Jadeja literally in 8 balls assist 1-6, and he's like, that's all I can do. I can't do more than this.
सही है भाई.
It's been my time.
This is when we don't want the TV to be on.
Now this is where
We want to hear what is happening.
this
there.
is This is like the matchup gone wrong. कि भाई out हो गया, अब out कर रहे थे धोनी.
But एक चीज बताओ, 2 छक्के अभी पड़ेंगे कि नहीं? So 236.
एक तो 100% पड़ेगा.
वार्डन
एक तो पड़ेगा.
अगर गलती से सिंगल जैसा हो गया
तो मोइन अली मारेगा. अगर एक पड़ेगा तो मोइन अली मारेगा, but एक छक्का तो पड़ेगा.
My question is, अगर on the off chance कुछ मिसटाइम हो गया, like ball fielder के पास like on the
They'll
ground,
run two.
टू नहीं होगा. सोच ले in a circle कुछ तो
Okay.
single ही हो सकता है. You think धोनी will take a single या बोलेगा नहीं?
No,
नहीं
he'll take
लेगा.
a single.
लेगा.
At this point, Dhoni will take a single.
बाद में गाली नहीं खानी.
Look at that middle overs,
मतलब
12 runs.
एक्चुअली अभी इस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम पे तो जो आरसीबी के फैन है वो भी सोच रहा है कि एक छक्का मार दे. इतना आए हैं हम ग्राउंड में यार.
बाहर खाना ही कम से कम एमएसडी को तो देख रहे हैं.
एक छक्का तो देख के जाए.
But ये क्या करेगा देखना है तो.
ओह ले लिया छक्का.
Reluctantly, मतलब मोइन was halfway down the track, धोनी was like अरे यार
मना
लेना है
भी
क्या? हाँ,
क्या करूं, मना भी नहीं कर सकता.
खुद जो मार रहा है इतना. That was a good ball. चलो भाई, मतलब चलो भाई, कम से कम this is Dhoni's lowest strike rate this season.
Wow.
Achievement unlocked.
Yes.
And this is Jadeja's highest strike rate this season.
अरे
Oh.
यार साला पूरा प्रेडिक्शन गलत कर दिया. 2 बॉल में 2 सिंगल. हट, सब गलत हो गया.
सबके अपने अलग अलग ही
मुझे देखना तो मोइन अली का हाईएस्ट स्ट्राइक रेट है कि नहीं. आई थिंक ही स्टिल हैज द हाईएस्ट स्ट्राइक रेट.
नहीं यार, हाँ हो सकता है.
200
Oh, they're checking for something. Are they checking for a no ball?
Actually just relieved.
He actually bowled well, so that means is what 8 runs and his 4 balls.
साला हाईएस्ट स्ट्राइक रेट का प्रेडिक्शन भी गलत हो गया यार. अम्बाती राइडू में 233 का स्ट्राइक रेट है. ये राइडू ने 6 बॉल में 14 रन मारे हैं.
Wow.
सब गलत हो गया यार.
Sad shit.
Okay,
Anyways, yeah,
time for a
the-
little bit of a breather from my random bakchodi. We'll
and
take
the disappointed RCB fan will also
Yeah,
take a,
we'll just
take a
take-
break.
we'll just let Anirudh take over,
Yeah.
who's a neutral Punjab fan right now.
Oh, Maxwell once again proving he's a much better dead bowler than Harshal Patel. Nothing new.
He,
And, wow,
I think
what
what a right point to introduce Nikhil back into the show. Yes, smiling. He knows the script is written well.
the script is disappointed because at least Dhoni should have hit 1-6, and I think he should have walked ahead of Jadeja. Man, Jadeja played a terrible innings, even though he hit that 6. I think he played a terrible.
Yeah.
Knock.
6, see, look at the other 10 of 8, right? So if you remove 6, it's 4 of 7. I mean, 4 of 6. That's
Yeah,
like,
I mean, it's like Jadeja this season has looked like, he's not looked like the
He's looked like
Jadeja
that-
of 2020 or 2021 at all, right? He's looked like
normal
the
Jadeja.
Jadeja of previous year, basically,
Yeah.
the 2022. With the bat, I mean, he's bowled much better than he has in the past few seasons, but
No, ever. I
yeah.
think he's bowled well this year.
So Knicks, at
Yep.
least 50 more than what we were expecting.
No, but I think this is what we were expecting, right? I mean, 69 for 1. I told you they have to go at 10 till 15. They did that very well, and then they finished well. Again, we can always be like, okay, you could get 10, 20 more for the bowling that you have, but 226. I mean, if you don't defend this, then good luck. I mean, you can't because I think there is no like Conway batted at the best possible pace. Dubey batted at the best possible pace. And with the last few overs, it's very, very tricky to get a new man in and get them to score right from ball one. It's very rare that you get that perfect finish from anyone. So in that sense, you would feel that again, very nitpicky, 10 runs short, but this should be enough.
Yeah, and it's good that CSK have scored as much as possible to give their bowling attack a cushion, if that even exists. And now is a true test for Faf and Kohli, really. That
But
they can't afford to slow down.
Faf is not fielding.
Oh yeah, Faf.
And
We have to
he's-
see if he'll come out to bat, and we'll have to see if
He can open the
who
innings.
will open in case
Faf is not there.
fit.
Yeah.
So looking at this graphic here, RCB openers in form, most runs. Kohli is third on the list, 214, and Duplessis is fifth on the list, 197. So,
But look at the strike rates,
I mean, the
that's
strike rates are
improved,
looking very good so far. But again, you have to factor in that Kohli has most of these runs have been scored inside the power play, or
And
he's
in
caught up at the
Sinnasamy.
end like he did in Mumbai.
Mm.
The test will be for him against Jadeja, and
Yeah.
Nishana will bowl up front, but Moeen Ali and Jadeja in the middle overs.
Mm.
So that is that. And yeah, Kohli is this is as well as Kohli has batted
In the last
since
few years.
2016 easily.
Yeah.
So we can see this again. This is the second best start to a season ever in the IPL. 350s in the first 4 innings. But again, none of this will matter today. We can be sure, because chasing 224, is it? It's a whole different beast altogether.
Mm.
So yeah, I mean, like, we'll see how the RCB openers approach this.
Mhm.
So coming back to the first innings, so which bowler stood out for you? We'll start with Akash.
I think it has to be Siraj, right? Siraj extracted the movement early on, and then even at the death, okay, maybe there are some balls that travel the distance, but he actually bowled really well, and his spell kind of showed what are the lengths that Chennai bowlers can target, and if they could get early on some movement, right, in the first 2 overs, if they could get any sort of movement, I think it could trouble RCB. So they'll want to get 1 wicket in the first 2 overs, because this has looked like a belter of a wicket.
Yeah. Nikhil, do you agree? Siraj, the pick of the bowlers.
Yeah, my answer is the same, no difference.
So
Yeah, but who will be the impact sub for both teams? Because that's a big decision. I think Chennai have showed their hands. They play their hands, saying that it's going to be Akash Singh.
so Patirana is playing, right?
Yeah,
He's in the starting.
yeah, he's in the 11.
So that will be very, again, that I think is a good thing for CSK, because there is an air of mystery to their bowling attack now, that you don't know what you're going to get from Patirana, right? If it was any other bowler, you would have been, RCB could have targeted him, but they'll probably still target Patirana, but you just never know what could happen, right? What he has up his sleeve. But yeah, I think RCB, after chasing, this is I think 20 too much for them. I feel that they would have been happy with a 190-ish or 200-ish score, but 125 is too much.
But remember, they could get somebody like Suyash Prabhu this side.
Yeah.
Because batting primarily struggles against spin, right? So they could get
Yeah.
somebody like him, and they could take the attack to Chennai spinners. So
Yeah, we'll have to see though. I mean, Suresh has been in pretty terrible form in domestic cricket. I think his match numbers have been pretty poor since he last played for Bangalore.
So that
we'll
six
have
was
to-
101 meters. So it's been confirmed that it was just 101.
And RCB, oh yeah, you said Suresh is the
Yeah.
impact sub. And is Anuj Rawat playing today? He's not, right?
I am not. Yeah, he's not there.
Will we see another Anuj masterclass with a bat coming in as an impact sub?
This has been a weird season, so won't be surprised if that happens. But like again, it's very interesting to see, because they've bagged Anuj 2 games in a row. So it would be very weird to not do it for the third game, especially at home in better batting conditions. So that is what it should like from the outset. And yeah, very keen to see how Akash and Mahesh Patirana start. I think Patirana is very, very key, because I think they've resisted the temptation to play Dwayne, because they still want that wicket taking ability more than the defensive option that Dwayne gives you. So I mean, that is pretty evident that okay, we want a wicket taker. And yeah, I think it is actually very interesting that, because we haven't heard anything about Hangarekar and why he is not part of the side. So again, so it could be the day he comes on, but I just feel Akash Singh, probably left arm pace versus Bangalore, has done well in the past for Chennai. Let's see.
Hangarekar might not be a bad choice at all, because if he could nail the low full tossers and Yorkers, right, and that could boost.
But
their
his pace
dead
is something
bowling
that
big time.
Kohli might like, right?
No, I won't bowl him upfront, honestly. I mean, he's only for some safety assurance at the death. So that is there. But yeah, I mean, big day for RCB. They can't afford to lose another home match, can they? It's just, I mean, they can, but still, you don't want to be 1-2 at home after 3 matches. That is. This is the third home match, if I'm not wrong. They played Mumbai.
They
played Lucknow.
They played Mumbai,
Oh.
Lucknow, and they won against Delhi. So it is.
It's
They
a
are
fourth
2 out
match.
of 3.
They're
2 out of 3. Yeah,
You don't want to be 2-2 at home after 4 matches.
2-2.
But,
Yeah, like an Arsenal fan, true Arsenal fan, 2-2.
But coming back to the inferior sport. So-
No, but then if is Faf eligible to bat?
Yeah. I mean, I
He's
think,
had enough time off the field, right?
I mean, I'm surely with the impact sub rule now being in place, that whole, if you're injured, you should spend this much time out of the field. That should go out of the window, right? If you can
Yeah,
bring
it
an
is
impact
fast.
player immediately and allow him to bat, why wouldn't you not let a guy who spent off the field bat? I don't think. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think they're both correlated though. I mean, if you get an injury, you should still serve the time off. Though not that I don't want Faf to open, but I don't think the impact player makes a difference in that case. But yeah, if you get an impact player to open, that also works. I mean, that is not something that they can't try.
But it looks like Faf is fit to open, so we'll have to wait and see if it's good or bad news for RCB, because again, he has tended to start slowly this season, and I think this is one match where they cannot afford to start slow. So as we see another graphic in front of us, not the right impact, and RCB's impacts have options in IPL 2023. Yeah.
Yeah, how could you
15
read
of 22,
yeah,
1
and
of 5, and 3 overs, 1 for 48. Could be, was it? Who's that?
Stoinis, right?
3 overs. Kanchal, that's Kanchal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Stoinis hit him, so I think the 3 overs was that innings.
Anuj Rawat having a shocker last match. But yeah, it is Kohli and Faf, and they are going to be opening the batting.
But as much as you say Anuj Rawat had a shocker with the bat, he did actually impact with the field first run out, right?
Yeah,
it was
who
a very
knows
good
what could have
pick and
happened
throw.
if Shaw was still there, but
Shaw was fit.
But yes, so the good news, I think we can get the graphic off the screen now. Yeah, the good news for RCB again is that Duplessis and Kohli are opening, so there is no new opening pair. But Chandrika asks us, as a fast bowler myself, I want to see a Perth-like pitch in India too. Why don't they make one? Why should batsmen have all the fun? What are the fastest wickets in India? I think Eden at its peak, as in when it's a green wicket, Eden is a pretty tricky track.
Thiruvananthapuram.
Oh yeah, we remember
Thiruvananthapuram is the
Lali?
Yeah, of course, Lali. Yeah.
How can we not take the name of Lali and when you want to pace our deck?
The soil is such that it's very difficult to have real pace on the wicket. Right? You could probably have some bounce, a lot of movement, but I don't think you can produce as much pace as you do in Perth and all, right? So it's there. I mean, just like how Australia can't produce a rank turner
unless you prepare a pitch in one of the deserts. Probably you can't have a condition like Perth. So
but I do remember that Dharamshala match between India and Sri Lanka, that ODI, I think it was Shreyas debut, and Suranga Lakmal was he just
or even the Pune T20I, or you can take the 2005 start versus Pakistan. The Junaid Khan match.
And the India and Pakistan played at Eden, right? That World Cup match, or was it Asia Cup match?
I think it was Asia Cup.
World Cup 183. Yeah.
Kohli scored a 40 odd.
Oh, you're saying
what was that? That was Eden. Right?
Eden.
That was Eden.
Yeah, that was Eden.
So I think if you look at the record in Thiruvananthapuram in Ranji matches, I think it's heavily favored for the Pacers. I think that is one of the main reasons why many Kerala batsmen, including Sanju, have a pretty poor first-class record because
and a decent record against pace because they know how to sort of play that. Yeah. Be interesting to see who's the impact player.
Nikhil, it's time to put you on the spot. Who is winning? And ideally by what margin? And by the way, just before you say Nikhil, we had a prediction contest before the match, and we got around 700 people predicting Kohli's score. So we will find out who is the winner
out of the 700,
who gets the 1,000 rupee voucher, and with that we will ask Nikhil to give his prediction and who wins and ideally by what margin.
Don't give answers like my mind says, my heart says, and that's the wrong answer.
Chennai by 32 runs. Cheers.
That we can consider the thrashing.
32 is a huge
but
margin.
But you need at least one RCB batter to score 80 or 90 for them to get to 190.
Yeah.
Right? So
Virat.
that is there. And
I think it might be a closer contest than we expect. Last over finish probably. I don't want it, but
so who are CSK's teamers today?
If it's a last over finish, I don't think they'll win unless they have a crazy last over.
Tushar is also
yeah. That's 3 paces. 3 pacers, 3 spinners. They do have enough bowling options.
So just to wrap up the chat on the first innings, from an RCB perspective, what next for Harshal? Do you think he's gonna get dropped next match at the
No, I
Chinnaswamy?
don't think so. No, I don't think so. He's too big a player and too vital a player to be dropped. They've also used him as the batting promotion at number 5 in last few games. So I think there is far more that he offers to the side than just being dropped. Maybe you could say that he's someday if he's woefully out of form, you might want to use him as impact sub. But he got the dip to the ball to Conway. That was a good sign that he's probably on the way back. So I think we'll probably get 2 more games, and then they can kill. Then they can call. I think their bowling is already weak. If they take out Harshal also, they have no option on paper, at least even on paper, for the end overs.
Yeah.
I think his dip was very good in the last over as well.
Yeah.
Except he was dipping it from here. Yeah, that is the only difference. He was dipping it from the
head to shoulder.
head and shoulder.
Yeah, we have the impact sub
And
Akash
it's
Singh,
Singh.
who has shaved his head.
Long back.
In for Ambati Raido. So let's see what he can.
Come on. Wicket.
Oh my
God!
Brilliant.
Close. That was close. And positive signs as the ball is moving in. And with that,
moving in.
it's
We are moving out.
we are moving out for the time being. We'll be back after the power play, but it's time for Somesh and the crying RCB fan Akshay to take over.
And we're back. Akash Singh is the impact sub.
चलो भाई, at least I'm happy to see Kohli just taking the aggressive
वो
role.
तो ऑप्शन नहीं है.
हाँ, अरे पहले तो 200 प्लस भी वो आराम से टक टक करके
अभी वो सोच रहे हैं, लेकिन तू कर भी कर सकता
वो भी है. But I'm very surprised. I don't know if you noticed. There's no slip. The ball is moving a fair bit, but they've not gone with the slip. Do you think it have like Akash Singh probably does not have an outswing?
Maybe that's the reason, but I think
slip लेकिन पहले like when the ball's doing so much, wow, and especially given Kohli's tendencies to poke outside the off stump, wow.
Let's see next over में क्या होता है. Next over में slip है कि नहीं. अभी
कौन next over लेकिन कौन करेगा? तुषार.
पति रहना नहीं.
हो सकता है यार, आप डरा क्यों रहे हो? आज तो तुषार देशपांडे का भी दिन होगा.
सबका दिन है.
वो
एक फ्लाई स्लिप है वैसे.
हाँ.
नॉट इवन फ्लाई स्लिप. पता नहीं उसको कुछ फील्डर को क्या बोले यार.
फ्लाई
स्लिप ही है वो.
मतलब लेकिन फ्लाई स्लिप ऐसा 30 यार्ड सर्कल के एंड में तो नहीं खड़ा रहता ना. आई वुड इमेजिन थोड़ा अंदर.
हो गया शॉर्ट थर्ड मैन.
I would say short third man, that's very sort of square. That's it. Very fine, sorry. अभी फिलहाल तो रिएक्शन देने के मूड में बिल्कुल नहीं है. Unless there's like 6 sixes in an over or something, I don't know how to get myself to react by every boundary.
But if you think about it, how can RCB chase this down? What should be the plan?
Just go after every bowler.
Oh boy!
अबे यार क्या नसीब है बहन. मतलब अभी मुझे क्या नसीब है. Like it hit his pad on the. I was expecting. I wanted to say, but नसीब यार. मतलब सच्ची में क्या बोलूं अभी. क्या बोलूं. It's why I mean.
Bus kill.
Every 200 plus chase always starts off with the first over wicket for RCB. देख मतलब how?
यार ये तो मतलब क्या ही.
How do you even like? Can anyone but Kohli get out like that?
Tendulkar?
I haven't seen Tendulkar get out like that. I don't know. I haven't seen him. क्या बोले अभी मतलब वहाँ डेविन कॉर्ने का इनसाइड एज सीधा जाके बाउंड्री पे लगता है.
Well, Akash will remember this for the rest of his life कि भाई.
मैं बोला मैं सारे न्यूकमर्स ही लेते हैं इसका. मैं पति राणा बोला था, मैं भूल गया आकाश सिंह आ सकता है इम्पैक्ट सब करके इसी.
अभी आएगा तेरा फेवरेट लोमरोर.
हाँ भाई मेरा तो है. मैं क्या बोलूं अभी. वो स्पिनर को बहुत तगड़ा मारता है.
तब तक बचेगा कि नहीं स्पिनर आने तक वो महीने ना. अभी स्लिप तो आएगा यार. एज अ न्यूट्रल आई जस्ट होप कि इस गेम में कुछ लाइफ हो. आई जस्ट डोंट वांट टू सी अ वन साइडेड गेम. यार हर दिन मजा आ रहा है. ये ऐसा ये इतना बड़ा गेम है, इतना बोरिंग नहीं होना चाहिए.
बट जस्ट गोइंग बैक टू what you asked, like in terms of what RCB can do, how can they chase this down? They have no option but to go from ball one. Now what I want to see is how CSK approach this. Do they
I think अगला ओवर तो तीक्ष्णा भी
हाँ
डालते हैं,
तीक्ष्णा डालेगा कि कौन डालेगा वो देखना है मुझे. अगर तीक्ष्णा डालेगा then it is Lomro's sort of.
Because just imagine, I mean, Dhoni had Patirana as an option to bowl this over. He had Theekshana as an option to bowl this over, but he went for Akash. And wicket भी मिल गया भाई.
And again, like people will attribute this to Dhoni, but what do I tell? Like, अभी मैं क्या बोलूं?
कुछ नहीं कर सकते.
Like you can't possibly tell me Dhoni had visualized this dismissal कि bat, I mean ball bat को लग के पैर को लग के फिर
लुढ़क के पहुंच जाएगी वहाँ
रेंगते
पर.
हुए जाएगा स्टंप के पास और बेल गिर भी जाएगा.
कोहली का तो भी हेलमेट उतारने का भी मन नहीं है.
सही में this is
क्या
one
हो
of
गया?
last season's dismissals वैसा टाइप का.
ओह खड़ी कर दी.
भाई मतलब
2 wickets in a row. What?
Oh! Now I react.
वाह दीक्षाना भाई वाह.
I don't know what to make of this. एक तो गधे मतलब देखो इतना लाइक लास्ट मैच में फर्स्ट बॉल पांडे ने ड्रॉप किया उसे.
भाई तेरा ही फेवरेट है, मैं क्या बोलूं.
फेवरेट मतलब यार I genuinely like he knows how to play spin. इसीलिए लेकिन स्पिन खेले तब ना रुकता ही
स्पिन
नहीं.
तक रुके तो
भाई.
स्पिन आने तक. अगला ओवर कौन डालेगा?
Tikshana, I would imagine it, but because Lomro is on strike, if Dhoni is so hell-bent on ensuring Faf faces him, then maybe he might save him.
I think irrespective Theekshana will
Yeah,
bowl the
makes
next
sense.
over.
For what it's worth, in their previous encounter, like RCB versus CSK last season, Lomro won the man of the match. He won RCB the game. So,
Oh,
yeah.
क्या हुआ था उस मैच में?
CSK batted, RCB batted first and we scored around 185 and CSK couldn't chase it down. So, yeah, that was pretty much it. Hasranga got a couple of
भाई अलग ही लेवल पे डीलिंग चल रही है यहाँ पे.
नहीं,
तुषार
लेकिन-
देशपांडे डाल रहे हैं
हाँ, और फाफ स्ट्राइक तो मतलब सिंगल नहीं लिया हम लोगों ने.
कुछ अलग ही दिमाग चला रहा है धोनी यार. सही है भाई. मतलब फॉर ऑल इट्स वर्थ इस ओवर में विकेट आ जाएगा.
और बोलेंगे यही कि हाँ धोनी ने सपोर्ट किया
सब
इसीलिए.
सोचा भाई.
See, this is where I feel I genuinely admire Dhoni just as much as the next guy. Don't get me wrong. I've been a huge MSD fan, Mahi fan.
Who isn't?
Yeah,
Who's not an MSD fan?
yeah, but sometimes I feel people do tend to attribute even the random things to him.
हाँ वो तो होता ही है.
हाँ,
That's natural.
that sort of.
Oh God!
Oh, Dhoni drops. How often do we get to say that?
धोनी तीक्ष्णा को कुछ नहीं बोल सकते.
But how often do we get to say that and see that?
पर भाई ये चल क्या रहा है?
सही में.
तुषार देशपांडे बना शेन बॉन्ड.
Hi, मतलब, like I would consider this a drop, right? Like, am I wrong in considering it a drop?
ये तो ड्रॉप है यार.
Yeah, ये तो
This is a
straight. I
drop.
mean, by Dhoni standards, this was straightforward. Deshpande has been fantastic in the last 3 matches. His eagerness to be in the game is of another level. It says,
Of course. Why not?
I was wondering, कौन ही हो रहा है? Then suddenly I read the name. I was like, of course.
क्यों नहीं क्यों
But
नहीं.
fantastic in the last 3 matches. Don't you think you're overselling Tushar Deshpande?
Fantastic मतलब जितना बेस. Oh, but yeah, good 2 balls.
लंगड़ा रहा है क्या?
He's just unhappy कि ये चल क्या रहा है. अभी मुझे रन बनाने पड़ेंगे. See, this is, I mean, I don't know. I just don't want to keep repeating myself, but हाँ, यही इशू है आरसीबी के साथ कि रन कौन बनाएगा. नाम तो बहुत बड़े बड़े हैं, but सिर्फ नाम से नहीं होता.
But अभी भी like
सपोर्ट सिस्टम चाहिए भाई.
if these two somehow, and it's a very big if. I don't even see either of them staying till the end of the power play. But if they somehow manage to scrape through till the end of the power play, come the spinners, I still stand by my words. Lomro has a very good chance attacking spinners.
पर वो टिके वहां तक.
हाँ, क्या पैर पे लगा.
लेग बाई के 4.
Bastap saying 6 wickets are less than 20.
Economy होता है, economy
वही,
होता है ना.
like, that was very convenient, Bastap. Missing the
Well played.
Yeah. And 6 wickets at less than 20. Sample size कुछ ज्यादा ही छोटा नहीं, मतलब 3 मैच हुए हैं. But ठीक है, चलो Bastap साहब कह रहे हैं.
क्या बोल सकते हैं? अभी कुछ बोल भी नहीं सकते.
Pranav Anand saying Dhoni is just slipping an over from Deshpande here after a luckily good over of Akash. If first over had gone for runs, he would have brought Theekshana. Maybe. Oh, that was Danish Shade next to Anushka Sharma.
ये दानिश शेठ भी ये आकाश सिंह वाली हेयर स्टाइल रखे क्यों बैठा है?
आकाश सिंह ने दानिश स्टेट वाली हेयर स्टाइल की है.
या फिर दोनों ने मेरे से कॉपी किया है.
Might be. I actually don't know.
इतना पॉपुलर हो गया क्या बात कर रहा है.
तो चांद प्रेडिक्ट करो आज डीके कितना मारेगा.
बाप रे, ये हमसे पूछ रहे हो ना, हमारा गेम हमारे साथ नहीं खेल रहे हो.
Most sixes hit by CSK in an inning, 17 versus RR in 2010, 17 versus RCB in 2018, 17 versus RCB in 2022, 17 versus RCB in 2023.
So I think CSK as a team are a very big fan of AB de Villiers.
Why?
17.
अबे
They keep hitting
क्या हुआ?
17 sixes. और यहाँ पे टीवी बंद और आउट लमरोर बाहर. Okay. So भाई स्पिन आने तक रुका नहीं.
भाई क्या
कुछ नहीं कर सकते.
मैं भी मतलब क्या बोलूं इस गधे को.
क्या करें, बंद करें. अभी अवनीश होता तो बोलता कि वी आर डन फॉर द डे. चलो छोड़ो अब.
देश पांडे ने ले भी लिया विकेट. इतना last season chance नहीं मिला करके just I was rationalizing it in my head.
Should they send Hasarang,
नहीं अब
Harshal
Tiksha
Patel, Maxwell?
knowing
Maxwell
that
तो
they will
naturally-
send Harshal, but I wouldn't mind Hasranga. Yeah, that's a fair shout. But the ball's still moving. I don't know if Hasranga has the game.
तो हर्षल को भेज दो. क्या है, what's there to lose?
The wicket.
विकेट तो ठीक है, अभी मैक्सवेल आउट हो जाएगा, उससे बेटर है कि हर्षल आउट हो.
But I don't know how do they so consistently botch chasing high scores. I'm not saying they should chase it. It's completely fine. 230, 227 chase करते करते तुम 200 तक पहुंच जाओ. I still understand. ये 120 से ज्यादा नहीं पहुंच रहे.
No,
KKR के against भी
I
same ही होगा.
think I think there is one thing that RCB can actually do to in future. They should think about building a new stadium. ये होम ग्राउंड प्रॉब्लम है इनका. इतना छोटा सा ग्राउंड है, इतना छोटा सा ग्राउंड है ना कि होम वेन्यू का कुछ एडवांटेज ही नहीं है इनको.
अरे लेकिन ठीक है, लेकिन आई डोंट नो ये ना बजेगी बास मतलब ये
ना रहेगा वो.
सॉरी ना रहेगा बास ना बजेगी.
नहीं, एक्चुअली यही है भाई. देखो ना, ओवर द इयर्स द ओनली डिसअपॉइंटमेंट फॉर आरसीबी फैंस इज नॉट कोहली, it's Sinnaswamy.
No, but I actually, Anirudh, if you're listening, I really want to know 200 plus chases. Off the top of my head, I can recollect at least 4 instances in the last 3 years alone where they've gone out for like 110, 120 net run rate going for a toss. Every time. I don't understand how do you botch it up so consistently, so regularly. I'm not saying you should chase 200 down every time you concede, but pass तक नहीं पहुंच रहे यार. The pitch is definitely, it's not like अभी surface change हो गया अचानक से. तुषार देशपांडे शेन बॉन्ड नहीं है, as much as Somesh would like to call him, नहीं है वो. आकाश सिंह मिचेल स्टार्क नहीं है.
आकाश सिंह बोल्ट है और
129 पे बॉल डाल रहा है भाई.
देशपांडे शेन बॉन्ड है.
क्या बोलूं पता नहीं.
आकाश सिंह जेफ एलेट है. Remember Jeff Elliott?
I've seen highlights. Of course, I wouldn't have seen him right. Sanjay says, honestly, feel RCB's glorified DC in their batting. Sorry if you could go back, Bastard, to Sanjay's comment. Both have same issues. Is that RCB have Maxi, Fa, Virat playing well and none for DC. यार ऐसे तो अगर कोई नहीं खेलेगा तो every team is the same ना. I mean, I get where you're coming from, but I don't think that's.
No, but actually, he has a point where local talent is very disappointing in both teams.
अभी वैशाख फिर
नहीं, batting wise, not bowling wise. Bowling wise तो ठीक है. Bowling wise उनके पास भी options हैं, though they don't trust them.
But to which I can only say Rajat Patidar's injury and his missing out clearly is hitting them a lot more now. And yeah, but I still agree. I agree with that कि overseas international stars so they थोड़ी ज़्यादा हैं and they probably are sort of overly dependent on them. But I guess that's the way
Pranam Anand has actually very
short.
good point. They should just switch it to Allura. Oh, 6 भाई क्या बात है. चलो finally कुछ तो पड़ रहा है.
Right.
Something happening.
And Bastav, if you could go to Chandrakant's comment, I missed that as well. He said something. I remember seeing my name. I think that little 5-second break you had was for Akshay abusing MCs. yeah. Actually, would be interested to know what do everyone think?
Oh,
Avnish, please
is
join us.
there
Actually, come.
room
Yeah.
for one more?
There is,
it.
there definitely is.
I'm joining regardless.
Yeah, just come.
Let me just be
As
the
it's
neutral again.
diabolical.
Just like I had one RCB and one CSK fan in the first innings, now I just have two RCB fans
Oh
to
my
deal with.
God.
I actually would like to hear Avnish's thoughts as well. Do you remember in the last 3 seasons,
Thoughts or rant?
Joby, whatever you want to call it, like how do we botch chases so badly? Especially when we have someone who's called the chase master. एक तो आज का dismissal ठीक है मतलब unlucky था फिर भी
I generally think that it's just been RCB's perennial disease, if you want to call it that way, where we've just relied on the top three and it's either boom or bust. Fine, Virat today, literally the rub of the green or going. I mean, you can't get out a softer way in international cricket than he just did tonight. And it's just signs. Shot, Maxwell. All I'd like to say right now is Glenn, Max, all is well. All is well right now. But coming back to my rant, and this is a problem persisting with every RCB fan who I've spoken to also of late. And they're just like, once our top three is gone, and in this case, KGF, way back in the days, it was Gayle, de Villiers, Kohli. It's just no hope. Look at all the winners. Look at all the winners in IPL history. They've all had capable middle orders to play with balls and get their teams over the line. Right now, I just don't see that. As much as we'd like to take the Hessen route, experiment, give longer ropes to potential, it's not going to happen, Akshay. It's just literally pissing off, man. How many years do we see this happen? Sure, we love the team. Sure, we'll keep backing them. But essentially, if we build ourselves as a batting team, where is the batting? Where is the batting? And that's my problem right now. I know we're up against it. We're already playing catch-up cricket. We're behind the 8 ball and all of that shit. But right now, if it's Maxwell getting out in the next over or Faf getting out in the 6th over, it is ridiculous. And like they're having I don't know if you've seen The Office lately, they're having a fucking piss take right now.
Yeah.
Why shouldn't they?
It's unbelievable.
I actually want to sort of understand more. Like the way I look at it is during the mega auction,
Yeah,
Rajat Patidar wasn't bought. Their middle order looked something like DK,
correct.
Shahbaz. Then they had Maxwell at number 4. That's how they were structuring it. And then Patidar came good for them. So, like this season, after the auction, it was Patidar at number 3, Maxwell at number 4, DK at number 5, Shahbaz at number 6. Like, of course, we didn't expect DK to undergo such a huge slump. Of course, we knew he won't be able to replicate what he did last year. I still feel that was a fairly capable middle order. But Patidar was supposed to be the glue that sort of ensured, in case there's if a couple of quick wickets go down, then he's there to arrest the collapse to ensure that this doesn't sort of spill over into the middle order. But now we have Lomro, who clearly doesn't seem to, he's not been able to convert this.
Lomro is
अभी एक ओवर पहले लोमरोड की तारीफ कर रहा
हाँ तो अभी आप पूरा अगर मैं कंप्लीट करूं तो
जज्बात बदल
shot. Get in there.
नहीं
Get in there.
Lomro, literally rabbit in front of the headlights. At least seems like that. I know he had glimpses last year and he has potential left-hander and all that seduction. Fair. Just one second. So just the fact that we're playing CSK tonight, every IPL team should take a page out of their book. Why? Because they don't rely on one player. Patidar is injured, so what? If CSK had a Patidar, they'll find a fucking replacement. They lost Uttappa, they got Rahane to replace him. It's as simple as that, right? Dubey, they're flexible as a batting order.
I agree, but you hear yourself, they say Rahane as a replacement.
So I think
I mean, for
I get
Uttappa,
that, I get
essentially
that.
it's working.
It's working through.
And it's all about roles. Great
Oh.
shot, Faf.
Yeah.
It's all about roles. It's about the replacements you
I
get.
actually have an option. You could have got Pujara. Free था.
Yeah, but so the thing is, if we're CSK, I'm not even.
देते
If we're CSK, I honestly wouldn't mind that. And as funny as I'm because CSK, think about it. Akash Singh is looking like a bald Mitchell Stark.
I know.
I'm not even joking.
I said the exact same thing.
Hey,
We're making,
Sorry.
we're making Akash Singh look like Mitchell Stark. We're making Tushar Deshpande look like Shane Bond. And Rajay Human, just if you went to the previous comment, he mentioned why not try Finn Allen. But where? And,
Shot, buddy!
That's a-
Get in there! Oh, for a
बात बता।
second, I had my heart in my mouth.
नहीं एक्चुअली ना मैं बताता हूँ फिनाली मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ कि अगर तुम हसरंगा की जगह if you play Karan Sharma, कितना ही difference.
नहीं. Across 14 games, there will be
Across
huge-
14 games,
there will be,
definitely.
because
See,
he was the
I
second highest wicket taker
listened
last
to
season.
Sanjay Bangar's interview, right? He said that what we want to do is push our Indian batters
Yeah.
because we want enforcement in the bowling department.
Correct.
But ultimately, अगर 225 रन खाने ही हैं तुमको, तो फिर क्या फायदा?
क्या पता 225 के 240 250 हो गया अगर करण शर्मा आ गया, because करण शर्मा
नहीं, I'm saying it can depend. It can vary from venue to venue because we have seen that Chennai is not being a good hunting ground for RCB spinners. If you're playing here, see, this is something that CSK does really well. They understand what players are required for what venue.
Yeah.
I completely understand there's a big difference between Hasaranga's and Karan Sharma's ability. But you have to choose between them depending on where you're playing. On a venue like Chinnaswamy, there won't be a big difference between Hasaranga and Karan Sharma. But adding one more batter to go out and hit those runs for you will make a big difference.
I agree with you, Som, but then sometimes CSK just rip the traditional manual into shreds because they get the best out of players who won't have been foreseen in other teams, for sure. I mean, look at Piyush Sharma, who succeeded with them in 2021, was their go-to spinner. Piyush Chawla, sorry.
मैंने कहा पीयूष शर्मा कौन
I was
है? ये
just
कौन
like,
है
yeah,
भाई?
Piyush Chawla. And literally, it comes down to that question, right? Cricket's a simple game. We keep saying that same old bloody cliche. If it's so simple, role definition, especially in the shortest format, every expert keeps saying role definition. Go for that. Okay, you want to stick with Harshal, you want to stick with Siraj because they're the Indian spearheads, stick with them. But then give them their clinical task to execute. Do not go off the cuff as much as they'd like to go. And that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's simple. Som keeps referring CSK as a template for every goddamn team. They should really look into that. I mean, what has worked for CSK? It's not a fluke that they've been the team to make the playoffs goddamn million times out of million times in the IPL history. I mean, it's literally they're doing something right. They're not even going with sexy players. Look who won that 2021 for them. Look who won the 2018 for them. This Dad's Army, who are pretty much washed by some experts. Come on. Surely they're doing something
I
right.
agree with that. And see, I don't know how to counter the CSK point because I agree with you. There's no counter to that. What CSK has done
Careful now.
has really worked for them. No two questions about it. The way I'm looking at it from RCB's perspective is, like you mentioned, that it is a very sort of long drawn out process wherein you need to have a team culture. You need to have
But the process has been going on for 3 years. And I just think, okay, sure, we're patient. IPL's a short tournament. 14 games is too small. But now this group has been together with about 35 games, right? Essentially. We need to start seeing more than a top 4 be materialized.
But that's where I sort of agree to disagree, because since Mike Hesson has come in the last 2 years, we've seen certain processes being set up. We've seen consistency in decision.
Sure. And I'll tell you what, I know I don't want to swear, but honestly, Like, I'm allowed to say that, right? Because I'll tell you why. Akash Singh was giving a little chirp to Faf, saying, play me. And he's like, yeah, sure, I will. And he's just caressed him over at the six.
Akash Singh is Nagaland's greatest. Like, what are you talking about?
I mean, respect. I love the state and the people from there, but honestly, lad.
But khud to Nagaland ka nahi, not a Nagamis or something. He's Rajasthani jo wahan khel raha hai. But anyways, just coming back.
No, and also in my defense, because look, people would understand that I'm an RCB fan, so you can use me as well. Because I know I'm biased, and Somal pointed out. But
short boy.
4 more.
Dhoni was a little angry.
You know, I relate to that so much. My first instinct was, oh fuck, is that out?
Yeah. I was like seeing a feeler.
Take
that stat off. Do not jinx it. I don't want any jinxes at all. We've been talking about that Maxwell 95 since CSK since the morning started. Please do not.
Just going back to that point.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot more consistency in decision making, in squad selection, which is what CSK is known for. And what you spoke about role definition, clarity, that's something RCB has been doing for the last 2-3 years.
Correct.
And of course, even MI took 6 years. CSK took 3 years before they won their first cup. I get that. It's been 15 years for us.
It's also key to understand when you stick and when you twist with players, right? Case in point, Rajwardhan Hungergaker this season got a couple of games.
He's gone out.
Didn't have a single game last season. And now they pulled him out of the fight.
Yeah, and it's not like he's not done well. So you can't, had RCB done this, trust me, I know for a fact they would have received a lot of flack. How on earth is Rajwardhan?
I agree, but bro, sometimes the proof's in the pudding. As much as they'd like to
Actually,
see
see,
it.
ultimately, it's not about the 11 you pick. That's the easiest job. Ultimately, what do they do on the field is the most difficult bit.
Yeah.
And what is the plan for every batter? Like, there's a very small point. Shivam Dube, when he's batting, everyone knows, every team knows that you have to bring in high pace.
Yeah.
Gujarat did it through Alzari Joseph. I think DC did it
Sean.
through Mark Wood.
For a second, I freaked out.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I saw the shots and I was like, okay, what's up?
Yeah, Mark Wood, sorry. Yeah.
Now, RCB brought in Mohammad Siraj.
Yeah.
Only thing that he had to do was bowl high pace. He ended up bowling slower balls.
Yeah. And
Now, why would you do that? You had the right person for the right job, right tactic. But if the bowler himself is not taking the right decision at the moment, what more can you do? I mean, that's ultimately up to.
So that's either A, the bowler going against the plans by the management and backing himself at the time, which is really kind of
Again, it's a
futile
double-edged sword.
exercise.
No, but it is a double-edged sword. Had it come good, had it come off, then everyone would have praised Siraj. Oh, that's great thing.
correct.
Because again, I'm not justifying his actions. I still stand by what Somi said. He should have just stuck to bowling hard hits. Sorry, you.
Yeah, and the fact that sometimes RCB and CSK are playing, and I'd love to take this opportunity right now to see how players have been used, same players, by these two franchises. So we'll start with Moeen Ali. What did RCB do with Moeen Ali? Similar, but they didn't really utilize the full.
But that
capability.
was pre-Hesson.
Yeah,
right?
that
Okay,
was
whatever,
Yeah,
pre-Hesson,
agreed,
sure.
but I agree. We really misused Moeen Ali badly. Like the way we used him was pathetic. Despite him having done well, it's not like he did not do well for us. He
Exactly.
had. And despite that, we sort of.
Oh, bye.
And Deeksana's into the attack, by the way.
Oh.
Sorry, we'll come back to all the scores and all that. I've
Yeah,
just
yeah.
come back after an
Yeah,
absolute run.
But since we are in the middle of.
Moeen Ali's point number one. The
Yeah.
second one is Shane Watson. Shane Watson,
True.
us as a finisher, why?
Yeah.
Dhoni got the best out of him, won him in IPL title in 2018.
Yep.
Literally blood, sweat, and tears. If you guys know, you know.
Yeah, I see, Greg, I get your point around Dhoni having a calm head gives assurance to players. RCB has done the same. I think in
Yeah.
any other team, Anuj Rawat would have been dropped. To be very honest, I mean, this is we are still living.
Forget about
RCB
Anuj Rawat being dropped, so he would have been utilized way better, either an
Wo
opener
alag baat
or
hai, wo alag
completely
baat
not
hai. We're
bowling.
right now we're talking about teams giving assurances to players.
Yeah,
I think people are still in that older RCB mold,
correct.
which is not true. Right now, it is all ultimately about कि भाई in-game plan क्या है. That is most important.
So does that come down to Faf? Does it come down to the pre-game tactics?
वो
Decide where
कुछ नहीं
Hesse-
कर सकते. वो that is where that is the intangible and something that is hidden from everyone. Obviously, you don't know कि what CSK are discussing closed doors. बाहर से तो सभी बोलेंगे. गुजरात भी ये बोलते हैं कि भाई हाँ happy environment.
No,
What
but,
is the happy environment?
but surely the similarity between all the champions we've seen over the years. It comes down to either their captains being magicians on the day,
Yeah, before.
aka Rohit, Dhoni, Gambhir, so on and so forth, or them just performing wonderfully on the day. And T20 is a fickle format, as you can see. Shout out to the merch, by the way.
Oh,
Short from
seven,
Faf and
six.
6. It's 6, man.
No,
It's
seven,
Sinnaswamy.
six, oh,
It's
six.
Sinnaswamy. It's a power play. Let's
Okay,
get in there.
just before we get to that, Chachan saying, Avnish, why are you angry? Glenn and Fafa playing so well. Yeah, see, that's
Basically,
not the
Chachan,
point.
that is why. I mean, when he's angry, they're playing well. So
And
थोड़ा- he's
irrespective
trying
that,
to do a totka here.
अरे
Yeah.
हाँ वो सब छोड़ो. Irrespective of what happens there, I am with Avnish on that. See, it's not like we don't have the talent.
Yeah.
It's not like our think tank isn't good enough. Despite all of that, what is it that's not working? Even I would like to talk more and understand that, because see, I don't.
I have an answer to it. I think RCB are still in that individual match winner mindset, whereas CSK are not.
Yeah.
As much as their fans want to come
And
and
bro,
do-
there's too much pressure.
I mean,
There's
see,
too
you
much
can't-
pressure
as
on
an opener,
Kohli.
you
There's too
can't-
much pressure on fucking
Ultimately,
Faf
see,
or a Maxwell. I feel
ultimately,
sad for them.
as an opener, you can't be celebrating a 35 ball 50 in this day and age. 35 ball 50 is a
But
match losing
again,
knock.
I
as an opener.
completely agree.
Shot, man!
That's a shot.
Shot! Get in there.
Get in
And I
there.
love all you guys. Please subscribe and like.
Yeah,
Honestly,
please do.
We're going to get some fantastic CDC fan cams out. We're going to be, of course, let us know your predictions as well in terms of where will RCB end up scoring and how much they'll end up scoring as well to
And-
get some rewards. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
appreciate
and
it.
we will continue this conversation.
For sure.
In the final five right now, we've got our impact subs in.
We've got
So,
the
yeah,
Chennai
Is
match.
Avani staying?
Nope.
We're the Chennai
Enough of
boys.
our
Everywhere
drama.
we
Now
go.
you'll see some sanity.
Get out,
Some-
Avnish, get out, get out, Avnish, get out, get out, Avnish, get out.
Yeah, with that we have two
Chennai boys.
Chennai boys, Akash and Anirudh joining here.
Mix as well.
And Nikhil is another Chennai
Yeah.
fan, and then we have
Gurkirat.
Gurkirat who will just sort of
Shocking.
control everyone's emotions and bring them all into a nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
So
we are here.
Faf took the Babar Rizwan comments seriously. He's saying only Kohli is Babar, I'm not Rizwan. And Kohli proved that he's Babar. Oh, he was Babar, he would have scored a century, I'm sorry. So Kohli is yet to prove
Oh,
that he's...
Maxwell versus Jadeja. Is this the day when?
Oh, I completely forgot Maxwell had a second stint at Delhi. How forgettable was that?
It is very forgettable.
And
Is it
Yeah.
time to introduce another guest as well?
I think
Or-
Nikhil is joining us now.
Oh,
And he's here.
bring some luck.
He's here.
You make your own luck. I don't think Chennai have helped themselves. I don't know why they're obsessed with bowling pace.
Dhoni should
Kohli
really
is-
have caught it. I mean, what was that? He put his hand here and the ball is going like this. It's just
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
It's like the Miller miss yesterday with Adam Zampa.
yeah, comparable for sure.
Yeah.
But the miss did not cost Rajasthan the match, so you hope that CSK also kind of
But
had
after
the same fate.
after that is just terrible bowling. Just feeding it to two great batters.
But how good has Faf been so far? After the drop, he's just almost see ball, hit ball for the Faf last 12-13 deliveries.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
then what do you make of the obsession to bowl pace? I don't get it. Chennai have not used spin at all in the power play. Why would that happen?
And I feel especially they should have brought in Tikshana a lot earlier after dismissing both Kohli and Lomro. They could have brought in
Yeah.
Tikshana and really choked
Yeah.
Faf as well after he was struggling for the first 4 or 5 balls. But
maybe
yeah,
maybe they just feel that Tikshana's confidence. I don't know. It looks. How can a person all the fielding attempts he's done is a misfield, is a 2 drops. It's like
Yeah, that's you get it with Tikshana. Even last year you saw him drop a few. Last game as well he dropped a catch. So it's like a mandatory lapse that you have every game. So I think that is but I feel I think they went a bit greedy, like how Lucknow went.
And
Ooh,
Jadeja
it's-
has
oh.
bowled 4 of the match so far. It's like within 25 seconds he's bowled an over, and I
Yeah.
think there was not an expensive over. Was
6
it
runs.
6 runs? Yeah.
Yeah.
Some sanity, not just at the Chinnaswamy, but also here
the Watchalong.
in Level Road. So
Yeah, suddenly the sound is very, very mellow as compared to what it was just a few hours back.
You wouldn't want to hear the sound outside where we were.
yeah, we had to censor a lot of stuff if we had to.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't think they have like, the Bangalore fans have to worry as much because I think they are pretty much on course as of now. It is just, of course, it is tough because you are chasing 220, so you have to keep going, and that keeps the bowling side into the game. But I think Chennai have given every team that leeway this year that take runs in the power play. We are happy to give you runs in the power play because we don't think they can bowl anywhere else. So very keen to see who comes in now. Do they stick to Tikshana, or we have Pathirana and him taking 2 wickets in an over? Oh, we have Pathirana.
Yeah, Patirana. Interesting call this from the skipper. Let's see how that goes. I mean, for Bangalore, you would say they're on course and all of that, but again, one wicket falls here.
Yeah, except this is
It's
their
like-
last recognized batting pair. The tail starts from number 5, so we have to keep that in mind.
Yeah,
That's
but
not
the thing is, the opposition doesn't have too many options as well in terms of who can really threaten them. Now, Pathirana is new, playing his first game this year. Tikshana has bowled 1, but you don't expect, like, of course he can take 3-4 on his day, but he is hittable. Jadeja invariably goes defensive after you hit him for 1-6. So even the rest of the batters will have confidence, but yeah, they need one of them to bat through.
No, that's the thing, right, Nikhil? With how much runs they've scored, they can afford to do that because
Yeah.
batter can
Yes.
take a risk and then he'll get out. So they have a lot of cards.
Oh, bouncer, but I think it's a wide. Oh,
It's one
not,
for
it's
the
not,
over.
it's not.
I think they will go up.
No. They won't.
Looking at Maxwell, he's somebody who is very impulsive and he's like, we
Yeah,
saw it in
the brilliant review they took towards the end of the first innings.
brilliant review. Yeah. Oh, what a bumper!
Oh, aggression from Ivana.
I think if he bowls a slow Yorker or even a Yorker, it might surprise Maxwell because he's.
I think he'll be
looking to-
expecting a low full toss now. I think he's gonna try a dab or a scoop.
Ooh,
Oh, good Yorker. About 4. Yeah,
Oh!
that's good shot.
Ashwin Dubey and Moeen Ali special.
Yeah, speaking of Moeen Ali, I wouldn't mind
Bowling
seeing
him.
Moeen bowl as well. Just
Mhm.
probably
I don't think he'll bowl now.
Mm.
I
By
don't
the
think he'll bowl now.
those watching. Do you think Patirana reminds anyone of Emil Smith Rowe? You can Google Emil Smith Rowe if you want to, in case you don't know how Emil Smith Rowe looks. He looks a lot like Emil Smith Rowe. He looks like a Sri Lankan.
See, we have to anyway land at Arsenal. Like you can try a level best, but he'll. Oh, that's six.
Oh, that's a 6.
Oh,
That's 6, dude.
found the gap.
Easy pickings.
Yeah.
The
And
wicket is.
the pressure is firmly on Chennai. As I told you, I don't think it's. You give them a leeway and they're not going to miss out.
Mm.
See?
Yeah, of course. Slower ball.
Yeah, but I don't think he has the pace for that. It probably just let's stick to Yorker.
Just clear.
Maybe.
Shattered the camera shook. And Dhoni looking at what he just did, thinking about what he just did or what he didn't do.
Oh. Okay. Under
So
pressure.
what? It's the first wide of the over, right? That one was not a wide.
No, that
the
was
short
not.
one.
Yeah, that's one
Yeah.
for the over.
So you had a 4, we've had 2
6.
dots.
And a 6.
Yeah.
Very
so
interesting
11
over.
runs of 4 balls. I think CSK need a wicket here. I mean,
Yeah.
surely they need a
Yeah.
wicket here.
Reminds you of that game only where Padikkal was going strong and then he got out to Shardul Thakur. But again, that's the thing. Where is Shardul Thakur?
Need him.
Yeah, you need him here. You don't need him. It's a
Yeah, he was
brilliant
bowling in the power play in the form of Tushar Deshpande, but I don't see him coming back.
An upgraded Shardul. Shardul's senior at Mumbai.
shot. Shardul senior.
The Shardul that can bowl in the power play.
Hmm.
So tomorrow the day, we'll have to see if Rohit gets a stomach bug again or if he recovers. In Hyderabad, by the way, Hyderabad is also known for biryani, so wouldn't really blame Rohit if he gets another stomach bug, but we'll have to wait and watch.
Hmm.
Yep.
Wicket needed. Think.
But yeah, what a chance for Chennai to go. I think they go third if I'm not wrong.
Hmm.
If they win today.
I think he's gonna bowl a slow ball. Oh,
But I think it's a long way off the win, though. It's a long way off as of now. There's still
Yeah.
still some way to go.
Good. I think good first over from
Patirana.
Mathurana. I think that misfield probably
Yeah.
would have given the over under 10 runs.
Hmm.
So, by the way, this is an RCB fan, a perennial bottler asking for a bottle. Thank you.
And it's a Punjab fan delivering a bottle.
This is poetic, ironic, whatever you want to call it.
The exchange of bottles.
This is the strategic timeout now.
No,
man.
No, not yet. I don't think Dhoni has ever taken a timeout unless they concede like 106.
I think 9
just
overs.
because they considered
No, 9 overs are done.
9 was it?
8,
Yeah.
no?
8.
8 overs,
Yeah.
which means the strategic timeout could be taken now, I guess. Right?
No, I don't think. I think one more over of
Or did
Jadeja,
they take it already?
or maybe Tikshana could return. Let's see who it is. I think it's this.
Jadu.
This game is pretty much a repeat of LSG spinners.
In the end.
Oh, that's landed safely. Well done. Good
Oh,
fielding.
well cut off.
Oh wow, we don't expect
Well
these
done.
things.
And
Chennai.
Faf is like really struggling. I don't know what it means for him going forward for the rest of the tournament, but it feels like he's willing to sacrifice himself for the rest of the tournament to just take the
Prove a
side
point.
over the line here. I think that's the
Mhm.
sacrifice
Yeah,
That's required.
I think this is what we were discussing outside. Oh, it's gone.
Oh, that's a 6. Yeah. Oh,
Oh!
yeah.
Great effort.
Oh,
Who was that? Was it
Conway, I think.
Gaikwad?
Conway, I think. Oh, Gaikwad. Yeah,
Yeah, that was Gaikwad.
Yeah, but
And-
they are cool.
He's using in the background. What is the feel?
yeah. Duplessis also. Yeah. Of course, it can work out. We saw how it worked out with Shivam Dubey and Moeen Ali, so it could work out this way as well. So, no, oh, that's almost toe, right? It's almost toe.
I don't know, man. Kohli is really pumped for the last couple of months.
Oh,
Oh, he got a hand to it.
and this auntie goes on like this, and we got left there. A wicket.
Okay. That's
Oh, well.
Yeah.
They
Two
got
more
one
runs.
two, I guess.
No, only
That's
one.
just one. Yep.
Again, CSK would feel they are only one wicket away because they RCB have a long, vulnerable batting lineup.
Mm.
Yeah, could say that.
But Chennai have a vulnerable bowling
Long,
lineup.
vulnerable
So,
bowling. Short, vulnerable bowling lineup.
so it's a
long, vulnerable batting
proper
lineup.
match. Oh,
But yeah, I mean, Faf has also been off strike for a while. This is his first ball in a while. But
he's
he's
still
really
struggling.
struggling.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a hip issue. What is he struggling with? I'm not exactly sure.
He's been holding his.
Yeah, but it looks like some lower body issue only.
Now it's a bat issue for him. He needs a new bat. Let's see if the new bat brings. It's
Oh,
gone.
that's
It's
another
6.
six.
Oh, that's a 6.
That's
another
6.
six.
Oh!
Wow.
I think it's still
Jinx.
6. No, it's still
Yeah,
6.
it's still 6. Yeah.
It's still 6.
Oh, and Deepak Chahar is cheering for the team on sidelines.
It is 6. Looking at the expression.
That
Faf
is
is fighter. Hope he
ridiculous.
does well. I was a big fan of Faf when he was with CSK. Yeah, I mean, Faf is one personality that you can't really dislike. He's so likable that.
Let's see.
Let's see if he saved it.
He caught it.
Oh, well done. Well done.
Wave of the tournament. Or was it Williamson?
Could potentially be decisive, right?
Mm.
No, Williamson also. But
Okay.
unlike Williamson,
Oh, he's holding it again.
yeah, he's struggling big time. And I think now
Good
it's time
50.
for
It's 50 for Faf. It's his 28th IPL 50, so that's. And he scored at a strike rate of
100
above
yet.
200.
this is the day. No
Yes.
100 yet
He's struggling. It's a very good time to get a strategic timeout.
because
Yeah.
of the struggling.
Yeah, you can just get all the massage done, and I think it's also good time for Chennai. They can regroup and figure out what their plan is. Maybe a wicket here or
Narayan says Maxwell is playing Jadeja well. He's playing much tighter,
Yeah.
playing cross-batted shots, and I think it's actually Maxwell is usually at his best when he's hitting, not just hitting straight, as in when he's just playing the delivery, as in he's scoring a lot through the offside. He's just not blindly looking to slog through mid-wicket.
or
Usually,
reverse.
Reverse also can say he's at his best, but whenever Maxwell is just picking the spots perfectly, as in if it's wide outside off, he goes over cover, and then otherwise he goes straight, then the odd 6 over mid wicket, then you know that he's actually batting really well. And this is like what Maxwell. What did he do in the Delhi match?
He scored like a 38 or 40, right? He scored like a quick fire
So he's had only one failure all season,
Yeah.
basically, which is the
Mumbai game.
Kolkata match.
Oh, I mean Mumbai game he didn't bat. Wrong. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
He's even bad. I don't think Maxwell.
No, he batted. No, he batted. He is the last one. When
Last
they
one
were,
to finish. Yeah.
so he didn't get a lot of. Yes, Pranav Anand goes on to say that saw that Faf 2 started as leg spinner. It was horrible, and his batting was even horrible. Tremendous how he's kept himself relevant, molding himself in different roles. Yeah, that's the interesting part. Molding himself in different roles.
And I think he's still the only guy in T20 history to take back-to-back 5-wicket hauls. Faf
Wow.
Duplessis. So eventually he ended up improving both aspects, not just his batting but also his bowling. But I think he had to give up bowling very early on because of
His back.
The back.
some
Yeah.
back issue, I guess.
Yeah, he's had it.
I still remember, I think he was the one who took Sehwag's wicket in that World Cup 2011. I think Sehwag was absolutely batting like a dream, and Faf came on and I think he bowled Sehwag that
You know why?
match because he
Because
doesn't-
Sehwag doesn't consider only off spinners.
Yeah,
Leg spinners he will get out.
correct.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's very interesting. I don't think Chennai have it easy. Firstly, required rate is below the asking rate, which is like the run rate. The required rate is below the actual run rate. So nice, nice job there from both Maxi and Faf, and it is Pathijana again.
And I think Rahane here, coming to Greg's comment, I don't think he was in a position where he could have thrown it up and then caught it again. I think he was like fully falling down, so he had to just forget the dismissal out of, just forget about the dismissal and throw it back and save 4 runs, which he did.
So looking at the visuals right now, it is Suyesh, I think, who will be the impact player for.
Good Yorker from Patirana. Is this man gonna bowl? Is Duke gonna bowl?
No, I don't think so. If it comes to him, then the game is gone. The game is done. I feel.
Like I think it was against LSD last year where he bowled a penultimate over or something and got absolutely smashed.
And
I think-
for they're not talking about bowling changes or anything. They're talking about field placements here. I think where the ball has gone and all of that. So you can look at Fleming and Dhoni visualizing where the ball could land, and let's see if they pull off a wicket here. That
Shot.
That's a 4.
shot.
Yeah, it's actually very weird to see him have 2 kind of mid-offs. So he's expecting him to go straighter in terms of line, but he's bowling wide enough for him to go through covers. So it is very again. Maxwell knows where the field is open, so it's very easy for him to access that part of the ground.
No, I think we kind of got it, Greg. I mean, we saw Nesser's catch in the BBL, but again, this required a lot more hang time, and I think the balance was not there for him to come back and then catch.
He said was standing, so he could throw it and come back and. But I think it would have been legal only if Rahane had
done it.
because the first contact was.
He does.
What a shot!
And 50 for the big show.
He's arrived.
He arrived like 2 seasons ago and he's still
Arriving.
not taken the foot off the pedal.
It's game on. It's probably advantage RCB at this point.
I think Maxwell is going to get up very soon because he's been carrying RCB for 3 seasons now. So not just Faf. Maxwell is also in the red zone. But damn, what a partnership this has been. Faf just went berserk in the power play, and after the power play, Maxwell has kind of taken over. It's like Faf chill, I'll take over and I'll attack the spinners.
I think this is when Dhoni will go to Tishna and be like, get a wicket or get dropped. There is no.
That was an ugly swipe from Maxwell.
I thought it was an ugly delivery as well.
But this is the thing with 227, right? Like they're like 120 for 2 almost in 10 overs, but they still need nearly another 120 more to win, which is not easy at all. You need to basically.
But if there is one venue and one ground where get it, this is it.
And if there ever was a day for DK to arrive this IPL, it is this, right? Like.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Yeah, and it's also the opposition, right? You haven't seen anything under pressure apart from the first 3 overs. That's a 6. Yep.
Oh my God, Maxwell is absolutely killing the CSK bowlers here. He's in the zone.
He's in the zone, and the bowlers are going out of the zone.
Full marks. Just 10 out of 10 for your comment.
It was good for RCB that Kohli got out early. Otherwise, he would have built pressure on others with his tuk innings. Yeah. But
actually, Kohli went harder than he should have in the power play. Actually, so he was definitely going the way he should have. Actually,
no, if he'd actually timed it, maybe he would have been better off. And then going.
But I mean, we can be sure that with Kohli and Faf, they would not have been 120 for 2 after 10 overs.
Yeah, of course.
So it's worked out well for RCB.
Brilliant batting surface.
It's just too easy for Maxwell at the moment. It's too easy, and I would say that from here, RCB are favorites, aren't they?
Yeah, of course.
107 on this wicket. Surely they're favorites. Just and I mean,
is it too early to ask? We did discuss that they were 10 short, but I don't think they are 10 short even now. But I think it's again the usage of people in the power play. I think Chennai are giving people too much cushion to
Yeah,
just keep going. Then the pressure is far more on Thikshina, Pathirana, and others to come in and try and stem the flow.
Mm.
the 10 shot wasn't there, like 10 bowlers shot, I guess. CSK.
No, but this is where I think
10 runs shot.
this is where Chennai actually missed Bravo.
Yeah.
You could see that whenever Bravo used to bowl in these kind of circumstances, he knew that he had to be defensive and not go for go with varieties in that. He used to bowl like wide Yorkers in 7th, 8th overs whenever he was introduced early. So that kind of bowler who can think is something that they're missing. So let's see if Tikshna is that bowler. Yeah,
Yeah,
Pranav,
and also so far you see Jadeja's bowled just one, I think, right? I don't think he's bowled this.
Oh, he got
2 for 18, I guess.
the first over he was 6 runs and then he got hit in the.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is Tikshina, and that's in the gap for 2. Yeah.
Easy
Yeah.
to. Oh, it's only
Oh,
one.
they only half is struggling.
Hmm.
That should have been 2 all day long.
Is
Pranav, again, another cheeky comment. Kohli went harder because he was worried about the bowlers who come just after the par. Yeah. CSK's best bowlers, Pathirana and
Yeah, of
Jadeja.
course the best. Pathirana, yeah, of course. Oh,
Oh my god, that's a bullet.
Oh, good
Oh!
stop. Good stop.
That's hit
Great
like
stop.
a razor bullet. But that stopped.
come on, Tikshna, time to put your hands up
Was
and
that
say.
Rutu again or
No, I think it was.
Chahane?
Could be. But why are they not having Rahane in the slips? I mean, he's probably the best.
The ball is hardly going to slip, to be very honest.
I know. No, I didn't. I mean, like last game also they didn't have him, right? And then Moeen Ali dropped a
Yeah.
absolute sitter. So
Oh,
Yeah.
this must
Fine.
be one.
Tikshina is bowling to the field for so far.
yeah, but that's not enough, right? They have to get a wicket.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, right? They even if they bowl tight overs, it's that you're not going to defend a total of 100 in the last 10 overs against with Akash Singh and Tushar Deshpande and
Hmm.
the likes. Going to be really difficult.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I don't think.
Oh,
And he's dropped again. He's dropped again.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant stuff.
oh my god,
Sand-
Saf should
yeah.
buy a lottery ticket today.
Probably he has bought a. Yeah. I think Maxwell played well. You can't blame bowlers. Yeah, we're not blaming the bowlers. We're just
Yeah.
saying that it could have been introduced earlier
Yeah.
so that there be some pressure because by the time they introduced the best bowlers, the pressure was already back on CSK. So that's what we were getting at. We're not saying that Maxwell has played a easy innings here.
That's 2
he's played a-
catches Tikshana has put down today.
so 3 for the 6.
Yeah, that's a 6. That's a 6.
Adding insult to injuries, Glenn Maxwell.
So what is the procedure to trade Tikshna? Is it too early?
Oh, and wait, one more ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, one more ball left. Yes.
Can we trade Tikshna, guys? Can we trade him?
There's just one bar.
I-
Good.
You know, last
Look at this bowling. Look, he had 2 attempts. Last game he had 3 attempts. That's criminal at this.
last match was only the 3rd time in 80 odd innings in T20s. Tikshana had conceded more than 40 in a spell, 4 over spell.
So it could be back to back for the first time.
Probably.
It's looking like that.
But
Yep.
Yeah, this is what CSK fans are like right now. They're like
yeah.
somebody
So if I'm not wrong, I think Bangalore play Rajasthan next at the Chinnaswamy.
24th.
Can
Bangalore play
Ara
Thursday.
aim? No, next at the Chinnaswamy.
Mm.
At the Chinnaswamy, the next match is
Sunday.
Rajasthan.
Mm.
No, so, yeah. So could we see a 300?
Possible. It'll be interesting. It'll be if it's just a 250 or 260 or 260, it'll be interesting.
Yeah. The first time IPL will ever answer to PSL.
I think it's already started answering.
Yeah.
And by the way, I think Kohli got out for 6, so it'll be interesting to see who won
Who
the
won the-
prediction contest.
Yeah.
You guys if you identified the winner, just let us know. We can announce it also here in the watch along, apart from tweeting it out.
Yeah, we'll.
Yeah.
I think the social media team will look
Yeah.
at it and let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah, who will you bowl if you? I know. I'm just saying. I mean, if you
Kidding.
trade Tikshna, then you just might as well not bowl. Just concede
I'm
whatever
sure
they're.
if someone had predicted 6, right? They would have been on.
Yeah. Yeah. There are a few tweets to me as well in my replies who one guy got it right.
Oh, is it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get that guy
On a Watchalong.
a medal.
Okay,
Yeah.
Jadeja to Maxwell, and
Oh,
that's 6-4.
That's
man,
6-4.
this is ending inside 20 overs, isn't it?
Yeah, it's ending
Of
in.
course,
it's
of
in
course,
the-
it has to inside 20 overs. It can't end after it.
Just looking at the winner for the prediction.
Yeah.
Holy, who got the prediction right?
I think Anirudh already has his article written on Maxwell.
Yeah, I think we'll get the social media team to inform us whether.
Mhm.
Who
Oh, they've dropped it. Not for the first time today. We've seen like 3-4 drops.
Oh,
Oh,
finally,
A dot ball.
a dot.
Yeah.
Looking forward to how RCB will choke now and make this easy chase interesting.
I don't think I
I don't
can't.
think it's happening.
Yeah.
It's like it's a very.
They need a
They-
wicket where both of them just go out suddenly and they forget that it's a batting day. That's the only way this can happen.
Like a run out will help, I guess. A run out
Yeah.
might help.
Jay is asking, Sir, आज जीत गए तो जीत गए तो जीत गए. Sir, they've played well and they deserve to win.
Yeah, of course. You bowl like this, you deserve to get.
Oh, that's a goal. That's gone surely. Oh, man, that fall short.
That's fall shot. Yeah.
Ah,
Brilliant, but
Diesel,
brilliant
man,
effort from
after good
Rahane.
effort
Oh, yeah.
by Cricket today. It's like
I think he's already bought a lottery ticket. That's why he's playing this well.
Yeah.
he stayed his health for some luck today, I think.
Traded his health for luck.
He
Okay.
stated his body. I think he sustained some
Black magic.
hip injury.
Black magic. South African black magic.
Yeah.
Let's go, dude. Oh,
Ooh.
okay.
Well,
Good comeback. But
RCB are living dangerously.
so this over is basically the difference between the game getting over in 18th over and going till the 19th.
But
So-
this is the moment of the match. I think RCB would have been like 17 for 3 if that had.
Oh, if it had gone, if it had just gone and hit the stumps.
No way. He was like in 18
You
stumps.
can't get two of those in one day.
But wasn't Kohli like in 18th stump when he got out? So it's like it could have happened.
Yeah.
And
So,
this is the bowler they need.
so let us look at the win percentage now. It was 93% in favor of CSK when
Yeah.
I think
When the 2 wickets fell,
when
Michael
2
Longwood
wickets
got out.
fell and
Yeah.
when that was just Faf had just started hitting, and now it's 66% in favor of
You're off.
RCB. By the way,
Mhm.
so
Obviously.
what turnaround for RCB from 7%, they've taken it to 63%, which is absolutely insane. It just tells you the turnaround Maxwell and Duplessis have. Oh, it's gone straight up. Surely
No, dude,
that
drop.
has to be taken. That
It's not
surely has
drop
to
it.
be taken.
Oh, yeah,
Drop.
Dhoni.
Oh, he's taken it.
Dhoni.
That's it. Stupid.
Dhoni. It had to be Dhoni only. Nobody else could have taken that.
Drop it like next time. Puckered.
What is this? Where's the match?
What was he
turn?
saying to the umpire?
Just like that. I think he's like, change the floodlights next time. I'm being bothered by it.
Change the floodlight. Yeah, of course. To do it. But what a catch and what a knock from Maxwell. This
Yeah,
is
well played.
between winning in 19th over and winning in the 16th over.
And just like that,
Yeah.
we're into RCB's tail now.
Oh, it's swirling. It was swirling. So, oh,
But I'll still give Varun Chakravarti the best high catch
Oh,
of the
like
tournament. I think Umesh Yadav absolutely slogged it and it went like
Yeah.
50.
I thought you were calling
miles
Teechna
up.
Varun Chakravarti for a second.
Yeah,
know
I
both-
think MS was talking about the spider cam maybe to the umpire. Possibly. That is the only thing that could have been. They had this touched the spider cam and he caught it, it would have not been an out.
Yeah. And it has happened to Maxwell already once.
Yes.
People on
Yes.
that account as well.
It has happened to Chennai also once in the IPL
Yes.
final when I
Yep.
Venkatesh Iyer was it? Somebody got a lucky break through it and then immediately he got out the next delivery. Jadeja got him out.
I remember Shan Masood doing that. Shan Masood definitely got that reprieve.
Of course, you remember Masood.
So one could bring two because I think Duplessis is actually really struggling. So I think Duplessis might get out now and we could see two new batters in.
But
And
then also
we'll have to see if
Suyash.
RCB do the big brain move of sending Harshal Patel at 6
No,
or
I think
something.
Suyash was padded up, so probably they will get Suyash I think this is a good time for Chennai to probably introduce Moeen Ali, a left-hander, and
injured Faf.
yeah, that's 4.
No.
That's
Yeah, but I think Faf will actually fancy Moin though. I mean, Moin usually gives a very good arc for you to hit, and against a set batter, again he has to bowl it wide and then hope that Faf misses also. But
yeah. That's the thing, right? A tired Faf could probably give you one, so it's a risk or taking. Like how that day when forced, right? Dhoni had to go to Moeen and he got Butler out, so something like that, and inshallah. So there's gone, dude.
Is it
It's
pitching
gone.
outside leg? Is it pitching outside
But is it
leg?
left? I think it's gone. No.
Oh.
interesting.
Time for DRS.
I think Dhoni said it's outside.
Outside leg, yeah.
He's just taking
Some
it.
10-15 news publications getting ready to write about Dhoni review system.
Yeah,
Watch Dhoni review system.
of course. Out of the 10, we are not one, thankfully.
Not any.
Good self plug. And that is definitely outside leg.
No.
That's gone.
I think it's pitching in line.
That's outside leg, dude. It's outside leg.
Yeah, I think that looks more outside leg than in line.
It's outside, I think.
No. I don't think impact is outside.
Impact looks. Yeah, Jay goes on to say need Duplessis till the end. Yeah, that's.
He may be there. He's
Yeah,
fit
that's-
enough to be there till the end.
Oh, you mean like that way?
Yeah.
Right.
He's
Not like fit. Is he fit enough to be there? It's glove? No.
No. Look.
No. I'm.
Come
Who
on, why
knows?
would they check hotspot ultra edge for this? Look at.
That's not out. That's easily impact is outside. I think.
Yeah.
It's pitched outside leg. Forget
Also-
impact.
Yeah. Very good delivery for a right-hander.
So luck for someone other than Duplessis. I think for the first time in this innings.
Let's see if Tikshna can get another breakthrough. Desperately need breakthroughs here.
Yeah, I think they'll probably go to Jadeja next, bowl him out, get Faf.
Faf is struggling.
Sorry?
Faf is struggling a lot. I mean, I think in his last 10 odd balls, I don't think he's hit a boundary even.
No, I think.
Yeah, because I don't think they should get pace. I don't think pace is something that he will mind now.
Moeen for the win.
Moeen could be a good option.
Wait him. No, I mean, this is the thing with chasing 225 again. One good over and again the run rate is you need 82 of 7. So an excellent over from Tikshna.
Oh,
Good try.
Wicket 5
5
runs,
runs.
6 runs.
5 runs.
And now I think the game should be back in the
Oh,
balance.
dude. It's not in balance. It's
Yeah.
It's Chinnasamy, and look at the bowlers there.
Let me check what Athletics is saying.
So what was it? 64.
6.
Right?
And
66.
Maxwell's
66.
wicket Athletics has pushed the match in favor of Chennai again. Chennai have a 52% chance of winning.
Interesting.
Yeah,
So-
it's still not a lot though. Yeah, 52 is.
So
So I mean, I think it's a fair assessment considering Faf is struggling and
isn't it not a proper like man versus machine? Machine is saying something, and 2 men out there are saying something else. So let's see if.
But I mean, maybe instead of Shabazz, they could have sent Hasaranga maybe.
I mean, Shabazz left-hander, right? Jadeja, counter Jadeja.
Yeah.
But-
And Chabas also is somebody who's okay. That's a good way to get.
Is it Moeen? I think it's Moeen. Looking at Nikhil's reaction. Yeah, he said interesting. I don't know what.
It's
kind of-
not about.
Oh, that is Moeen.
Oh,
That is Moeen. As
It is Jadeja. I told you it will be Jadeja. Oh, sorry. Moin. Yes, sorry.
yeah, Moeen.
Yeah, I think you are watching on different feed. I am watching on a different feed. So
yeah. You're watching English, right?
We are watching a regional feed.
oh, nice.
You're watching
Good.
Hindi.
Yeah, big regional.
Yeah.
Multi-regional rather.
Okay, so this is the over then. I don't think Shabazz has to wait. He can also go. So yeah, this over needs 2 sixes or a wicket.
I think if only a wicket could bring the worm back.
They at least need, I think, like 10
2 wickets.
10 runs.
Oh, okay. Chennai at least need 2 wickets.
Hey!
Oh, ho.
Oh, what a nonchalant flick that
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
But if it had that hit, there would have been 30 articles well deserved on that flick.
Yeah.
Watch.
Yeah.
Would he have been out?
I think you'd have gone. Oh,
Nah.
no, just in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything happened in slow motion, right? In that
Yeah.
particular. He came out slowly, Moin bowled slowly. Dhoni just waited for the ball to come and then flicked it.
But everything after that happened in like one motion.
Flat, and that's a
Uh,
6.
What match are you? I don't know what match you are watching. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the matches are different ground for him.
Yeah.
This
I
is
think Moin said, I think in an interview, he said that because he's not bowling enough with the red ball, he's struggling for rhythm with the white ball. So he feels that giving up red ball cricket has impacted his white ball bowling a bit in terms of rhythm. So the biggest RCB fan will be here again in like
Yeah. Like
just in 9 balls.
yeah, like 3 RCB fans. So two of them will be at the ground. I think soon after the match. I mean, like towards the end of the match, and one will be inside here shouting his lungs off. So till then we can some rest and cry our lungs out. But
I think Faf to move into Faf, and that's again poor ball. That's a 6. Yep.
Oh, so this over has turned the match on its head again?
Not really. I mean, he had to.
No, I mean he's bowled 2 half trackers and got hit for 6. That is a disappointing, but it's not like
He did it last game as well to Butler.
Yeah.
He bowled a half tracker and he's like not half enough, and then he dragged it even further. And Butler said, "Thank you." Should have got Faf.
Yeah, and if Moin is struggling for rhythm,
man.
dude, Faf is proper luck cozy today. I don't think you can get him out.
That is a very good ball because the length was that awkward.
And
length
it turned
where
a lot.
You can either go back or forward.
I think we have seen Moin turn the ball a lot, even on like surfaces that doesn't offer a lot of turn.
Yeah.
I think it has to do with this grip.
This
release.
reminded me of that wicket of Kohli he took in the Chennai.
Hey, is that out?
No,
Why is it falling?
Drop.
Again Dhoni. Oh my God.
Oh! Let's go.
Moin Ali gets Faf again.
Oh,
One more wicket.
DK versus Diksha.
Is that the game? Oh, Jadeja versus
DK.
Yeah, Jadeja versus DK won't be a bad matchup.
So who do they have left?
They're checking something. They're checking if the ball is hit.
No, I don't know.
Huh? No.
I don't know. Nowadays, you can't even trust the umpires, dude. They'll end up checking anything. They'll be like, there's a clear spike when the ball has reached planet Mars.
Can I please rock and roll that?
Sorry,
yes,
front on spin vision, just to be sure. But yeah, Nikhil, do you think if RCB lose from here, it's a choke?
You'd possibly say so after being 120 in first 10.
Against this Chennai.
Yeah, I don't think they'll end up losing. So if they do, it probably does qualify as one.
So we have not seen an impact sub yet. I think it's DK who's coming out to bat. I mean, I saw him get ready, so I'm assuming that it's DK who's going to come out to bat. And I have a strong feeling that these guys will use up both overs of spin, both the remaining overs of spin.
A lot of them are heckling us on comments saying that told you this is just RCB, you guys don't know enough.
Oh, yeah, DK, beginnings for DK. He's really nothing so far this season. And
is it Jadeja?
This is a chance.
Yeah, Jadeja.
Yeah, it is
over the
Jadeja.
line.
But it is Shabazz on strike, so favorable matchup. Write it down. DK choke is coming. I don't know. DK might choke. DK might choke CSK in the past.
Yeah.
So not counting it against. Oh, it's a 4?
No.
I am counting every ball as boundary, so it helps. Otherwise,
expectations low.
As
like the helmet on.
Suyesh. It's Suyesh and Wayne.
Yeah.
Wayne, what is his name? Walid.
Walid.
Yeah, Wayne Walid's partner.
So they still have Hasanaga, Hashil can bat, Parth can bat, Suyesh can bat.
Oh,
Basically, everyone except Siraj can bat, I guess.
Siraj is subbed out, right? That's right.
Siraj or I think...
No, Siraj is subbed out. They showed, right? Siraj subbed out for Suyesh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the DK choke coming, like Suchant is saying.
He's shuffling.
Oh.
Shimmy,
We
shimmy.
controlled it. Last game we went high.
My
And
flashbacks of the Delhi encounter where he
Mhm.
just
yeah.
And Jay goes on to say, if RCB lose from here, I won't eat pizza for a month. If CSK win from here, I think I'll eat pizza for a month. No, I mean, just kidding.
Wow.
Yeah, chance of both is not happening.
again, I think it's a single again.
Oh, yeah. Should be one. Yeah, it is one.
So CSK will happily take this, but then again, 1-6 and RCB are back ahead. So
Yeah. I
that's
think
the
this is the kind of place where you have to keep taking wickets. That's the
Mm.
only way to keep people quiet because
Wow.
the margin of error is such that you can hit 2 sixes, like play 4 dots, hit 2 sixes and cover up.
Exactly. Yeah. There's some nerves, but not
Siraj
with
is very
not with
happy.
Siraj. Yeah, Siraj
Siraj
is.
chilling after bowling a good spell.
Mm.
Now this is none of his business. He's subbed out also. He doesn't even have to worry about running or giving strike to the
Arey,
Six.
yaar,
That's 6.
How many half trackers, bro? How many half trackers?
Not new. Not
Yeah,
new.
I think did he expect DK to come down? Because he bowled it really quick and really flat.
Mm. Dhoni is clearly
Dhoni
not
is going to
very
give up
happy.
captaincy again at this stage.
This time he'll retire. He'll be like, I'm having none of this.
Okay, 2 balls left. Can he take 1 wicket? Oh, has he?
Is that no? Not out.
Lightning,
Not out.
Wow. Is it
I
just
think-
me?
fast
No.
reflexes from.
Do you think it's
Dhoni.
out? You could see Nikhil is very glued on. He's like, it might be a wicket, or
I,
is
I
it
think it's just
internet?
gone. I mean, for judging by Dhoni's reaction, I think it.
No,
could be-
I think Nikhil is also gone. His internet is glitched out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
No, I think he was in.
Okay, but why do you need sprinter? Sprint on spin.
You need.
for this. Come on, look at that. The ball is missing the bat.
Yeah,
By,
it's,
like there's like literally this much gap between the bat and ball.
but let's see.
But lightning fast reflexes from Dhoni once again.
Not out.
And
It's
again,
not out.
Get those 10 articles out.
Yeah.
Dhoni, watch. But
Is there no
hey,
ball?
did he collect it in front of the stumps?
Yeah. That's.
Oh,
the
it's a no ball, right?
No, it's still behind the stumps, right?
I think it's a.
It's
I
not.
think he's collected it in front of the stumps, no?
It is not out. So that's confirmed.
But it looked like he collected the
No, I
glove
think
in
it
front of the
was-
stumps.
No, I think it is behind. Yeah,
Okay.
it's well behind. So the last over before he gets
It's
up out,
another half tracker, but he gets away with this one.
that's game done.
So 10 runs of the over, a par over from Jadeja. Actually, if you take the required run rate, the count, this is better than par because I think
Yeah.
required rate is more than 10. So, yeah, RCB should win from here. But
Unless Tushar Deshpande decides to
58 or 5.
be a monster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's back. And this time he's chewing the gum and saying, talk now, Viv.
Not saying anything.
Yeah.
And-
Talk now, Viv.
And with that, it's time to make a double sub,
Sub.
and you guys can watch your favorite RCB fan react to the final 5 overs.
कितना डर लग रहा है?
You better bring luck.
I'm freakishly like I'm freaking out. I am panicking. I'm
Oh, wide. Six है ना कि भी फटी में है. सबकी फटी में है.
everyone's like freaking out right now. Like the crowd seems just
But
inexplicably
यार,
loud.
मतलब what a knock from Glenn Maxwell
Yeah,
यार.
yeah.
मतलब अलग level यार. I know it's a easy ground to bat,
Yeah.
but still.
True. So Yash has padded up, and 57 of 30.
Oh,
That's
full
a
toss
full
था यार.
toss.
Full toss. Indian batter full toss का मारते. Yes. Shot.
That's a shot. चलो.
But ठीक है, 6 होना चाहिए था यार.
Hey, clip this.
Full toss था.
You went from
to 53 of 29. Sorry guys, I'm both Avnish and me, we really don't know how to react to this. How to like.
I mean, this is the worst situation for us.
Yeah.
उनको hope मिली है.
Exactly. That's what I'm too scared
अगर
of.
100 पे all out हो जाता तो कम से कम hope नहीं था.
Yeah, because to quote Mr. Red from Shawshank Redemption, hope is a dangerous thing. Oh man.
Two.
देख ले हाँ भाग चलो
अभी तो मुझे भी समझ में नहीं आ रहा कि मैं किसको सपोर्ट करूं. बहुत मजा आ रहा है इस गेम में.
यार, but Maxwell and also kudos to Dhoni, both the catches, he's like Avnish mentioned, he caught them as though he's taking them in his sleep. Like it was so nonchalant, it was so calm, he was so calm.
Second वाला तो और ही easily लिया.
Like we need to understand he's wearing a helmet. It's that much more difficult to sight the ball. Brilliant.
Oh.
And it's also refreshing to see DK. Bad through. Thank God. It's also refreshing to see DK playing sensibly against spinners. Something I've not seen ever since he started donning the RCB jersey in 22. Like every freaking time we used to see him get out to loose shots. Jay saying Tushar will concede 20 plus runs but will pick up a wicket.
I think RCB will take it.
20 plus runs
in an over and
True.
still a wicket.
And
man, Abhinav Gupta, I completely agree. This is something that I was lamenting when the game began. I mean, they have Pretorius as an option. Why don't pick him? भूल ही गए कि वो Pretorius है. I mean, there are a few players who are injured. If Pretorius is injured, we don't even know. I mean, पता भी नहीं है कि.
I don't think so.
Yeah, because Fleming after the last game, he actually gave out a list. Some of the reporter asked him कि भाई injury का क्या update है? बोला, do you have a week?
But again, in other teams' defense, CSK is not the only one hit by injuries. Now RCB has got 5 injuries of their own, so CSK can't use that as a reason. Just like RCB.
I was बता रहा हूँ. They would have played Pretorius ahead of.
True, easily. And a couple of decisions that I wanted to even understand your thoughts on. One was Moeen Ali bowling. I understand he did get Duplessis' wicket, but do you think that was the right call, giving Moeen Ali an over? I'm guessing that was only to counter Shahbaz, but Shahbaz did manage to hit a 6.
Yeah, I mean that could easily would have been a 6. But यार अब क्या बोले हैं? ये धोनी का है. Last match अभी बटलर का विकेट लेके था मोइन अली. अभी क्या बोले हैं?
True. Abhinav Gupta saying CSK. Of course, we did read the comment. But yeah, it's still anybody's game.
Patirana spell.
And that's very well played by DK.
Yeah, but अभी तो मारना होगा 46 of 4 overs.
Yeah, 12 runs coming off the last over, 46 in 4. I mean, logically speaking, it is the batting side's game to lose. But right now, when RCB plays, logic just goes out of the window. So
yeah, who are the bowling options?
I'm guessing Patirana bowls 2. And
2?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Patirana is supposed to be the death bowler because
पहला मैच खेल रहा है पूरे सीजन का. ऐसा नहीं है कि
last year Dhoni rated him highly, saying he is as good as Malinga. So Akash Singh hai and Deshpande, it will either be 2 to one of them or 1 apiece. I'm guessing this is how.
I think Moeen Ali has 1 over 2.
Moeen has 3. He's only bowled 1 over. So that was his first over. So yeah, we've got.
Moeen Ali has some overs too.
Yeah.
आजा भाई तुम्हारी कमी थी. आओ भाई.
Basically, coming in here for just a 1 over burst, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys are watching the CDC Watchalong, subscribe right now and tell a friend that everything is going to be absolutely mad in the next 4 overs. I'm absolutely I need to check a lot of things.
Both of us, we were there together. Yeah,
blood sugar, just the usual blood pressure.
I genuinely want to know, do any other team ke fans go through what we go through?
I mean, generally I know Mondays in the world, universally it's stressful, but generally being an RCB fan on a Monday in a chase, it's the heights.
But tell me which other sport, cricket, let me just limit myself to cricket. Which other cricket teams fans go through what an RCB fan goes through? Tell me one name. I really want to know. Which other team could you possibly think of?
Pakistan. For sure.
No, not the way that RCB go through it. I mean, Pakistan also obviously have their fair share of
Pakistan cricket team are more frustrating.
Bangladesh. Because Pakistan at least has titles to show. Bangladesh doesn't. Yeah. Bangladesh, fair point.
No, but the problem with RCB essentially, right? The fact that they give us hope, and that's the saying in sport, right? It's the hope which kills you. And even today, 49 of 4, 68 of 6, 46 of 4. It was 68 of 6. I'm thinking to myself, please do not cop this run chase up. Please, for the love of God. Indian cricket team saying Sanjay Papigari. Good to see all you guys. And apologies that I've been in and out of the studio, but look, these boys have made it as entertaining as the game could be. I was just asking the stats man, how many games has there been in IPL history which has seen an aggregate of 450 plus runs or more? The answer is 3, my friends. Tell me those 3 games.
One is the Punjab RR, if I'm not wrong.
Wrong.
Okay. The Tewatia 5.
Wrong. That was 449 or something.
Oh, wow. 450. Oh, of course. The one, okay, is the Gale 263 crossing? No, that didn't cross.
No.
Yep.
I'll give you one. CSK versus RR 2010 when
Oh,
Murli Vijay went
Pathan.
apeshit, Naman Oja went
Yeah,
apeshit.
Naman Oja, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me the 2 others. One was in 2018 and the other one was in 2017.
2017.
Yeah.
450 plus.
Yeah.
Dude, right now I'm not in this space to think.
So the other one is a Punjab versus Mumbai game in 2018 where they scored 237 plus something. And the last one will leave it as a clue for you guys. Oh! Nearly down mid-wicket's throat for a second. Jesus Christ. Dude. DK redemption time against his home side. Do not jinx it, Shivam
But yet
Prasad.
again, a full toss and the Indian player is not ready.
4 is good enough. At this point in time, I'm taking 4.
Why full toss?
नहीं, this full toss wasn't a juicy full toss. ये थोड़ा फिर भी मुश्किल था.
But DK expect to नहीं कर रहा है full toss.
Exactly.
And like they say, he bowls a hard ball. Just look at how Dhoni controls CSK and how Kohli captain RCB. The RCB managed to absolutely.
Back in the day, back in the day, of course.
Apples and
oranges भी नहीं भाई.
apples and
Apples and Apple iPhone, maybe something like that.
Literally. Short DK. Oh, straight to the man.
It's okay. It's at
Straight
least
to
a good
the
sign.
man.
I mean, these are encouraging signs. He's hitting the middle of the bat. I mean, the ball's hitting the middle of the bat. So I would still take that as a plus
42
sign.
of 22.
You guys like muskmelons?
Why? क्या आपके पास क्या joke है?
Apples and muskmelons. I feel muskmelon should not qualify as a fruit.
Yeah.
कुछ भी. मेरे को-
I just had some musmelons, by the way. Funnily enough. But yeah, all you guys watching, please like this video and subscribe. Lots more content coming your way in cricket.com. There's a humdinger of a game tomorrow, SRH versus MI, which will make it as entertaining as we can. Dinesh Karthik! Oh, he spliced it! He spliced it! And put down! Put down! Please run back for 2. And Rituraj Gaikwad is a culprit. Oh my word. I'm going out of the studio. I can't jinx it.
Dude, I
need to go
can't.
see the
I
six-man
really
cameras.
can't hold myself right now.
I can't.
Like I really don't know how will I last these 21 balls without.
Why is he playing that kind of
भाई क्या है रन भी तो बना है
I know, but like this is not the time. Like, let him
कब
take it
आएगा
down.
time? This is the
Learn
time.
from this man.
भाई तुषार देशपांडे का ओवर है. This is the time.
Nah.
Like, he can take it down in the last couple of overs.
No. Not everyone's an MS Dhoni.
Oh, bad ball.
Now mid-wicket wasn't back and Dhoni has hands like that and it tells a true story.
Even more bad ball.
Oh my word.
Down mid-wicket.
Oh my word.
अगर वो फील्डर नहीं है फिर तो ये बहुत ही बुरी बॉल थी यार. Sorry to say.
Dude.
See this.
Yeah, the slot ball.
Yeah, exactly.
Slot
It was
ball.
there to hit. He didn't time it, but yeah, that's a difference.
And I think he just went straight थोड़ा covers के ऊपर केएल राहुल वाला शॉट खेलता तो बढ़िया रहता. रियान पराग जो मारने का ट्राई कर रहा है और
But again, DK, stop doing this to us 3 times.
Just time the fucking ball.
Honestly, and the first time just evading mid-wicket, the second time getting dropped now, literally giving us a cardiac arrest in the offices of cricket.com.
चलो at least तुम लोगों का नेट रन रेट तो खराब नहीं होगा.
यार
Let's not win it. Oh, please! No, man! No! Why?
Another
Why?
return getting out to a full toss. Come on, NCA,
please.
Why is he not taking that well? What is wrong with him?
NCA should have a net जहाँ पर bowling machine सिर्फ full toss डालती है. Because Indian cricketers are crap at hitting full tosses.
I mean, it's just shocking.
It's fine. I mean,
Dinesh
28 or
Karthik.
14 is still like a decent cameo. I still.
I can't believe it. I mean, full toss को
But
नहीं
you know,
बोल
this
पाते
is. I agree with you. मतलब यही same ball. I mean, these exact same deliveries, CSK were sort of smacking them out of the boundary.
Because I mean, I just don't get it. I just see this with every Indian cricketer. They're just not expecting full tosses.
I mean, we still have 3 batters.
Come on, Hafsa. Come
I
on,
don't think it's
Hasaranga.
Masranga. I'm guessing it's Soyash.
No, man. Hasaranga is coming up.
Prabhu Desai.
Or Prabhu. One of them.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
Suyash and Prabhu Desai are the same player.
Yeah,
No, Hasa. I'm saying Hasa or Surya.
You really like Hasranga, right?
अगर हंसा तो तू हंसा.
But 36 of 19, these guys.
Honestly,
please.
Dinesh Karthik, I mean, I know there's no T20 World Cup to play for, but surely with all the experience that you hold as a cricketer, you could have done
It is
way better
progress,
with that
right?
ball. You could have done way better with that ball.
Prabhu,
Whether it comes down
Yeah,
and
but
not
I-
hitting full tosses or whatever the fuck it is,
I think you guys should
shit.
look at the positives.
अब
Net run rate खराब नहीं
नहीं,
होगा.
हाँ, पता चल गया.
Oh, impact. Sir.
Okay, come on,
I really feel he should look to scoop the ball right now. Like, I don't know what the field is, but I know this guy plays the scoop really well.
पहली बॉल पे scoop.
अभी क्या पहला क्या आखिरी अब तो बस मारना ही है.
Please, guys.
36.
Please get us the 2 points tonight. Oh my god. By the way, this will be history if RCB get across the line. 215 was the last
Oh, yeah, the
time
fielders are
it was
also in.
chased down on this ground. We'll tell you which match that was.
That's a wide. That's a wide.
That's
That's
a
got
wide.
to be a wide. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
192 for 5. So history
35.
beckons. I say that because 215 was chased down the last time. Not even an IPL game, in the good old Champions League game where Arun Karthik, remember that game, hit a 6 to win it at the last ball. So that was 215 against the South Australian Redbacks. Now CSK, after creating history themselves with the bat in hand, scoring the highest score on this ground for any IPL team.
Non-RCB.
Non-RCB.
To be. Yeah.
Non-RCB to be specific.
यार full toss था भाई. मतलब क्या बोलूं इससे? क्या कर रहा है? Like, are you actually trying to defend the freaking full toss?
Just breathe easy.
I mean, and again, goes back to the point we were making when Anuj Rawat batted the other day. It's perfectly fine to get out trying to hit a ball. How do you justify this?
You can't.
This I don't know what
And that
he's
too,
trying
like
to do.
both the dismissals, right? DK and that one that he didn't get a single off right now. It's full tosses, pretty much in fifth stump. But they're still trying to hoik it on the left side, and I don't like
I think
it.
the best
I
ball
just
to
don't
any
like
Indian
it.
batter is a full toss.
Anyways, now it's going to be Patirana. I really see him bowling 2 overs right now
Yeah.
because Dhoni rates his Yorkers a lot, and on the off chance the Yorker becomes a full toss, no one's
Indian
getting
batter
there.
हमारे नहीं.
But another thing is, okay, let's just see.
God.
Yaar,
God.
Dhoni, please, bhai, please.
Oh my
matlab-
God. I'm just literally having absolute high heart
Dude,
rates right now.
I actually feel I'm having panic attacks right now. Like
Yeah.
I really feel this.
And it's crazy,
Guys,
right? It's just
You guys just
mad.
gonna watch 2 RCB fans.
melt.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh,
that's
shot,
out.
please.
That's out.
No! Oh my God. Rituraj holds on to one and Shabazz goes now as
The
well.
one
What is
time
happening?
Shabazz had to.
What is happening? Now they're singing Harshal out to bat. Really?
Parnell, no,
Parnell is coming ahead of.
Oh, they
everyone.
have Harshal. I mean, not that it's worth anything, but yeah, they have Parnell,
Oh
Harshal,
my
Hasranga.
Deep,
God.
right?
this
Deep batting.
They can
deep.
still get over the line. They can
We
still get over the
can.
line.
This isn't impossible. This isn't unheard of. 35 of 17 is, I mean, like to be honest, is in the batting side favor, especially at a ground like this. But I don't know. I really don't know if these guys are going to get out of the first ball. This was a ball there to be hit.
I
अभी
mean,
क्या बोलूं?
it's shocking. And again, essentially, it was there to be hit in the slot. But 35 from 18, I don't know where these guys watch their cricket because essentially, why are they pressing the panic button right now in a ground like Chinnaswamy? 35-2 is possible, guys.
All right, Chachant, he's thanking
Let's
CBC.
honestly, like,
Thanks, Sushant. I'm just being a kebab mein haddi.
okay, anyway, Wayne Wahid Panal, Jesus, give us something to smile about from a Bangalore perspective tonight. This is all conspired from Matt Hasaranga finish so that exactly if that happens, Pranavanand, honestly, as they say in Hindi,
Oh,
बोलिए क्या बोलता है अभी ये बोलन को?
top bowling.
वही.
top bowler. As they say in Hindi, tere muh mein ghee shakar, if it comes true, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
By the way, Parnell is number 7, so there are 2 number 7s on the field now.
Yeah. I mean, dude, right now I'm just getting even more nervous as we speak. This wicket was just a
Parnell,
throwaway
please,
wicket.
Please, Parnell, please.
Jesus Christ. I mean, to be an RCB fan.
Tension. I can cut the
Those
tension
were
in the
Shabazz
ninth.
is-
It's
man,
palpitating.
he had
Avnish,
to.
please stop talking, honestly.
Come on, man.
I don't know what to say. I honestly don't know what to say. Why can't he just rotate strike for fucking crying out loud?
Oh, please. Oh man.
भाई नेट रन रेट खराब नहीं हुआ एटलीस्ट
अरे यार आप बस यार आप क्यों भाई why are you आप उसी में क्यों
पॉजिटिव दिखा रहे हो यार There is a
नहीं
पूरा
चाहिए
script है।
पॉजिटिव मेरे को 226 देने के बाद नो पॉजिटिव्स जीतना इज द ओनली पॉजिटिव
Oh,
Shot.
हुआ है क्या?
Jesus Christ.
अब तो एंगल्स भी बढ़िया बना रखे हैं धोनी ने यार मतलब 4 भी नहीं पड़ रहे हैं अब तो
Come
Please,
on.
please, Suyash, please.
Come
This
on.
guy is throwing. Please.
And now when we look at our bowlers in the hindsight, in the death overs, are not that bad, but again, it's that middle overs, bro. 112 to be leaked over there is just ridiculous. Like Conway was like 42 of 29, and then I was just looking at my 83 of 44. And then I was like, how has he just gone like into fifth gear? Like he's not even gone into third or fourth, just go from second to fifth. Anyway, 34 of 14. Hasaranga should have definitely come out when Prabhu Desai came out. I don't know. They think Parnell's a better batter than Hasaranga. Are they literally joking?
See,
Honestly.
right now I really can't.
Hasaranga is 9 down.
Not 9 down, 7 down. Number
I mean,
9.
sorry, number 9.
Yeah.
That's just shocking, honestly.
Okay, he's got the third man now.
Come
Really
on,
short
Suyash.
third.
Come on, man. You have a chance to be a goddamn cult hero tonight.
Please.
It's still
Suyash.
mathematically all right. It's still possible. Just get your head in the game. Just get your head in the game.
Please.
You're a batter, proper batter. You're not even one of those bits and pieces cricketers. Sorry for the cliche. Come on. Suyash.
That's
white
a
ball.
wide.
That's a wide.
Oh, 5 wides मिलते
The
हैं
young little Sri Lankan will panic, just throw him off his legs. 2
Yeah,
balls,
yeah.
which matters. Get it down to 25 and over. 25 and 2, sorry.
Yeah, this was Suyash the last time he played, which was against CSK. I mean, his debut. This was his debut, by the way.
Oh, yeah, correct, right?
He played well against CSK.
Oh, if he can do it.
Hope, man. Why? Sometimes I feel, probably getting all out for 120 is actually better. Dude, that was a wide, man. 2. Not even a 2.
That's fine.
Panil, just think of this as a period. I don't mind you getting out. We've got like 3 more batters to go. Sanjay Singh, as an RCB fan, would you be happy looking at the batting or sad looking at the bowling if RCB wins from now on? If RCB wins from now on, I would just gloss over all the flaws and everything. I would just forgive them. Let them win. If they don't, I'll be looking at every freaking thing. The bowling, the fielding, the batting, the umpiring, the wicket keeping, all of that nonsense. Right now,
Death overs में Hasaranga को भूल जाते हैं RCB वाले क्या ना bowling दिया ना bit. Like, bro, we're not using him. We're paying 10.75 crores for him and we're not using him. 2 overs today, nothing with the bat. Come on.
dudes.
And a Parnell's on strike also. Parnell's also strike.
Oh, what were you doing?
Dhoni is having an absolute laugh. Somesh in the background is enjoying this.
No, why was Suyash attempting a double?
मेरे पास बचा ही क्या इतना मजा आ रहा है मेरे को I have the best seat in the house
No, but tell me, what was Suyash thinking? There was no 2 there. And just 4 runs came of this over, man.
So who's going to bowl the last 2 overs for CSK?
I'm guessing it's going to be Tushar and Matisha, unless they sort of go to Akash right now. Matisha is bowling the last over, that's for sure.
No random out of the box thing from Dhoni.
I don't think sending a spinner right now makes any sense because Suyash is comfortable against spin.
Oh my god. Okay, fine. Anyway, you guys call the action.
I think if I take this seat RCB's fortunes will change
So if you can get them over the
let's
line,
see come
it'll
on
be great. Okay,
come
anyway,
on,
enjoy
laddie.
the show, lads. Enjoy
on,
the
laddie.
show.
Best of luck.
चलो भाई चलो
Dude, what was Suyash doing? Seriously. Dhoni is pissed. Oh man.
इतना गुस्सा
Yeah.
इतना गुस्सा
Wow.
बट वो खुद भी तो आगे नहीं था ना
लेकिन फेंका भी नहीं ना. He's like, wide. Oh, Tushar. That's a wide. That's a wide. Chalo, 30 of 12. Alright, Chachant, please have 15-20 minutes. Dude, 15-20, I need to call my therapist tomorrow and schedule a session. There's no way on earth I'll be able to make it to the office. I need to ask my producer and just confirm if I'm on leave tomorrow or not. I might need it either ways. What was Suyash doing there? He didn't even run. I thought he was going for a double. What was Suyash doing there? He didn't run.
Oh,
Dude, that's out!
gone straight into the
You're
red
kidding me, man, you jackass! Man, I can't.
क्या कांड कोई नहीं अभी आएगा ना असरंगा
नहीं पता यार, हर्षल को भेज देंगे, क्या पता।
हसरंगा को बिल्कुल क्या नेट से बैटिंग कर नहीं रहा है क्या आजकल?
एकदम मेरे को समझ नहीं आता, आपको हसरंगा, आप सबको हसरंगा की बैटिंग पे इतना भरोसा कैसे?
क्योंकि कोई बचा नहीं है ना।
बचा नहीं है वो अलग बात है, लेकिन तब से हर कोई कह रहा है हसरंगा को ऊपर भेजो ऊपर भेजो। अबे किसके बदले भाई? अच्छा ठीक है, शायद पार्नर के बदले भेज सकते थे, बट
Basta being a little too dark there.
अबे यार वो बेचारा, what was his name? I'm forgetting the guy's name. Hewitt Needs, ना? Yeah. So pure emotions, अक्षय। Yeah man, क्या करें अभी, जो है सो है। प्लीज यार, प्लीज सुशांत, अरे भाई महंगा माइक है, तोड़ मत देना भाई। एक बार ऑलरेडी फेंक दिया, अभी पता है इसका रेजिलियंस हमने टेस्ट कर लिया।
टेस्ट कर चुके हैं।
आगे भाई
ये वाला तो तोड़ भी चुका है।
सबके जीते 11.25 करोड़ जिसको
Hasaranga is here. Let's see what he does. First ball slapped away.
दो भी नहीं है भाई,
सिंगल ही है।
सुयश, प्लीज सुयश, after every wicket please play a beat, thank me later। अब यार Jackass is fine man, I don't think Jackass,
fine.
yeah,
No worries.
अक्षर भाई ना
इतनी लंबी बैटिंग लाइनअप है
क्या यार ये,
बट फिर भी कोहली, फाफ और मैक्सवेल के बाहर सब।
सुयश स्कूप मार भाई, पीछे कोई नहीं है वहां पे, स्क्वायर के पीछे मार, लेग पे।
सुयश रिवर्स स्वीप मार
प्लीज।
ओह मारा भाई, रिवर्स स्वीप मारा, रिवर्स बोला मैंने
यार। ऑफ साइड पे सब पीछे हैं जब पता है तो why are you reverse slapping? Just go across. I mean, I don't know if I'm
बहुत जाना
even
पड़ेगा।
I know, पता नहीं यार,
He
अभी
knows the
लॉजिक
plan कि बॉल बाहर आएगा, he knows that much।
तो फिर
क्योंकि
ऑफ
ऑफ
साइड
साइड
पे ऊपर लाइक ओवर कवर्स जाओ ना फिर। ये
वो लेंथ नहीं ना, लेंथ थोड़ी पीछे है, शॉर्ट है तो कैसे
यार, I mean आप ही बताओ what is more risky, ये वाला ऐसा करना या थोड़ा पीछे
I think
जाके?
the only thing he can do is come down the track।
प्लीज वाइड है, ए वाइड नो बॉल हो सकता है क्या ये?
नहीं हो सकता। Come down the track, cut the angle and hit it। जय माता
यार प्लीज कम से कम हमें 2 बाउंड्री चाहिए यार, प्लीज।
समझ 5.5 सेकंड ऊपर में थी बॉल
यार फिर से ही विकेट दिखा रहे हैं भाई। हाँ ठीक है, मान लिया, हमने बोल दिया कि भाई मतलब
गलत कीपर है भाई,
हाँ।
बेस्ट एवर। But yeah, this game needs a better finish. Oh, bad ball and six.
छक्का! Yes! Come on, Suyash! Come on! चलो! Come on, boy! That's it, चल!
पक्का इसको वो लगेगा, देखो कल
क्या
गले में खराश।
अरे सब कुछ मैं विक्स का पूरा डब्बा अपने मुंह में ले खा लेगा। छक्का है भाई, आगे बढ़। 8 बॉल में 22 चाहिए, चल।
अरे यार बहुत मजा आ रहा है। They should have a 5-match series between RCB and CSK।
क्यों फाड़ रहे हो? प्लीज सुयश, प्लीज भाई। अरे यार हाँ पता है, सब चिल्ला रहे हो, पता है, प्लीज
जल्दी करो, जल्दी। ओ ये क्या था?
शूट क्या था ये? 2 भाग 2 है। शाबाश। सुयश एक बाउंड्री अभी चाहिए, चल। दिखा गोवा वाले भी क्रिकेट खेल सकते हैं, चल दिखा।
कल गोवा वाले ने डेब्यू किया ना,
वही इसीलिए अभी दिखा कि खेल भी सकते हैं। कल सिर्फ डेब्यू किया
अर्जुन तेंदुलकर।
हमारे प्रोड्यूसर्स का आपको यही नहीं पता?
सिखा पांडे।
वैसे तो स्वप्निल अस्नोट का भी है। वी आर गोइंग, चलो भाई। प्लीज सुयश, प्लीज एक बाउंड्री प्लीज।
ओह मिस टाइम।
12 रन आए ओवर से यार। चल सुयश, कम ऑन।
19 need of 6।
You kidding me? This ball was 144. तुषार देशपांडे, you want me to believe that?
हाँ भाई कर लो, तुषार देशपांडे डाल देता है यार कभी।
यार 144 कहाँ से डाला है यार? Don't tell me. I mean नॉर्मल सीम ऑफ डिलीवरीज पहले तो 132 135 के थे इसी सीजन में। अभिनव गुप्ता सिंह, RCB never uses their all-rounders well, whether it's Watson or Moeen. That's why they take revenge against them. ए भाई,
I think हसरंगा भी अब CSK में जाएगा, फिर RCB को पेलेगा with the bat।
क्यों बॉल के साथ पहले आके विकेट ले लेगा ना कोहली की.
हाँ ये भी सही है.
भाई, चल यार please.
19 needed of 6.
Oh, Akash. I don't think Akash is golden though. He just walked into the frame. How RCB managed to botch this up after that partnership between Faf and Maxi is something only RCB can do. I mean,
कोई है नहीं ना संजय उसके बाद. That's the
botch
issue.
this up
That's
is
the
a
issue
stretch.
कि-
Botch this up is still a stretch. But yeah, it was their game to lose and yeah.
See, basically, Dinesh Karthik over-delivered in the last season, and that has just gotten every
But
RCB fan
Shahbaz
hooked
had
up.
to, man. That ball was right there to hit a 6.
चलो, let's see. Oh, what
Out
pitch
है
ball
क्या?
थी.
यार क्या कनेक्ट भी नहीं कर रहा है यार. क्या है तू? हसरंगा प्लीज हसरंगा. जानता है तू ही शायद जानता होगा इसको. I know I'll play the typical I mean the very typical
Nets में खेला होगा.
yeah please शायद खेला भी नहीं होगा पता नहीं but same देश so please यार
कहीं
हसरंगा.
डोमेस्टिक टूर्नामेंट में खेला होगा.
कुछ भी
LPL में खेला होगा.
LPL में शायद खेला ही होगा ना मतलब. यार प्लीज हसरंगा प्लीज भाई प्लीज.
यार मुझे ना थोड़ा बुरा भी लग रहा है तेरे लिए.
यार मतलब इतना यार 35 of 3 that was our game. Shahbaz man 6 please chal Asranga come on.
Oh.
Dude वाइट था बे. वाइट था अंधा है क्या? एक बात बताओ आज आरसीबी का एक भी 4 एज से गया क्या? I don't remember a single edge. I can remember at least 4 fours of
एक गया था
कौन सा?
एक बहुत शुरू
हाँ एक वो धोनी ने जो ड्रॉप किया माय बैड. जो फाफ का धोनी ने ड्रॉप किया माय बैड वो था. बट दे हैव ड्रॉप्ड अ लॉट ऑफ कैचेस. अग्रीड. यार क्या कर रहा है यार? प्लीज सुयश प्लीज छक्का मार प्लीज.
अभी तो एक छक्के से भी नहीं हुआ. They need 2 sixes at least.
प्लीज.
Oh! It's a shot!
Yeah! What a shot! चल सुयश चल प्लीज भाई. चल सुयश.
Oh भाई
यार सुयश प्लीज सुयश. प्रभु देसाई जो भी है सब प्लीज भाई प्लीज.
अरे यार
जितना गुस्सा तुझे आ रहा है ना कि तेरे बदले अनुज रावत को खिलाए सारा गुस्सा आज निकाल. प्लीज दिखा दे. सील योर स्पॉट भाई. गजब. मैं तो चिल्लाने वाला था. भाई ने छोड़ छक्का मार दिया भाई. प्लीज यार प्लीज एक छक्का और प्लीज चल सुयश.
another one of those games that deserve a super over.
यार सुपर ओवर नहीं यार प्लीज छक्का. चल.
Oh, good ball. Single भी नहीं आया. Oh.
एक्सीलेंट बॉल. इसीलिए बोला इसके यॉर्कर्स अच्छे तो है. धोनी अगर बोल रहा है तो कुछ सोच समझ के ही बोला होगा. प्रणव आनंद सिंह मलिंगा वर्सेस एबी बीटा वर्जन. भाई सुयश तो मतलब रो देगा. अभी एबी बुला रहे हो उसे.
और भाई एक और हम बोल रहे थे प्रिटोरियस का क्यों नहीं खिलाया है. भाई तो मलिंगा बन गया खतरनाक.
यार ये अच्छा यॉर्कर फेंकता है यार. मतलब लास्ट सीजन भी फेंका था उसने. एंड में जो 2 मैच खेले थे दोनों में उसने 2 विकेट भी लिए थे. प्लीज यार.
तो they needed 2 sixes या 1 6 1 4. भाई बहुत डिफिकल्ट है. This ball should be a boundary यार. Keep the game alive. Oh, length ball थी. Oh, मिस हो गई.
Dude! Man, मारने वाली बॉल थी.
Game over.
Man, can't believe this. Can't.
Sorry to
Our
say.
bowling's been so bad, man. So bad. Like I don't even know where to start. Like
Yeah,
so
with
bad.
1 ball 9 runs to it. This would be a good time to get Akash in.
And
Let
sub
him-
me out.
No. Just be here. Let him bask in some CSK glory.
That's right. Let him
Akash,
come.
if you're here,
Yeah, Aja.
just give us that 1 ball. Post which we will have you. Oh, अब छक्का पड़ेगा. वाह,
चक्का आउट है.
out है यार. ये भी out. Yes! And there it is.
क्या?
After so many twists and turns, CSK managed to beat RCB in Chinnaswamy yet again. And we'll just quickly have Akash here right now.
Papa.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
What a sight. Virat Kohli's face is absolute beauty. He's crying now. What happened to all that?
I mean, you don't remember that 3 overs ago, this was still RCB's game. What happened when you were
Though
silent,
10
right?
overs ago, it was RCB's game. But you know what happens with RCB, right?
Okay. Where did RCB lose this?
Bowling.
Okay, no, batting.
Bowling. What batting?
10 overs, 120.
The fact that we had to chase even 226. What are you saying? No way.
But I mean, where specifically in the bowling department? I mean, if you look at
Barring Siraj, there's no one right now. Like Hasranga just bowled 2 overs. He didn't do that bad, but he just bowled 2 overs. I'm guessing the idea was since Dubai was there, so they did not want to give more spinners. I mean, more overs to spinners. But yeah, Harshal, Vaishak went for what, 62 runs.
yeah, but
Parnell went
you
for
can cut some slack, right? He's a youngster.
yeah. I'm saying, but from RCB's perspective, they don't have a fifth bowler right now.
So I mean, immediate need to have Hazelwood replace
Yeah.
Parnell.
If
the
he's
only hope,
assuming
yeah.
he's available, or else I actually wanted Willie over Parnell even in the previous game.
But why so?
Willie is a much better power play bowler. His economy is less than
But
5.
power play
just
की
like-
क्या जरूरत है? Power play में तो anyway Bangalore are the best team.
But Siraj के अलावा आज देखा ना, Siraj 2 over 6 runs,
Yeah,
बाकी
but
के
power
लोग 4 over
play फिर भी ठीक था. I mean, what happened was during the middle
नहीं,
overs.
आज भी power play में 2 over 6 runs Siraj, 4 overs 49 runs this one, the rest of them.
But do you think the RCB are actually missing a high pace? I mean, gun pacer who can just ball fast.
Not
Because there is no
necessarily.
express pacer in RCB.
CSK also doesn't have.
But
True,
that's the
but
thing.
CSK has
But-
more. CSK
but
have more variety.
And they have Dhoni. So he knows how to use
Fine.
the
I mean, there's
resources.
so many teams that don't have express pacer that are doing this fine. Like GT also does not have an express pacer.
But don't you ultimately think that
No, Alzheimer is there, no?
RCB,
not express
RCB
pacer.
outside Faf, Virat and Maxwell, their batting is
Yeah.
just not there. Because DK overperformed in the last season. He over-delivered.
But-
You can't expect him to just repeat that.
Agreed. But I wouldn't look at RCB's batting today because chasing 226 is a completely different ball game. It's as simple as that. Like,
Okay, wait. Let me ask you this. Do you think RCB actually used Hasranga to his full potential? Because they didn't.
Hasranga the batter or
Hasranga the player. Because again, he came out to bat very, very almost towards the end when there was like literally no impact. When he could have actually
But
walked out before that.
even in the 3 balls that he faced, it's not like he did anything. Like, I don't understand what I agree with you. Hasranga's batting can be used. I'm not saying that RCB is doing the right thing. Of course, he should be used much better. But I don't know. I don't think Hasranga the batter is as good as people are making him out to be. Maybe he's a more than capable spin hitter, and instead of Harshal in the previous 2 games, this guy deserved the promotion. But
You're saying Suyash is better than even Hasranga.
Suyash did score 18 of 10.
Yeah, that he. What if Hasranga had walked out and
But
he could
that's
have
my
scored,
point.
no?
Now in the 3 balls, he didn't do, like even in the 3 balls, it's not like he played a good shot that went straight to the field. All of them were just random, bizarre shots.
Okay, I mean, just to end this RCB chat, what are the biggest positives for RCB from this game?
Maxwell has been good. A lot of people doubted Maxwell's fitness and like, would he even be able to perform? And the fact that he's done this for 3 seasons in a row now for RCB, something he's never done before, that's definitely a big positive. And Faf, it was unlucky for Faf. He was injured. He was really struggling towards the end. There was no way he could have continued. And I mean, I don't know what else to say in terms of positives, man. Maybe Siraj continuing.
So
his
I have
good
one more question. RCB have 4 more games to play this in the Swami. We've already seen that this ground itself is a bowler's graveyard. So instead of playing Hasaranga, specifically when we know that spin is not doing anything at this venue, instead of wasting an overseas spot on him, at least at this venue, it will give them a lot more impact if they add someone like a Finn Allen. Given that they already have Karan Sharma in their
But where do they play finale?
one down, Mahipal Lomror, bhai, aisa nahi. I know you rate him very highly,
No,
but it doesn't
DK,
matter.
but I still don't think finale. I don't know. Maybe they could. But I
Nothing to lose there.
Or they could play Hazelwood when he's fit.
Hazelwood
And just
also
get
is
Karan
Hazelwood
Sharma.
is the shoe.
No, I'm saying
Hazelwood plays instead of Parnell.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying play both Hazelwood and Parnell and get Karan Sharma instead of Hasranga
Why
because you're not
Parnell?
using Hasranga the batter.
No, but that doesn't solve the thing that I'm saying, because I feel like RCB are batting like
Batting like
ultimately at this venue you won't win through bowling. You would win through more hitters,
Fair.
because whoever is your bowler, they'll go for runs.
And this is an interesting stat. This
Most
game has
sixes
had
in an IPL
33
game.
sixes.
Okay, so
Record.
moving to CSK now. I mean, where do you feel was the difference between the 2 teams?
I think the difference was execution at the death. I think CSK bowled really well at the death. Even once you conceded 120 in 10 overs, you can give up. I mean, CSK almost gave up. But then they kept believing with how the bowling changes were proactive. And then in the end, for somebody who is only playing his third IPL game, to come out and execute in this fashion is commendable. 2 overs he bowled, that is great. And Chennai, I mean, you look at it, right? Dhoni's faith in Tushar Deshpande has paid off. We said that after one game, like he's conceding 60 runs. What is this player? But after that, every game he's played really well, and he's picked up important wickets, key wickets, time and again when the team has wanted it. So that's a big positive. Second positive, I think maybe if I have to add on to it, it would be how Chennai never threw the first innings, like lost any sort of momentum, just kept going. So that's a good sign that the batters are in some kind of form. And after a game like Rajasthan, where they struggled to rotate and all of that, this was like, okay, they have the power.
I agree with the Patirana point. He's definitely someone to look out for, and I'm guessing he will get more chances now going forward. But I'm still not sold on the Tushar Deshpande point. Like, I still feel he's someone players will target. Right now, I feel he's just being the recipient of lucky wickets simply because a lot of batters just go after him, just target him. And again, I'm not saying he's not bowling well. He has been, no doubt. But I still feel there's a lot of scope for improvement there.
Okay.
Patirana definitely.
To wrap up, last question: biggest positive from CSK in this game?
Conway. For me, it is Conway because like Conway is somebody who, once he gets in form like this, it would only lift Gaikwad to just up his game. And we saw what happened when Faf was in form, right? Gaikwad just flew, and everything he touched turned into goal. So that's something positive. And finally, after a year of struggle where they could not get anything at the top of the order, everything is clicking. So that's a very one positive sign for me.
Perfect. Okay. With that, I think great game. As a neutral, it fizzled towards the end. Last 2-3 overs could have been much more exciting, but middle overs have बहुत मजा आया. And yeah, feeling bad for this boy, but absolutely happy for this one. With that, we'll see you tomorrow. I think MI are playing SRH.
Yeah, guys, please like, share, subscribe.
Yeah, please do.
And on this note, we will
And do log in tomorrow, predict the first inning scores, and you can win merchandise like this.
Like this.
You can see both of them.
Not this.
Not this.
You didn't want this. Yeah.
ये खरीदना पड़ेगा और ये किसको चाहिए भाई?
And end.